Welcome back to another episode of the Stock Car Podcast. Today we are in a very nice and tidy workshop. We've got two lovely cars behind us. We're with Mick and Charlie Sworder. Come on. Harry, that's where you're meant to join in there. Right, thank you very much, boys. How are we doing?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Good, thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting us to your humble abode. And we will get some footage of the wings up there because they do look absolutely amazing. And it's nice to have a big workshop like this, I bet.
Yeah,
Are you used to it now?
Yeah, it just gets a bit cold in the winter because obviously we've got...
And because you're both in shorts.
And it is like sort of 45 there, and so it's a bit of a job to heat, but no, it's right, it does the job.
Good. Yeah. I'd like to start the podcast off by saying what I know about the guests. And we'll start off with the first time I'd known about you, Mick, was from the F2s in the R Factor. Your car was painted on a sim. And he used to jump in it and race thinking I was Mick Sworder in the F2. So that's the first time I knew about you. And then obviously watching YouTube clips years ago of you with some big hits going in. And I thought, oh, he don't mind putting a bumper in. This is before my stock car days as well. And then obviously you going into F1 and seeing you just stamping your authority in F1 as well. Always seems to be, I see a video of you, because obviously I didn't get to go to many F1 meetings back in the day because we were Spedeworth. But always see you big races at Coventry, you always up the front there. Always seem to be Coventry.
Yeah, Coventry used to be a good track. We used to like racing that. Obviously, Andrew Smith, we bought his shale car when he packed up, and obviously the setup sort of come with it. Mm-hmm. And even though exceptional driver Andrew is, we just had the luck of getting his setups and racing the car as he raced it.
Nice.
And obviously he explained to me what to do and how to do it, and how not to do it, and I'd done the how to do it, but just the how not to do it. I didn't listen to it. I just done my own thing.
And normally it was stampeding into someone.
Yeah, it sort of got me a bit. Some things in a way that was really good, and sometimes it wasn't so good. But that's just how I am. And it's just shit or bust, isn't it?
Exactly. No, I like it. And then Charlie, obviously, the mini stocks. There's so many mini stocks out there. Like we can see one there and one there, where they just look absolutely amazing. And there's a few of you out there. I say a few, it's more than half the field that all look banging. And you're one, every time I see pictures on Facebook, because I'm a little bit older than you, I see pictures on Facebook mini stocks, you're always with a red roof, always up there, and minis look amazing. And then obviously going into F1s, obviously was a big thing on Facebook. Charlie Sworder going into F1s. So obviously being from down south, I still heard it and saw it. And then obviously your big win, which we'll get onto. So yeah, that's about as much as I know. And I know there's a few stories in here that we're going to get out from the pair of you. But we'll start off with Mick, and obviously feel free to jump in, Charlie.
Of course, yeah.
You're not the first generation racer for short ovals.
No, my dad, he just walked in and walked out, just sticking his nose in to see what's going on.
Busy doing stuff.
He's always, just leave him alone. He's one of them old eccentric old men that just wants to just do what he wants to do and just leave him to it. I mean, we just told him to turn the jet wash off because he's cleaning concrete outside, and he's like, so let's leave. He'll be all right. He's fine. Yeah, he raced. I think he started. It might be in the late '60s, and I was born in '76, and he packed up racing then, and obviously took on the business. Mm-hmm. Started doing coaches when we was, when I was before. Just as I was born. He started up the coach business and then just went on from there. So he packed up his racing, but
to focus on work.
Yeah, but I always remember my dad saying to me, because he used to have, I had his trophy cabinet in my bedroom, and he said, "One day, boy, if you have enough many trophies, that you'll be all right, good." And he had 57 trophies, and I always remember that. It just sticks in my mind, and I always think, I think my first season was a lot more than that, and I just thought, well, just what it is. And Dad always sort of looked up to me then, even though he was teaching me what to do. But it was just good. But yeah, there's obviously Dad used to race. Granddad, Dad's dad, he never had nothing to do with racing. He just used to come and just sort of help out. Yeah. And when I first started minis, my granddad died in 1990, so I was only racing nearly 2 years. So he only watched me for literally 18 months of racing. So he didn't really get into it. No. And obviously then Dad just pushed me into it, done the minis, then done the supers, Formula 2s.
Well, we get there. So the mini stocks. So you remember, obviously your dad's packed up before you even started racing. Started with the business, cracked on with the business, and then you come to you was the right age, 57 trophies. Can you beat that? You started in mini stocks.
I started mini. It must have been. I think it was 88. I think the end of 88.
National mini stocks.
Yeah, national mini stocks. We started that. Was it 88? I can't even remember when it was. And then we started doing that. And Will Yarra, we were very good friends with Roger Yarra, Will Yarra, and Charlie
22.
Yarra. And Will said to Dad about building a car. He goes, "Well, you build it, and I'll assist you what he's doing." So Dad was back and forward up to Rothwell, you know, looking at cars and building one. And obviously, I was only 11. I was too young to sort of really understand what goes on.
Yeah.
And I tried to help out here and there. I just used to paint
Just
the
get in
wheels.
the way.
And I put dust cups on, you know, things like that. And so our car was like a copy of a Yarra car.
Yeah.
So I had like just little unique things like the bars down from the side rails down to under the chassis, just little things that you could recognise was a Yarra car. And then we had that, and then we run that for, I think, 2 years or 18 months, 2 seasons. And then this is where the Andrew Smith thing come into. So Andrew Smith then packed up Minis.
Yeah.
When I come to being 14 or 13, and then Martin O'Neill was a guy that used to look after Andrew Smith's car, and he took me under his wing and then helped me.
You was next.
Yeah, I was next. Yeah. So, you know, big shout out to Martin O'Neill. He
A
was
lot of
like
people saying that. Yeah.
Mon, you know, as everybody knows him at.
Yeah.
He's the one that took us up and put me under his wing, and we went with him because Dad never had time to do a Mini. So he was just like, you go with him, do whatever. He'll put the car right, and you go and stay at his and help out and do what he needs to do, and then I'll see at the tracks. Dad used to have like a little Sierra, a 2.3 diesel Sierra, and just used to use that to go to tracks. And obviously I used to go with him on.
Yeah.
And like just used to go do the racing. So we ended up buying Andrew Smith's car that Martin O'Neill run for Andrew when he was in his last season.
Yeah, so you sort of got the package off of Andrew,
and then
Martin O'Neill come with it.
Yeah, and then we sort of had that, and then we raced. I think my first season in Minis, I can't remember what I'd done. It went straight to red. Went from white to blue in the car that we built or Dad built, and then Martin O'Neill had the first Andrew Smith built mini stock, or Stuart Smith built it would have been.
Yeah.
We raced that for like 2 years. I took me to Superstar, and then my biggest accomplishment in Minis was winning the Northampton Championship that my mum and dad, for Sworder's coaches, sponsored.
Right.
And it was the first big thing that I won. And then we won that, and then we went on through Minis, and then the following year, Mon built me a car. It was a very copy of the Andrew Smith car.
So you had a brand new one for your last season then?
No, so when I was 14.
Oh, right, yeah. So you had one more still?
Yeah, so one more season after that. So then we had that car, and I think I won pretty much all the championships there were to win, apart from the silver, the gold, and the British. So the following year, it was like my accomplishment then to try and win everything. There's a few people that had done it, obviously, but I wasn't. Like Simon Rogers, I went with him. He packed up racing. We got friendly with him because he got a job working for Baines Race Engineering, which were next village along from where we used to live in Stevenage. So he come live with us, and why? So his payment for living with us, taking my mum and dad, putting me under his wing, and doing that was you can stay with us, but you got to take me racing. So same thing. Dad didn't have a lot of time, so me and Simon used to do the cars between us. Simon built me 2 Minis, and they were the best 2 Minis, the first space frame Minis ever built.
Or was it not space frame before that? Were they still using the original mini shells?
Yeah.
Ah.
So we built them, or Simon built them. I just assisted and just drove them, and that won us every championship there was to win, apart from the British.
Ah.
Never won the British.
That's the one I always wanted to win, bro.
That's why. That is why.
I lived that one through Harry, I think.
Harry, you got to step up now, mate.
So
the last chance.
Yeah. So then obviously Minis. Then we packed up, and I think I packed up in Minis in the February, and then the January, before I sort of finished, I was only 15. And Dave Chisholm, my dad's very good friends with Dave Chisholm, said to me, if you want a car, you can race my son's car, and if you like it, you can buy it. So we sold our Minis, and then we got exceptional money for our 2 Minis.
Yeah, as you can imagine, yeah.
Scott and Ben Roper from Huddersfield, they bought, or Halifax, they bought our Minis, and they progressed into Minis. They won what they won with them, and we had this Superstox from Dave Chisholm.
It was a super.
Yeah.
So not an F2, it's a super.
No, Superstox, and then went into Super. So I raced them at 15. Went to the cold nights at Wimbledon, the best meetings ever. Used to be all the Winter Nationals. I went out and raced.
100%.
And I always remember, like, my first meet started at the back, and like
no practice.
No practice. Gary Chisholm said to me, just take it steady. Just follow me around, because he started in front of me, and obviously it was his old car, so I just followed him around, and obviously, 10 laps later, they lapped me. Which was a cold, wet night, so learned my mistakes. He goes, right, next time you race, start at the front. So this was the following meeting.
Yep.
Started at the front. And it
Still
was
15.
Yep, and it was a Nordic Robbins Championship, whichever that was, something big in Superstox.
Right.
I won all 3. So
Where was it?
That was Wimbledon.
Wimbledon again.
Yeah, and I always remember like Gary Sparks saying to me, he goes, I spun out first bend, and I think Gary Chisholm spun out first bend, so did Gary Lambert. They all spun out, and I passed them. They passed me, and then they were finished right behind me on the, as I took the flag.
Yeah.
I think I was first, they were second, third, and fourth. That's just my Superstox days. And then went through Superstox, went to...
So you bought the car, I'm guessing?
Yeah, we bought the car. Yeah, went from white to blue, race to blue top, and then just average, just winning a few heats here and there. Never won another final at Superstox. Raced at Arlington, or the old Aldershot, with the real like hairpin. Wimbledon, Ipswich. And I always remember I was racing with a guy, I can't remember what his number was, number 15, I think it was Dave Smith. And obviously I've always been known like having like a big last bend dive. And I remember I must have been 15 to 20 car lengths behind going in this
half a straight?
Yeah, in this at Ipswich. And obviously took this dive and hit this guy and they spun him out and then obviously jumped to the brakes and obviously just sort of tucked underneath and then won the heat. And then from then onwards, like Dave Chisholm said to me, he goes, if you can do that, you're going to go far. Believe me, you're going to be, if you can carry on doing things like that, it's going to push you further. So when I get told by a 3-time world champion, Dave Chisholm, it's like, Christ. So I just...
You'd listen to him.
Yeah, and I didn't do it all the time, but I took more risks.
Yeah.
Every other race.
And my dad was like, will you stop that? Because, every other race was like that. So... that's when you sort of got that mentality then. Yeah. After that happened, pretty much. It
sort of turns in your head.
Mini stock, I never liked it in minis. I think I was quite a clean, nice driver in minis.
Yeah.
As far as I can remember. But I don't know. People might be able to tell me different.
No, maybe,
I don't know. But
it is normally a pivoting factor that does that.
Yeah. And I just remember one night we was racing. One night Ipswich. It was the Ipswich and used to have the Ipswich and Wisbeach speed weekend. I don't know how that works because. It was a speed weekend, but 2 different tracks.
Everyone's driving to everyone piss out their face.
It's what it is, isn't it? So we went to Wisbeach. I think I won my heat, just raced on normal. And then I was in the final, and I must have been 3rd or 4th, and I got a big old whack from behind, and I thought that was a bit excessive.
Coming from him.
Yeah. And then the first car that come by me was Adam Brand. And I thought, right, you little shit, you're going to have that back. And because I went for a dive with him over the curb, took the wheel down in the curb, missed him, went in the fence. The next day was...
Wisbeach.
No, so the next day was Ipswich.
Oh, so it's Wisbeach, then Ipswich.
So done the Ipswich thing, missed him again. So 3 times, went to get brandy, missed him. Well, then on the Tuesday night, this was like caused my end of my career. So I was red top then.
Yeah.
So I started alongside Adam Brand, and Dad said to me, you do not miss him. You make sure you get on the back and you don't shut off. And Dave Chisholm said to me, Dribby, just don't shut off. So I didn't. So he pulled for it, I got on the back of him and I didn't shut off. And he was through the fence so far that we used to have like a little abour on the top of the bumper. That was hooked on the top rope and he was in front of me. So his car was up like that.
Oh, your one was hooked on?
Yeah.
Oh.
And Brandy's in front of me. And then obviously I tried to back out, but obviously couldn't. I had no damage. No, just a little bit on the
Done
A-bar.
it to perfection.
So I tried to back off, and obviously the guys come out and said, "You got to stop," because Brandy's car was. No, you can't say, but it was fucked.
In a bad.
Proper.
In a bad way.
And so then I got called at the box, and I think I can't think the guy in charge at Spedeworth. He said to me, he goes, "Mick, I'm sorry, mate, but you're banned 12 months." I said, that quick? He goes, you can't do things like that. I said, well, he done me 2 weeks ago. And I've had 3 goes here, but I've missed every time. So the more and more it's gone on, the more I've got agitated and got him.
Making himself agitated, by the way.
Yeah, because he kept missing.
Poor Randy did nothing wrong. He hit him hard
Give
once.
me a good hit.
He can go through the wires,
just
mate.
playing in your head.
Yeah,
when you got other people going, yeah, that was hard, that was. You're like, yeah, it was hard, wasn't it?
So obviously then I thought, okay, no problem. Then...
was you still 15? You're not 15.
No, this was in the summer. So this was like this was the July. So I'd raced for like sort of from January to July. So I'd lasted like 6 months pretty much. And then I got banned. And then I spoke to somebody in F2s. And they said, why do you come race the F2? I said, well, where are you racing? We're at Skeg on Wednesday night. This was the Sunday or the Tuesday, the Sunday I think at Yarmouth. It might have been the third. I can't remember, but it was very close.
Yeah.
So we had my car, so I put for my F2 licence, and Crispian Roosevelt said to me, guys, I can't see why you can't race. Be good to have you. So I changed my number from 150 to 152,
Yep.
because 150 had already gone from a guy in Middlesbrough who used to race F2s, and he wouldn't give his number up. So I took 152, and I raced the same car, all exactly the same, and went out at Skeg, and that's how my F2 career started.
Was the rules similar enough then, or was it just
They were
someone weren't checking?
bumper
Or?
heights different, so it was like I think about an inch or 2 inches difference. So all we'd done, like Gary just said to me, cheers, he just said, you just drop the car down. So we just dropped the car down, dropped the car, raised the bumper, so it made the ride height the same,
Right.
and we just raced.
So same tyres and all
Same
that sort of
size, everything. And that's how my F2 career started. I mean, I can't remember exactly what happened in that day, but didn't do very good, and just
But that's how the F2 started.
I've ruffled a few feathers, as you do.
Yeah.
Come straight out, but then the funny thing is, then about 6 months later, Adam Brown then came over to F2s. And I'm thinking, oh, here we go. Didn't touch me. If anything, he used to put his hand out the window, wave you past. So,
That's when you go into the corner and it just happens like that. Oh, all right, yeah,
when
cheers.
people do that, they put their hand out, wave you by, you sort of think, I'm going to come with you. Don't wave me past. No, we had to go racing. You'd be a man, but some people are, aren't they?
Yeah, that's it. Well, he obviously didn't want one of them again anyway, 100%. So
Blame him.
no, definitely not for a little tap. So F2 started then.
Yep. So F2 started. So that was, what year was that? Oh, I can't remember what year it was. That would have been,
Be the 90s, wouldn't it?
so 92. That would have been 1992.
92?
Yeah.
Because that was one of the questions I want to ask you. When did you actually start F2s?
Yeah, so 91 I won everything in minutes. And then 92 was the start of the season when I started, like January.
Yeah.
Then January to July. And then July onwards. So July 92, from then onwards, I done.
F2s.
Yeah. And then we then bought a car at the end of that year, sold the Chizzy car we had, and then bought a car that was built for Dean Wood by by HCD from
Yeah.
Peterborough.
Yeah.
And they built this car for Target Heating, man. I can't remember what his name was. He used to live in Aldershot. You should know who that is. I can't remember what his name is. It used to be Target Heating. Built this car and had it bought for Woody to race it with all his name details on it. Dean Wood, I remember, you can see the car now, all his name on it, and we went down and bought it. Dave Chisholm said to us, come down and see this car. It's exactly the same as Gary's. It'd be perfect for you.
Yeah.
Went down there and bought it. Bought the whole lot. So Dad being Dad, just bought the whole kit, the whole lot. Engine, everything is complete. Spare bits, ready to go. And then obviously made it into Formula 2, raced that. And then the first year, I'd like my first full season, won a European at Taunton.
Was it? I thought it was Swaffham.
No, Taunton.
Oh, I didn't
But-
know you won it back then.
Yeah. But the funny thing was, people always used to say to me, I think there was Gary Chisholm, John Mickle, and a few others. They all went to Ibiza. So they were going to Ibiza for the week on the lads' piss up.
Yeah.
He said to me, I mean, you got to come. So I was good to go. So I was all ready to go. And my dad said to me, just before the Friday before we were about to go, he said, can you just take the rubbish up the field and burn it? Okay. Don't take the forklift because you'll get it stuck. I'll be all right. So I jumped to the forklift, got the forklift stuck. Well, my old man was so hard in them days. That's it, you ain't going. So I'm like, Dad, shut up. You're not going. Weren't allowed to go. So it stopped me going on holiday. So I then had to go, then went race on the Sunday to Taunton. Went to Taunton, won heat, won the European.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yep.
Everything happens for a reason. Maybe
Yep.
your dad knew. I don't know.
So that was 93. Then what happened in 94?
No, I didn't know you won it early on.
Yeah.
I know about the later one, but I didn't know about that. So straight away, European champion. Was
Yeah.
you a top name from then on, or was it
Yeah,
still then you got promoted too early, sort of thing?
Superstar, stayed as I was, and then just I just stayed superstar. And I was like known as like quite hard hitting. And then we had that car we had. That car we had from the Dean Wood car.
Yeah.
It was ever so fast, Northampton. Baines Race Engineering, who Simon used to work for. I had an engine built like just for the following season, for the '94 season. And then we went out in Northampton, and I think it was the early part of the year, and Bill Batten come up from Southwest.
Yeah.
And there were a few Southwest boys used to come up, and they used to be real quick 1300s at Northampton. Well, obviously, I come out, and obviously, me being me, obviously, knowing they were quick as what they were, I was just wrap some feathers, and I'd just knock a few wide and go. And I always remember Batten gave me a good hit at the start of the race. He went past, and me being me, over the curb, fucking bang, you get one back. Because he's rattled around the wall. From then onwards, when I passed him, he wouldn't come back past. So then I pulled away, and then later on that year, he was so into wanting to know why I was so fast, want your engine stripped. But why? Because you're cheating. Okay, strip it. So this is how corrupt Formula 2s were back in the day. Maybe I shouldn't say that.
No, go on.
I don't really give a shit.
Go on.
Right. So my engine was stripped down at Northampton after I passed all these 1300s. And Bill Batten was the guy that checked the engines. Now, he was the guy that complained. So they pulled the head off, put the dial gauge on the pistons and checked it straight away. Didn't clean the carbon off, nothing. Didn't clean nothing off. So when they put it on, they wanted to see if I was running more compression.
Yep.
Well, so all the carbon build up on the car after being used for like 8 or 12 meetings was higher than what obviously the pistons were. So they
saying that you decked the block. Yeah.
So they said you're illegal because your pistons stuck above the bore by 8 thou. So I was like, okay, no problem. So we didn't touch anything. So I was banned from there and then. So went to appeal. My mum was like ever so good with paperwork. She still is now to this day. She's so good.
That's a bit of how many times you've been banned, mate. So
she rattled through all the paper, went through the rules. And we near enough ended up going to court, but we didn't because the the Formula 2 committee sort of backed down. We had an appeal. So I had the appeal, still had the engine not touched. So when we cleaned all the carbon off, my pistons were actually 2 thou below the boss name. So I was allowed back racing.
Right.
So this was in '94. So I then went back racing. I've done a slogan on my car. I can't think what I've done on the bus. Yeah, if you can't ban me, beat me. And then Speaky had the same. If you can't beat me, ban me. Because he was at the top of his range, and we used to. That's when I sort of got a real good relationship with Speaky. Because obviously he was up north racing and then doing what he was doing. And I was sort of my way doing what I was doing. Then we sort of got together and not so much teamed up, but just wiped the board.
Yeah, well, he's the top man up there. You're the top boy here. You both love putting the bumper in.
Yeah.
And instead of because it could have gone two ways there. It could have gone butting heads, and it would have been you and Speaky all the time.
We had so much respect for each other, even to the day. Like Speaky would we'd go to Ringwood and speak on a Thursday night. Speaky would absolutely rile me in the fence, full chat, and he'd come over. What are we doing? Let's fix it. Come on, let's get on. And he'd be there fixing the car with me, and I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, get back out. You owe me one. Come on, let's go. So you go back at the final, and I would absolutely rifle him. And the National, I'd have to go over to fix his car.
Yeah, come on, Mick, give me a hand now.
The National goes, I've got a long way to go. Let's just race this one. So then you just race a bit hard hits, but no burying. And then,
that's mental, isn't it?
Yeah. That's stock cars.
That's
my opinion of stock cars.
To this day, there aren't many people that will do that.
No.
If I went racing there, if I raced now and I was racing at Skeg and I could race with Speaky, I can't think, Tom, Dan Johnson, Nigel Green, Stuart Smith. Yeah, I'd probably give. Stuart's quite hard in his day, very hard in his day. So, Andrew, Frankie, you could go and race, put each other in the fence and just carry on. Now, if you put someone in the fence, they come over with their little feathers and start hitting you with them because you hit me too hard. And it's not stock car racing. Stock car racing is make it a stock car race. They had one race a couple of years ago, and everybody said it's the best race ever. And there was all the big hype. Oh, this racing was so good. Why is it like all the time?
Was that the Skeggy one you're on about? Yeah, quality, innit?
It was a good race, but races should always be like that.
Exactly.
And they're just not.
That was the whole point. No one was going to let anyone go. And as soon as Tom went past Speaky, that was it. Speaky was like, you ain't getting away, boy. Yep. And then that started everyone else doing it.
But that's how it used to be.
Half a second off the pace in that race when I was in it. And I'm watching, I'm thinking, God, this is a pile. And then next thing you know, you're in the lead.
Yeah.
And then you're up the fence, and then you back down, and then Tom's behind. I'm thinking, you ain't winning this if I'm not. So I got. That's how it is, though, isn't it?
That was a proper. I love watching that.
It's just now.
But as you say, it should always be like that. But now it seems like somebody will get away in the lead, and that person will just let him drive away. Whereas, especially for a final, I never ever think. If someone's faster than you come past in the final, no way. Obviously, if you're trying to get to the front, it's a bit different. But when you're near the front, no way, mate. You're giving each other large.
I must admit that now, obviously, you've got the likes of like Tom, Lee, Callum on tarmac, and like Frank. When Frank has got tyres on, there's nothing to beat them. Them four cars, if they come by you, you can have a go back them, but they just drive off. Yeah. I must admit, there is one thing that's changed. But when I race, obviously the cars were a lot closer. And the drivers were drivers, the stock car drivers. So you'd be a stock car driver, but the cars were very similar. Mm-hmm. Where now you've got 3 or 4 cars that are way and beyond the league we're in.
Yeah.
And when they get off and they're gone, well, you look in your mirror, you go, oh, I must wait for him to come.
You got white and yellow tops now in 60, 70 grand cars easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, back from what I remember in, not so much more in Dad's day, a bit before that, like, your white tops had white top cars and your superstars had superstar cars. Whereas now, no matter where you look, there's a good car in every grade.
There's good motors everywhere, all down the field, isn't it?
Which is good for the sport, but it's still not the racing. It's not bringing the racing any closer. Not in F1s anyway.
No,
I don't think so.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's definitely everyone is a lot more on the pace now.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
So we go back to F2s then.
Yeah,
90s.
Yeah, where was we up to? 94, 95 season was just like a steady season. I can't what happened in 95. Just did I get banned? Yeah, I was probably banned for something.
We got a ban shout here.
I got banned because I raced at Ringwood, and I think somebody said to me about hitting cars too hard. You know, hitting people out of the way too hard. So all the passes down Cornish way, they used to say hitting us too hard. So we went to a Ringwood meeting, and I fell out with Richard Thomas, Bryn Thomas, John Mickle, Bo Farrells, Batten, and there was someone else. There was someone I can't think of who else it was. Well, obviously because they're all against me, and obviously I was like superstar, something at the back. Well, I'd pick them off one by one.
Each one.
So Batten in the fence, Richard Thomas in the fence, Bryn Thomas in the fence, Tim Farrell in the fence, Rob Farrell in the fence. And there was another guy, I can't think who the other guy was.
Would it be on Gilbert?
Nah, me and Gilbert, we used to get on really well. So Gilbert was a bit like myself, so he was like a hard, good racer. And, you know, they pulled me up and said, because if you can't stop it, we're going to ban you. I said, ban me for what?
Who's saying this? BRISCA
Formula
F2?
2s. So I said, ban me for over-aggressive driving. So I'm like, whatever. I said, you do what you got to do. So we went out for the national, and obviously I picked Batten up, and because he was the main instigator behind me getting in trouble, because he was the number one, and he was the number one, 100%.
Yeah.
So I just picked him up, and Neil Smith, 657, got a brand new car out. I don't know if I got on the back of Neil or back of Batten, and I followed the pairing, absolute full chat, and then got chased out the pits by all the people throwing stones at the bus. We had literally the ramps down, drove the car. I sat at the back of the bus while my dad drove the bus off, while we was getting bombarded with stuff being thrown at us.
That's how you know you're doing something right, isn't it?
So
That's how you know in stock cars. If you're in a hot rod, a bit different. But in stock cars, if you're getting chased out the pits, you've done something right at that meeting.
And I think then we got banned. I did get banned for 6 months. Was it 6 months they got banned for? But we didn't do the whole 6 months. I've done 2 or 3 months. Then got out of appeal, had it turned over.
Suspended.
Used to go to the Great Northern Hotel in King's Cross in London with Andy Ford. I'd get on the train, and I'll look, because we never had mobile phones then, so it'd be like the middle 90s, thinking, where's Fordy? So you sit and wait, you go for the carriage, you think, oh, there he is, because he's coming down from Sheffield, and we're both going to the same hotel to both get a bollocking or a ban, and that happened 3 or 4 times.
Meeting each other.
And then we got quite friendly, because thinking, I'll meet you at platform 7 at 7:30. Yeah, no, but I'll see you Sunday. Yeah, we'll do. Used to go down there, it'd be hilarious. Then you go there, and obviously you get a telling off, and then you get your appeal or whatever. Then you just say, right, you can race now, but you're on a behaviour bond, so it'll be £1,000 behaviour bond. Well,
you got to pay money.
Yeah. So I had £1,000 behaviour bond.
Behave.
So I went out.
I reckon he lost that grand.
I did first meeting.
Go on.
First lap, first meeting, picked up Batten, followed him straight in, and obviously they said the first thing he said, "You've lost your bond." So I Bill, whatever. I said, money's no object, mate. You do whatever. Because back in the day, Formula 2, you have a complete Formula 2 costing, $3.5 grand. Complete on the button, ready to go. Well, obviously now you can't.
No, obviously that's
buy just set of wheels and tyres.
It's a lot different now.
Yeah. So obviously you lost that, and then we carried on racing. And obviously then it got a little bit nasty. In '96, got a bit nasty. Went to Hennisford, and it was a Grand National Championship, and I think Speaker was pole. I was outside. Then Batten. Then John Thompson. And then Gil, whoever it was. So I got going, went to go. Obviously, Batten come by, so I just picked him up, followed him straight in. Bang. Just no messing. Obviously he's set about me, so I've just haven't given him a chance.
Yeah.
So if he's going to drive by me, bang. And then got called up the box because apparently I hit him on the red flags, but it wasn't red flag, but whatever it was. When I was in the box, obviously Batten was up there, and he was talking to Gerard and whoever was up there doing the commentating. And a guy came up behind me, and he was a big guy. I mean, I'm tall, but he was like my width times 2, and he bit shit out of me. Absolutely knocked me for 6.
Well, up in the box.
Yeah. And I know who it was. I ain't going to mention who it was because he'll know. If he ever watches, he'll know who it is. But I do know. If I ever do see him one day, I will ask him why he done it. So,
that's not good, is it?
Then
That's
obviously
not stock
found
car
out
racing.
years later that Batten had paid this guy to knock shit out of me.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Right.
Because, I had done what I'd done.
Over and
I
over.
wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
So, obviously, Well-Fire next year, wasn't it? So, Well-Fire Northampton. I was one of the favourites, so was Speaky. And Batten was like the number one because Batten was real quick. When he had
I remember this
He had
video.
that white and orange car. He was one with the new aluminium wheel, real quick. So, practice, I think he was like 8/10 of a second quicker than anybody. So, I started behind Batten. First lap, first bend. Didn't shut off. Bang, straight in. Well, that's it, innit? Then obviously I got going and then Speaker caught Speaker up. I was just behind him. And Mike James and Speaker were having a bit of a battle. And I think Speaker hit Jamesy out wide, went past. And I went to hit Jamesy, hit him out wide. And as I went by, I just tagged his front end, trying to run him into a parked car. Well, James had a bit more front end weight and he just tagged me back and it turned me into a parked car.
Flicked you.
Hit the parked car flat out.
But as that happened, I don't know if you've seen the video.
Yeah.
Speaky also hit another parked car down the straight, spun himself out,
And carried on.
but carried on. So if Dad would just use his head for once, and just drove by him and not been the dirty arsehole that he is, he probably would have. Because he caught There's a video on YouTube. You'll have to watch it. He caught Speak up like he was stood still.
What's this, 96?
Yeah, he
Can't remember the year.
But I will say, one of Charlie's first ever sponsors was Bill Batten.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, we'll get on.
We'll get on to that.
We'll get on to
Yeah.
that,
We went back into memory.
Right. We'll get on to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that could have been your dad's chance early doors.
Yeah, it was. That was my first chance.
So I'm thinking at the minute, Speaky won what he won because you're taking out the opposition.
Well, it could have been, yeah, but obviously you can't jump away from Speaky.
No, of
He
course.
was head and shoulders above everybody.
Of course, yeah.
And obviously, like when.
But every single story of this, like, right, this championship, I followed him straight in.
think-
So that's two of us out.
I think in Dad's
Yeah.
head back then, obviously I wasn't alive, but he was that fixated on Batten because they didn't like each other. I think Bill, from what videos I've seen, did try and race sometimes, but Dad's first opportunity, Dad's first chance was let's take Bill out and then I'll try to win the race.
And then I'll try win the race.
Yeah.
Not maybe I'll race Bill this time and see if he'll race me, and maybe one of us can then fight out at the end. It was get rid of Bill and then we'll work out from there.
There was no I'm racing with you. Oh yeah, we should stop. We used to go down to when we used to race in the early days before we fell out. We used to go to the drivers' do, which used to be down in Newton Abbot.
Yeah.
You should go to Bill's house. Bill and I can't remember was it Carol Cole? You stop down there, spend the whole night there, go to the dinner dance, come back, have a Chinese, something, and just come home. And then just one little thing just irritated him. Obviously, irritated me as well. So we just when we locked heads.
And then you never got invited down again.
No. Funnily enough. But we didn't. We sort of did fall out, but we always spoke. Like now, like you fall out with someone now, like you look at them, you growl, but it wasn't like that then. You used to just. No, you look and you see him turn up, and your stomach would turn, thinking, "Oh shit,
Yeah.
we go again now." And obviously, I don't know. When I used to turn up, I bet you used to think, "Fuck's sake,"
Because you
drip me zero.
obviously never had the internet back then, so you never knew who was actually going to turn up, did you?
No, you just have like your booking list, but obviously you didn't have enough online, so your booking list would be in the program when you turn up. So you go and
You wouldn't know, would you?
Oh shit, he's coming today. And like you go to some Ringwoods, and like it'd be like it used to be like 7:45 start time Ringwood.
Yeah. What's that, Tuesday on night or something like
Thursday
that?
night.
Thursday night, yeah.
So you get there, and obviously they'd be like me, John Mickle used to do a lot of travelling. Mickle, he was from up our way, from Cambridge way.
Yeah.
So but me, him. From up this way, and then there'll be I can't think who else, but like John Thompson used to sometimes make a trip down from Yorkshire. You think I've got the legs, I'll probably be all right. So it'd be like between me and Batten and Farrell. In fact, Chimley was quite quick in his day, and you think you'd be fine. So you go out for heat one, so you pull on the track, you think, I'll probably be all right. Yeah. And all of a sudden the gate opens again. You think, so you look in the mirror, Speaky.
Oh, he turned up last minute.
And they come up to you and you go, right. Yeah, and because that race, I obviously used to turn the carnage because like I didn't want him to win, he didn't want me to win, so we'd be battling, and then Bill would go and win heat, and then obviously Tim would win the second heat or something like that, and then you get like a white top winning constellation, and then the final used to be like hell. So it'd be me, Mickle, Batten, Farrell, and Speaky, And 9 times out of 10, Speaky's win it
Oh,
every time. So the Nationals used to be like, well, the best of the rest.
yeah.
So it'd be like,
Because he'd be
whatever.
starting a lap down by that
Yeah.
point now. Yeah.
So Speaker was sort of, if it was like 4 of us, like 4 top ends, it'd be 5th. Because we'd be like that, just that straight in front that he's caught up with no yellow flags.
Yeah.
And then that's when obviously all the trouble used to start. Because obviously I used to think I'm second, you're not. I'm the second in the people that are here.
Yeah.
And obviously you just take them all out, and then that's when we got in trouble for hard hitting. And
But he was doing it to stamp. Oh,
Yeah, try to stamp authority.
Yeah, I'm coming here. I'm winning.
obviously you'd stamp it a little bit, but obviously they didn't like it because in a way West Country is still Ringwood's right on the border. So then you're like,
Well, it's them. They're closer to anything else,
Yeah.
isn't it?
so you've always tried to be like number 2, but then you used to go to Bristol, go and race to Bristol, and obviously that I used to love racing. Me and Neil
Bristol's
Smith
a mad track, isn't it?
used to love racing.
It's a
Never
mad
got to
track.
race there yet,
Didn't
but
me neither. Hopefully soon.
Race around there a few times, and it was good. To me, that's a driver's track.
It's just the tight blind bends.
proper driver's
You can't
track.
see round them.
well, F1's had a fixture there before COVID. F1s were meant to go there, and then COVID happened.
That's going to be mental.
Well, they
if
did
do
race
that.
there once, didn't they? Because I remember Will Yarrow raced there. He done work quite well. They had a meeting there. Was it the 50th anniversary? Or
Must have been years ago.
And they raced, yeah.
I don't ever remember seeing a
Because
video or anything.
I always remember Frank Wayne used to tell me, like big senior, not senior Frank, junior Frank,
Yeah.
said he had to be towed up a hill with his lorry because his lorry had a clutch bomb because it's such a hill to go up there.
Right.
Towed up a hill by a tractor because it was such an incline to get up.
Did you race there quite a bit, didn't you, in the
In
twos?
twos, yeah, I
Yeah.
used to quite a few meetings, yeah, because obviously me and Neil used to sort of travel together. Like, he'd go down his lorry, I'd go Mike. He used to live in Harpenden, but I used to live in Stevenage. So meet at M25, meet at the cafe and have a cup of tea and go, head down there, and he's parked together, and because we just try and stamp authority. Like Neil was quick, he was ever so fast, and he took no shit, and I was, very similar.
The same again, yeah.
So I would sort of, take the rough and let Neil get on and get gone. But
Yeah.
if anybody sort of beat me and got to him, he would then destroy them.
It'd be his turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sounds like some fun days back in the 90s and the twos.
It was really good days.
Some top
And
drivers as well that you're
Serious.
mentioning. Do you know what I mean?
So what happened after that? 97. I can't think what happened in 97.
Go on, shout it again.
What happened?
Ban.
No, I'm probably banned again for something. And then 98. I think 98 was when we was at Swindon final. So we built a car in the closed season because I think HCD were just on the rock of change ownership. Well, I think Dibble had sort of packed up and he was signed over to I can't remember when Randall Motorsport was starting up. So Gordon Randall started Randall Motorsport and they were just on the switch then. So we built a car, built a Formula 2. I've still got it. It's in the field now, still to this day.
The first one you ever built.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then had this car and went out and raced, and it was okay, but it was just a HCD copy, just a little bit lower, just a bit wider and whatever. So we had that car, went and raced it, and come to Swindon World Final. I can't remember what I got in the semi-final. I had semi-final at Wharton or wherever it was, and I think I got a 4th or 5th, so I was quite down the pack. And there was always a bit of an argument with the guy that used to run Swindon, which was Dave Coventry, about watering the track. And Speaky had his elite then, and Bert Finnegan was a king on shale. So they said, Speaky said, "Are you going to water the track?" Halfway through the race because it's not fair. So Coventry said, "We're not going to water the track. There'd be no reason to water the track. If there's any yellow flags, we're not watering it. No problem. Not going to do nothing." Okay. Speaky got in the front. Bert was second. I was third. Just racing around, and obviously cars were dropping off like flies because obviously post and wire fence used to be like.
I've not seen the track. I've never seen the track.
Well, post and wire fence.
Yeah.
Always remember Dave McCoy went down the back straight and he come out the corner, he just sort of tagged his arse end and he hit the front end in the and it snapped the front of his car off just past the engine.
Oh.
I mean, so the yellow flags come out. So he dragged his car off. There's Dave Coventry in his tractor. Speaky's like, "You're joking me." Pulled on, started walking the track. So
Speaky started attacking him.
He's trying to stop him walking the track. So they walked the track, and obviously before that I was gaining hand over fist over Bert. I think I just nipped past Bert because I think he had to go around the back of a parked car.
Yeah.
I come back past and I was like, hell, real catch Speaky up, shocking myself, thinking, never really race shale. Catching him up, and that's when the yellows come out. Obviously then got going when the wet track, Bert come roaring past. But Speaky held his own, they kept knocking each other out wide, but I get on the inside of them both, but didn't have enough off the corner because they were wider line where it was dry.
Yeah.
So then obviously Speaky locked on, so he went wide and just roared off and gone. I chased Bert down, but just run out of laps and ended up third. but still a real good day. But it
Yeah.
just it'd have been another of them days. If it had been stayed dry, if I'd have got by Speaky again, which probably wouldn't have done.
Well, see, even though he
Didn't have a chance.
awarded it, which Speaky didn't want, Speaky still went and won it.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Speaky didn't even take the trophy.
He didn't. He
If
didn't
I
go
remember
the parade
right,
lap.
yeah,
Didn't go. So we had the parade lap. It was just me and Bert.
yeah.
Well,
So
second and
our
third.
cars on
Yeah.
the Mustang, and Speaky said, "I'm not coming out. I'm not doing it."
Why? Because David
Because
lied
they
to
went
him.
against his word, yeah.
He gave me his word, and that's naughty, innit?
That is.
So
Still won it though, didn't he?
yeah, he still. So I think
Still put them-
eventually,
still kick-
8th, 9th, 10th, 4-1.
I think the end of that meeting, I think he did do his parade lap on his own with his car,
Yeah.
which was only right to do. You just calm down. You think his dad calmed him down but you never think Speaker get high rate, would you?
No.
He's so calm and relaxed and just like
For a stock car driver like that, he's very calm and
And I
relaxed.
think that's like the only time I've ever seen him like really like lose his shit. And he calmed down. Dad calmed down. Dad calmed him down and went out. And he then went round the parade lap and then took the gold. And what was it? 19. What happened in 99? What happened in 99?
When did you go to Ireland for the first time?
Oh, Ireland. That was about that time, yeah.
Yeah.
So Gordon Randall said to me, so that's when I had my last HCD car then, and he said, to
yeah,
me,
it's
he
the
goes,
same time then.
yeah. So around that sort was around
Yeah,
that sort of time. So we went to Ireland, and Speaker said to me, he goes, "Are you coming to Ireland on Thursday?" I said, "Yeah, I'm going to come out. Gordon's going to give us a lift out there." And then Ivor Greenwood said, "If you can have this engine," it was before 99, it was about 95. So I've skipped a bit.
Right.
So I always remember this, he just reminded me of that. Gordon said to me, he goes, "Come out," and then I'll sort an engine out with Ivor Greenwood. So Ivor said to me, he goes, "If you have that engine and you win the World Final, you can keep it. So you can have the engine for the whole year. We'll rebuild it for World Final." It was 95, that's when it was. Because I remember Ringwood World Final. So anyway, had his engine. And then Gordon said to me, "There's a guy that races, do not touch him because he's like mafia," and I mean it. And Speaker says to me, "Just wherever you do, just stay away from Ian McKnight." I said, "Who the fuck's Ian McKnight?" He goes, "Mick, I'm telling you, he's mafia, just stay away from him," okay? Got on the back of him, first lap, first bend, bang, straight in. So he come up to me in the strongest Irish accent you can say and said, "You're my kind of driver, total respect, thank you." Went out and raced the next race thinking he's going to destroy his Speaker. He goes, I backed off. Speaker backed off thinking I'm coming. Looked at me and you're like, "Oh shit, I've got to turn." Because you're expecting it. Nothing. No, not a thing. Obviously, then race, and obviously, I think it gave me a lot of respect, like from a lot of people, because you take the top person out,
Yeah, of course.
people go, "Bloody hell," and I think that sort of stuck out a bit. But
If you could take them out and actually, show that you are, not take them out and then just be useless.
that
but
was like post and wire fence then. So obviously, you didn't really have to follow them in. You just have to give them a good hit,
Get 'em into a
and then when
post.
they're gone cyber, you just rub up beside them and just elbow in when they're in, and that's exactly what happened. And yeah, that happened, and that's part of the
You're coming out,
me authority. As he
All right,
went.
wasn't
And then
it?
Gordon said to me, he goes, "Hope you got enough spares, boy," because only me and Gordon went, and Gordon wasn't a mechanic, so it was
Right.
me looking after the car, and obviously Speaking beside us. So he goes, "We'll fix it." And I'm like, "We'll fix what?" He goes, "We'll fix it." And I'm thinking, went out, and obviously nothing. And obviously,
Speaky's like, "I want to go now."
but I think he had some respect with him, and obviously raced with him in the past. But I don't think he'd ever. I think Speaker looked at him thinking he's a hard nut. I'm not going to leave him.
Yeah.
But obviously, Speaker never really thought like that. But just how I thought he thought, and he just hit him out wide and race. And then I always remember saying to me, "Just leave him alone." And obviously, when someone says don't do something, well, you got to do it, yeah. Don't jump off that bridge because you hurt yourself. Just have a look, see. You just got to try, yeah. Yeah. So that was that Ringwood World Final meeting, because the first lap of the World Final, I got turned up a car, rolled over, and Ivor Greenwood was there with his arms out, so I want my engine back before the race even finished.
You're looking at it on track
Yeah. So I literally
through the fence.
So we had to take the engine out at Ringwood there and then. He took his engine home with him. Because he stuck by his word, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, yeah, that's true. That's
I
true.
thought I'll have it for the rest of the year, and that's obviously then I've had my Baines engine back in, and but we sort of didn't fall out with Bainesy, but we stopped using him because we got caught cheating. But we weren't cheating, but it was on the very edge, and I mean like within a few thou of like 6-month ban on, I think.
Yeah.
So we stopped using it for a bit. And then
Back up to 2000s now, 99 2000s.
yeah, so Bannon Poultry from Norwich, they come on board. So Paul Folger, he rang me up one night just out of the blue. He goes, "Is that Michael?" So I'm like, "Yeah," because he phoned on the work phone, obviously, which I obviously no mobile phone, just a work phone in the office. As he goes, my name's Paul Folger. I own Bannon Poultry from Norwich. You must have heard of me. I'm like, yeah. So yeah, you go, we're the biggest supplier of chickens throughout the south of England. He goes, I'd like to sponsor you. So I said, let me just get in with Dad. Just give me 2 minutes. So I went in the kitchen. Dad, there's a guy on the phone. He wants to sponsor me. Who is it? So I said, let me talk to him. So he can't press. You used to have a little monitor button on the phone. You press the monitor, and that was used to talk. He goes, can I help you? He goes, yeah, my name's Paul Folger. I own Bannon Poultry. I want to sponsor your son. I've seen what he's been doing. I'd like to have a go and come on board. So Dad said, okay, well that seems very legit. He goes, what do you want to do? He goes, well, what do you want? So me being me, he says, well, I want a 1300. I want a new 2-litre car. Okay, get them ordered then. Who do you want to order them from? So whoever. So I had both from HCD, just at the end of their time. So I had a 1300, had that all complete, ready to go on the button, and a brand new 2-litre on the button, ready to go. And I raced them for the next few years. Had really good success. Won the British at second time at Swaffham. And he then, Paul Folger, he was very big into hot rods. So he used to sponsor Steve Skidmore, Peg Leg, as we call him. And he used to all he wanted to do was have hot rods at Swaffham, but the track was so uneven and like concrete, really rough, like proper rough track. They said we could never have hot rods here because there's no outside line. So Paul Folger then paid for the track to be tarmacked. So the whole track tarmacked for hot rods race there. So we then had that. So then obviously it gets onto a bit of hot rod thing. So that was like the sort of 2000s. And then Paul Folger said to me, he goes, why do you ever go on a hot rod? So I don't want to go on a hot rod.
Have you seen me in a stock car? I don't want to go to hot rods.
I think we can get you in a hot rod. So a guy local, Mark Tricky, says to me, he goes, you have a go in my car. He goes, it's in bits, but if you put it back together, you can race it. So fair enough to Tricky. He says to me, he goes, if you want to have a go. So his car, so we went and picked his car, we took it back to Stevenage, where we used to live, and said, it was Stevenage, yeah, so that would have been that 2000. You put it together, you race it. So we had the car, put it all together, went to Wimbledon, started at the side of the back, got, I don't know, 12th, just stayed out of trouble, because obviously, it's a 20 grand car, obviously at that time it was a lot of money.
That's not your car either, is it?
And it's fiberglass. Wow. And they don't bend, they break, don't they?
They snap. So
I stood behind, just got out of the way. I always remember racing with Michelle Randall. Obviously, I just remember coming out the corner, and obviously I'd run her up the fence, and I remember her dad come up to me and poking his finger in my face. I think I'll just go away, just not really interested. Oh, you stock car boys come over here, fucking ruin our fun, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. And then I somehow qualified pole for the best in Britain. Don't know how.
Hey?
But I think because I was like a white top.
Yeah.
And I got points being a white top, starting at the back. Graham Brown said to me, he goes, you start at the front. Okay. So I started at the front, and I think like the red tops were sort of row 3 and row 4, and there was a few yellows and blues. Guy from Scotland, 844, Billy Bonner, he was thinking beside me. So it was me, Pole, then him, and I think there was another red top, then Skidmore. So I got going at the start. I don't know, about 4 or 5 laps in. Somehow, I don't know how, but I went in the corner, steering wheel come off. So I'm like,
not in one of them.
Shit. So I've just literally braked, and lucky enough, it's turned right. So I pulled the centre green, got steering wheel, tagged it back on, then went round the inside and got going again. In about 5th or 6th place, and I caught up quite a lot of cars. Went around the outside of a few cars, shit myself doing it, because you're like, you ting, 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 all the posts.
Oh, mate.
And then I got up behind Steve Skidmore, and obviously I was just giving a little bump here and there, bump, because I couldn't get past him, because when you go to the outside and run up the fence, obviously there's no room to do it. I didn't know what to do. So I used to go in like really wide and try and come out tight, come underneath him. Go well, because he didn't come up out the inside, he used to block me.
Yeah.
So I come next bit, I thought, you block me once more, there's going to be a problem. So he blocked me, fucking punted him straight on, up the inside of him. And obviously he then turned into me, I got going, come up with another car, and there was a yellow flag out. So the yellow flags are out, and I think Skidmore come back, but I think I finished like 5th or 6th, and he was behind me. And then at the end of the race, he come past me and then turned into me after the flag. I thought, why? So obviously he stopped, so I just literally bumped up my arse. Well, Skidmore used to make all the panels, so all his panels were like harder than anybody else's. So he drove forward and reversed up and reversed straight into me. I'm like, ooh, and that fucked all the front. So all the front was all hanging. Mark Tricky, I'll come off the pits and into the pits. Mark Tricky said, don't worry about it, we'll fix it. Okay. So then Skipmore come up to us and he waffled so because couldn't understand what he was saying because he sounded like them Norfolk boys. You know what they talk? They ain't got a clue what they're saying, have you? So you just have to just sort of turn off what they're on about and just okay, boys, whatever. So it was like waffle on so, and then Darren Innocent was. It was like one of my guys who raced Formula 2s with and Superstox with the Gary Chisholm, John Mickle, Glenn, all that. And he come up and I think they pretty much wanted to start fighting. And obviously I was like Harry's, his sort of side. It wasn't very big, and I backed off because I wasn't into to physical violence or anything like that. And then got told by Graham Brown, who was in charge of the hot rods, I was banned for life from Spedeworth. That was it.
He reversed into you.
Exactly. But because I punted him, you can't hit Steve Skipmore. He's not allowed.
Oh right.
So
well, there you go. You shouldn't have done it, should you?
So that happened. So I was then no more hot rods. You know, and obviously Steve's Paul Folger, who's like Ballon Poultry guy, I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was great.
Oh right. So you didn't get annoyed.
No, I didn't get in trouble. So I still kept responsive for the next couple of years.
That'd have been annoying, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So then that obviously stopped. That was in the winter of like 2000, whatever it was. And then we then moved into like the new era of Formula 2s, which is like what Speaky had, which is like the elite cars from Terry George. Mm-hmm. So Chris Roots had one, Nick Smith had one, and Speaky had one. So I was the next one to have one. So Dad said, we're going to get these cars because they're the cars to have.
Well, as soon as they come out in them, they would.
Yeah, well, Speaky had one for like a year before anybody else.
Right.
So we had these cars, and then we went out and bought a car, bought a brand new one, had it raced, all Ballon Poultry signed up, and they look nuts.
He sorted it out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then raced this car, and then we went to the Christmas meeting in 2001 probably. And but this time of year, freezing cold, Northampton. And the car, when I had the car built, I went for a seat fin, and it fitted me fine. So I got in it, and I felt like I was fine. But for some unknown reason, I mean, how old was I in 2000? 23? And then got in the car and I just felt like I was like sat so far forward. My head was on the roof because I had a seat film, no helmet on. I just didn't really think. So obviously sat in the car. Obviously my head was on the roof. So we raced, but I was racing like that. And I was really uncomfortable, but the car was quick. It didn't matter how uncomfortable you just raced, didn't you? And I was like really uncomfortable, but just still like real fast. Like, I didn't win, but you could just know you could. You
know when you got the car beneath you. Yeah.
And then obviously got the car all changed when we come back for the start of the year. And then from that 2001 onwards, come alive. So my elite days, like Terry George, he took me to speakers level, and I got real good. And then 2003, 2004, I think 2004 we then went from elite. We went to elite, sold out to a guy up north called Mark Wareham. Yeah. So he bought all the elite jigs and everything, and he started building the cars. We had a car from him, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't a Terry car. So even though it's the same jig, but the knowledge from Terry George, he didn't. Obviously, you can't sell knowledge.
No, of course.
So we didn't do that good at it. So then gave it to Polly. Said to David Polly, got this car, but it just won't go, one handle. Okay, so he had it, got it going about right. So he then sort of thought we'll have a Polly car. Well, I didn't. I went to Dad's Kitson. So Dad's then built me a car. And this was like 2004, 2005 season. Had that car, and it was nuts. It was the best car I'd ever had. I just won. I think I won every final.
Was that when Daz was in winning?
Yeah. I think I won like every final. I was at Arena. I probably won if there's 11 races, 11 finals or meetings at Northampton, I won 10 of them. The car was absolutely unreal. We ended up calling it the Old Faithful car. Yeah. Even though we had like an HCD, we called it Old Faithful as well. But it was a very, very similar. For
that era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was brilliant. And then we had, what do you have after that? You make me really think now, don't you?
You stayed with DK until the end in F2s.
We had 2 or 3 DKs.
Well, if you're winning like that, you're not going to go many other places, are you? Unless something else new comes about.
I think we had 3 DK cars. We had the square one, which is like the old-fashioned one.
Was this still just mainly tarmac? You wasn't?
No, didn't really do shell.
No, right.
Then obviously we stayed with Daz and obviously had that car, and then we sold that to Gavin Fagan from Ireland. Yeah. He had that, and then he went away. He done quite well on that. And then Daz built me another car, but the next car he built wasn't so good. I don't know why. Even though they're exactly the same, but I just never really sort of set off of it. It was just average. You'd be racing like Speaky and Bill again, and they would just tap you wide. I never got an opportunity to get them.
They had the edge.
So far in front, without taking yourself out.
Is that other people though getting better? or is it? You know, sometimes you think it's you, but really everyone else has caught up to you.
I don't know, but Daz was it. That's when Daz was in his heyday, when he was winning. He won like 2 World Finals on the bounce.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was then. So obviously, fair enough. Daz is concentrating. He's more racing to sell his own cars more than what he was with helping me
With customers,
which was-
yeah.
RCE came out then as well around that time.
Yeah, that's when RCE come out.
What's that? Late 2000s.
Was it 05,
Yeah.
04, 05?
Right. Yeah.
And then Dave Richardson said to me at Northampton, because Chad Harris had one of the first cars, which was like an RCE, but it was his own car. So that Chad Harris and RCE got together and built this car. And Dave said to me, he goes, "Do you want one?" And I said, "No." He goes, I want you to have a go in my car. I said, "I don't want to have a go in your car. I've got a Kitson car. I'm loyal with Daz."
I'm with Daz. Yeah. Yeah.
He goes, "If you want it, it's here for you to have a go." And I said, "I never did." And then Gordon Moody turned up. Gordon, from then onwards, Gordon's had one. And look what he's done.
I know. Yeah.
So I wouldn't say it was the wrong move, but
I don't think you'd have been any good in an RCE because they
racing cars.
turned into racing cars. Then I think like I'm real stuck like race cars like F2s, but I think with his driving style, the Kitsons were
you need to say a
strong.
bit more robust.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah,
they was
where-
not.
They were just fast, low, wide, nice looking things, but
Daz's
it's suitable
Daz's
to
car,
him.
Like,
It
obviously,
wouldn't finish your meeting.
Nah. Wishbones and all sorts
Yeah.
every week, wasn't it?
obviously Daz's cars like, we're a bit more robust, and obviously they wouldn't say they're the quickest cars, but you can make them quick.
And the thing is, if they're finishing the meetings,
Exactly.
that's better
Well,
than having
this
something
was-
that's faster but don't finish a
In
meeting.
the early 2000s also were the time when tyre softener come in F2s. Where Speaky had been on tyre softener for 3 years before, or maybe 4 years before we even knew about it. So
Right.
obviously we come. Obviously, Daz Kitson got well into the tyre softener. He used to get his tyre softener made him up Huddersfield, and then
But
obviously-
it weren't illegal then.
no, it was
No.
legal.
It was legal.
So Daz's obviously help was his cars weren't the quickest there and then compared to the RCEs and the elites, but tyre softener made them the quickest. So if you prep your tyres right, race with Barry Golding, he got on the game as well, but he had an elite.
Yeah.
No, Bingley car. Sorry, Bingley. I think Darren Bingley built his cars. He had elite, and then he had the Bingley car. And then obviously it was so between us. So then like the new people had come along. So like Batten weren't so much there. He was still there and thereabouts, but obviously not playing the part as big as what, Speaky, myself, Barry Golding, Tim Farrell was up there.
Batten had a big break though, didn't he? Didn't Batten have a big break?
No, not while I was racing.
I thought he did.
Yeah.
It might have been before then, and then
Yeah. And then obviously the tyre stuff obviously come in, and then we done real well. Birmingham used to have the Central League finals. Always used to come first or second to me or Golding. Mm-hmm. It used to be the best meetings ever. And we fell out with Golding one couple of meetings, obviously, because he stuck me and I stuck him. And he was one of them guys that never backed down. Obviously, me being me, do you want to back
You
down?
two just clashing
Let's
heads,
bring
yeah.
it on. And I always remember we had like a couple of races, and I think he took me out one night, and it was a wet night. And he took me out, and then he had a dive, but missed, and put himself on the fence, and then rolled back just behind a puddle. And there'd be a real big puddle on the pit bend at Twasnam. So I think I went on, won the race, come around, fucking fall sideways, see him in the puddle. I thought, we'll come around again. Come around again, swerved in, straight through the puddle, absolutely drowned him. Oh, sorry, Baz. I come around again, and I thought, should I do it again? Fuck it, why not? Do it again. You can see him as he wiped his visor, I'll come through again. Because then we come up after that. I think he then done me at another race at a meeting. And then we went to a skeggy, and I took my old Kitson car with me. Just took that one. And I think him and his dad see that, and I bet he thought, oh, shit. So
If you're bringing out the old,
yeah.
the old robust one, it's
we went
happening.
out racing as normal, and I think he gave me a right good hit, and I was a way good far back, like way too far to have a dive. But for some reason, he went in the corner ever so deep, like really deep, and then he come out by the pit gate. Well, I've come across the track, see him, and just turn right. And I've hit him straight in the front wheel and stopped him dead on the pit gate at Skeg, the old pit gate.
Yeah.
If you're coming out turn 2 or turn 4. Well, we went up to him and said, look, we've got to stop this because it's costing you money, it's costing me money. We shook hands there and then and never had a crossword. So, it just took someone to stop.
Yeah.
But if it didn't stop, you'd still be doing it. If he'd raced now, we'd still be doing it.
He's exactly like you though, and it's just
Never give up.
not going to give up. It
No.
did need something like that to just go right. Let's just leave it there.
Yeah.
We both proved that we're going to smash each
We've
other
just
up.
cost ourselves money. And my dad said, he goes, well, just go and speak to Dave and Barry and just say, just enough's enough. And I remember going up to his mum, Sue, bless her, she said, don't fucking start that shit round here. Because she used to have the most distinctive voice ever. And obviously,
That was a good accent, wasn't it?
yeah, well, that's exactly how they talk. And then Barry shook my hand and Dave shook my hand. And, you know, from then on, we wouldn't say we teamed together, but we had so much respect for each other.
Yeah, you just end up racing with each other.
Yeah.
You know, when it needs to, you get rid of each other, but nothing stupid. Yeah.
And then obviously, then we had, Daz then built me a car because it was Arena World Final for 2007 season. So we had this car, we had it all painted up like in the same as Transporter, so the colours of the Transporter, all nice and, you know, all the checkers on the orange
That's how
lines.
I remembered your cars.
Yeah, that's how it was,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So we had that built like that. And then obviously we do all the arenas, and then had a right good sort of, you know, I think we won first time out, won heat and final arena first time out, which was like 6th, 7th national, a real good meeting. And then the next meeting we went out, and I remember racing with one of Daz used to have some hire cars. I was racing around, I think there was Daz, as a qualified, Daz, Chris Bradbury, myself, Barry Golding, Ian Thompson Jr., I think Moody might have been down, was all in a line. Like, and it was like right close race. So whoever was at the back hit them all wide, and then the net had come through, just kept going like that. Well, it cut like that, and then we come up behind this back marker.
Oh no.
And this back marker was one of Daz's hire cars. And I think Golding or Bradders had hit him well wide, and he'd just come out the corner and conked out. So as he come out the corner, it stopped. Well, obviously, they've all come out the corner. They've obviously hit me, so I've gone out wide. And when they come by, they're coming by here. So you're looking, you think, I'm going to have it. And as you're looking like that, it's parked car. And it was Mark Kiff in Daz's hire car. I've hit it absolute full chat. And I mean, the car's just gone, it's proper knackered.
Oh.
So obviously said to Daz about it. I said, look, this car is bent from the roll cage forward. So it's gone up and over and engine has split. It was knackered. I said, what do you recommend? He goes, it's all right, kid. I'll sort it. So he took the car home. We took his car home. He took my car home. Anyway, so he had my car and he re-chassis it for me. Put a chassis underneath it. Chargers obviously accordingly. Put a new chassis under it. Went out and carried on racing. And the season was getting better and better and better. So I was winning more at Birmingham, Northampton, Hennigsford arena. And then come to World Final. I think I got, where was I? Our semi-final was at Buxton. Is it Buxton? No, Mildenhall. I can't remember where it was. It might be Mildenhall. And then I've never really done no shale. And the first Mildenhall shale semi I ever done years ago, I ended up in the fence with James Moody, Gordon's dad. Yeah. So obviously, I thought the next Mildenhall semi, I'm going to have no trouble. So I'm going to have loads of trouble. So I got going, somehow finished second. And James Thacker won it, and I was second. And I was
what car was you in? It was one of Daz's?
I was in my old, Daz's car, my old one. So the first one that Daz built for me. Raced that, and obviously it was a dry meeting, but it was a nice. Mildenhall used to be lovely and smooth. Finished second, so James won, I was second. I think Daz was third. Anyway, so they put me second round inside World Final. So Mark Simpson was pole because he won a semi. What's his name? James Thacker was on the outside. So got going in the World Final, 2007, and obviously I was like, Gordon was like one of the favourites because he didn't qualify. He was starting in the back. Yeah. So Gordon, me, and Mark Simpson and James Thacker were very, very close on lap times arena. So it's one of us four if we get away. So I got going at the start, and obviously the yellow flag. I think Ian Tomo took some people out and big crash. Anyway, got going. Obviously, Mark Simpson's in front, and then Bradders give me a right hit wide and come by me, which I was really shocked because Bradders was running quick, really in the wet with his Hickman car. Right. So somehow he got by me. I got back by him like cleanly, and then he came out the corner, and he was on the inside of me, and I took the biggest dare ever. I turned him up against the wall, thinking because it's a massive high curb arena, thinking he'll go up on two wheels, he'll go on hard camber. But he hit the wasp out and damaged his front suspension. I carried on going. So he was one out, so I thought that's one gone. Then I caught James Thacker wide, and I gave him a good hit, and he just went out wide and couldn't get back on me. Then there was Mark Simpson, and I thought I didn't know how to play Mark because I didn't really have a lot of dinners with him because he raced mainly shale. Yeah. Come up behind him, and obviously I just sat behind for a little while, see where I was quicker. And I was a lot quicker, going in. And then middle of the bend, but he was quicker coming out. So I just held it right out wide as long as I could, hit him on the outside back corner, sent him right sideways. And as I went by him, I just sort of clipped his front wheel, turned him away, and I was gone. So World Final, I won by half a lap. So just pulled away, and then James Thacker, I think, challenged Mark for second. I think James was second, Mark was third.
Did Toon shoot? Did Toon shoot? No, it was not him.
So that's the most calculated I think I've ever heard you in this last 45 minutes or whatever we've been talking. That is the most calculated I've heard him, and it actually works.
It took me 15 years to realise how it works. So yeah,
actually, if I actually calm down and calculate these moves a little bit, knowing that he's on shale, so I'm going to catch him anyway.
Yeah.
He's a shale boy, and you don't go annihilating everyone, and you actually ended up winning.
yeah. But that was the days when the tyre softener was obviously big into it, but they banned the tyre softener. They'd banned it.
Is that just everyone taking
no,
the mick?
it wasn't banned. You was allowed it, but you had to have a geometer reading. So you have like a little geometer, and it had to be read 40 or over. If you read under 40, you was done for. So obviously we stopped. So we couldn't do no donuts, no burnouts, no nothing, because obviously the hotter your tyres are, the more sticky they are. So you literally you go around the outside of the track, picking all as much shit up as you can, trying to cool your tyres down. So you come to the wash stand, stop, and obviously check the tyres. And obviously the last tyre, I think it was about 41. Inside back was 41. So it was just in. Everybody was just in, but you learn throughout the season, because they banned it at the start of that season. So you learn up to like the August.
How much
September.
you could take the mick with it, yeah.
So I then got that obviously done, and then won the world final. And then the following meeting, my first time as a gold top was racing at Birmingham, and the guy who used to run Birmingham, what was his name? What's the guy's Birmingham? Philip Bond. He said we could be presenting me with a crystal bowl, a lovely crystal bowl with your name on it. He goes, you didn't get to do no donuts well final, did you? I said, no. He goes, set yourself going in. Well, I must have done fucking 50, wasn't I? No, obviously then went out the heat and done nothing, because all my tyres were fucking knackered, weren't they?
Absolute cream crackered.
And then, the end of that season had a blinding season. Won most of the races at Gold Top. And then there was the British at
Mildenhall. Following year.
Was it the following year?
Yeah, 08, yeah.
Yeah, so I then went to take my car to Mildenhall, and my dad said, "You're not racing that car on shale. You're not racing."
The one that you've been winning everything in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they're also a lot closer back then, to shale and tarmac, yeah.
Obviously, with Random Motorsport, being a very good friends of ours, with Gordon Randall, Tom Smart, Michelle, Tom said, he goes, "Let me see what I can sort out for you." He goes, "We can't have you not race at Mildenhall, being a world champion as a British."
Yeah.
Okay, so got to the British. Tom goes, "I've got your car." Says, "Who, guys?" He goes, "I've got your car." Okay. So he goes, "It's Mark Simpson's." Mark Simpson was the top man on shale. So Mark goes, "Here's your car." I was very similar size. He's a little bit bigger than me, but obviously fat and fit in the car, perfect. Got in the car, absolutely perfect. Then I thought, what car's he racing? So Mark then raced his tarmac car on shale, gave me his shale car, which I was like, I can't really believe it. I was just really grateful and said thank you very much. Didn't pay him, nothing. Didn't have to pay nothing. So went out in the heat. I think I got 10th, 11th. It started to rain, and obviously me and wet shale, from years ago.
You're not used to it anyway, compared to the other boys.
So then obviously I think I started 10th row outside for the British. I mean, Gordon Moody, I think he was on a pole, and then there was a couple of others down the front, and they were going around. And obviously the more the race got on, you couldn't see where you were, because you was on your second set of roll-offs. You couldn't see anything. So you was driving with your hand, looking at your fingers.
You couldn't tell who was who.
It's one of them ones. It's one of them ones.
Yeah.
Oh, they're the worst.
So but you sort of had an inkling where you are, but didn't know if you was winning. So I come up to like Washington, come up behind like Gordon Moody. He's got an outside front puncher. So me being me, fucking dunk, give him a dick out wide. He went out wide at the fence, got an outside back punch too. So he's got two punches. So I looked out the mirror, because you could see the mirror, because the mirror was obviously clean because he's facing you. Nothing behind me. So I carried on. And obviously roll off stuck again, so you obviously can't see nothing where you're going. And the flag dropped to me, and I thought,
no.
Can't have done.
No.
And then obviously stopped. Car was absolutely boiling its tits off. Mark Simpson, I don't think he was in the race. He came out and obviously shook me. I goes, "Well done, mate. Well, you done it." I'm like, "Done what?" And I didn't honestly know. Got out and I'd won. Had no idea. And then got out. That's obviously, I've got a picture of him, and he was like smaller than Harry.
Yeah.
And then Zoe.
Did Gordon get second?
Gordon was second.
Gordon punches.
Gordon had 3 punches by the end of the race.
Yeah.
I think his right front was the only tyre that weren't flat.
No, the right front was the first one flat.
Was it his left? I can't remember.
But yeah, 3 punches.
I was
Still
only
finished
young,
second.
but yeah. And
That's how you know how bad them conditions were.
Yeah.
And I think there was about 5 cars finished, and I think second, third, fourth, and fifth were about 2 laps down.
So you must have known, or did you? Because you really couldn't see anything.
No, because you really don't. You can't see who's who.
No, yeah.
It's only
but you just realise you're going forward.
When you could tell the back of the cars, obviously you could tell Gordon's car, because it was the expert Finnegan car. You could tell that what it was, and obviously when I caught him, I thought, oh, he's got a puncher. He must be a lap down.
Yeah.
But he was second at the time. Obviously, he was winning. Obviously, when I dogged him wide, he went past.
Wow.
And And what else happened?
He's not a shale boy though, is he?
No,
You know what I mean?
no, not shale. Not in Formula 2s. And then I think we then sort of got our ears open and thought, well, we'll have a go. So we took the tarmac car on shale at King's Lynn.
Yeah.
And it was a right dry evening, like sort of September night, lovely, real nice. Dad was against it, he didn't want to get shale in his lorry because he was adamant not getting shit in the lorry. Went to King's, never got 4th, 5th and heat, and it was a nice dry night. Obviously, I think Mark Triggy said to me, just try and sit on the groove. So where the dirt changes colour, sit the outside back on it, and you just take yourself round. I won the final, didn't I? You know, and I thought, canal, and that was.
The shale was easy. What were them boys on about?
I didn't do much more shale after that. That was
Oh,
my
you didn't
last.
bother?
No.
Was your dad upset too much?
He wasn't very happy, but no, I just stopped doing the shale on with Formula 2s, and then what year was that? So that would have been 08, 09, something like that. And then 2010, we had quite a good year with the Kitson car. So we had that black Kitson car, which was like the world final car we had, that sponsored, very kindly bought for me for winning the world final. So we had this car. I went to Ireland. Was that one?
Yeah, I think it was.
Went to Ireland, and it was the Irish Championship. So we've done the Ireland race round as normal. Went to Nuts Corner, blew the engine up, blew it to bits. And that was the first night, and then the second night was obviously Ballymena. So I thought, oh well, we're done now. So
You don't have spare engine.
no. So Ian Thompson, his dad, who used to be the promoters at Nuts Corner, said, I've got an engine here. It's an old red line. It might be all right. Try it and see. You want to put it in, so we'll take all the auxiliaries off, so the inlet manifold, the distributor, all the bits off it, and the belt drives out. Put it on that engine. He goes, if you want to try it, try it. So we just drained the oil out, put the oil in it, put new filter on it. Just got it going. It'd be like 2 days of like preparing before the next meet, because it used to be like a midweek.
Right.
It'd be like a Wednesday, a Friday, and a Sunday.
Yeah, yeah.
So obviously went to Ballymena with the engine in. Went out practice, and it felt all right. And obviously the top guy then was Graham Fagan, 998. He had a Kitson car, same as what I had.
Yeah.
So I went out with him, and it used to be a real bad tyre wearing track. So you need like real good tyres all the time, because the tyre stuff was just sort of phasing out, but you allowed a bit of it. You had to sort of, I'll go into that in a minute about tyres. And then went out, and obviously won the first heat, thinking bit of luck, and then Graham was behind me. Won the next heat, thinking, okay, hell. So that put me pole for the Irish.
So the engine was all right then.
Yeah, engine mint, and never looked back. Got going at the start, gone. Won the Irish Championship. So that was the year when I looked to going into F1s. But I didn't go to F1s because I just won the Irish. So I won like I think I won the British, the European, World Fight, all that in like space of like a few years in Formula 2s. Didn't really want to leave. So
because you finally, after all these years, you finally got success more than just once in the blue
very
moon.
end of my F2 career.
It ended up coming. Do I do it? Do I not?
Yeah.
I'm at the top, winning championships all the time now. Well, like once a year or whatever, big ones.
Yeah. So then we looked into it, and obviously we used to have a Northampton like a market. We used to do like a bring and buy sale. So you take all your unwanted racing bits and then take it to Northampton, and then you sell it. Well, people knowing I was packing up, because I did mention about going to F1s, and obviously I didn't then announce I'm going to F1s that year. I took all my F2 stuff. So I mean, I had a lot. I had 3 cars.
Well, that's a long time.
Engines.
You
diffs.
get a lot of stuff.
Well, when we went there, me and my dad went in the pickup and trailer. So we had 1 car in the back, 1 on the trailer, and I think we had 1 car here we sold there without even looking at it. I think we made £30,000 in minis. In Formula 2s.
F2 stuff, yeah.
And Andrew Smith, obviously, him and Cecil.
Yeah.
It was Andrew's number 1 mechanic, so we built a car. So that closed season then built us a car, and obviously my money I had from Formula 2s paid for F1. Bought an engine for America.
Mm-hmm. But you had speaking to Anne and having a car built by Andrew. He's telling you this is what you need to get. This is what you need to get.
Oh, we just said like, what him and Seth. We said, what do we need?
Yeah, and
that's not what we need.
They're telling you.
Alan Finnegan and Bert Finnegan had this engine that they had where Stewart raced when he had F1s.
Yeah.
From a guy in New York called Scott Shaffroth, which is a guy that builds like engines. He said, well, there's the engine I've had, and it's been brand new. So Dad being very good friends with Finnegans, which we still are today. I recommend you have one of them. So we didn't know where to go. Andrew said about going to his guy in Dallas, but we didn't want to do that. So I went to this guy in New York, had this engine, and it was too powerful.
His engine was too powerful.
Yeah. We obviously put it in. I think the first meeting I'd done was a Birmingham. So I'd done the Birmingham, had a run round. I always remember hitting this car up there. I think Stuart Smith hit me and I hit Lee Fairhurst, and I thought my chest, my heart was going to make my chest, because obviously the hits in them compared to a Formula 2, they are like...
Well, they're double the weight, aren't they?
It's like it's such a thump, you don't expect it. And I thought, oh, bloody hell. And I said to Stuart, I said, what's the big hits for? He goes, big hit, I'd give you a big hit. I said, that heat? He goes, just tapped it away, Mick. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. But obviously that made me sort of look back thinking, fucking hell, the poor old boys I've been hitting, I know what it feels like.
Yeah. And
then obviously that was like me starting my F1 career, and then we carried on and went into F1s, and then about the 4th, 5th meet was the European at Northampton. So went to Northampton, it was one of them days we didn't know if to be wet or dry. So we thought, no, we'll just go out on dries. So I went out on dries, and just as I pulled out on track, I think Craig Finnegan said to me, he goes, it's going to be wet, Mick, it's going to be wet. So I pulled back off track, backed up, and I went and looked for that smallest inside back tyre I could have. We used to have rally tyres inside back.
Yeah.
So I put it on. I can't remember what tyre it was, put it on, didn't measure it, just put it on. Tready tyre, be fine for the wet. Went out, won the European in the funds. And obviously from then onwards, it's like, I can't believe it. It was just like, I couldn't believe it. And then...
Well, people spend their whole bloody life trying to win it, and you've gone and put a random tyre on.
Andrew said to me, because I remember him saying, he goes, I can't believe you've been here in 5 minutes, you've gone out and won the European. I goes, I've tried 10 or 15 times, and I never won, because Frankie's always beaten to it, or Stuart's beaten to it, or whoever it was.
Yeah.
Just never had, so for me to go out and win the European was like...
In his car?
Yeah. Was always
you
like
got his European.
A bit of a rub in the face for him, but Andrew sort of said, I've won 5 world finals, I've done it well, so I've got nothing against, but that was my claim to fame, me being European.
In his car?
Yeah. So, and then the world final that year was Northampton as well.
Oh, so you had the European and the world in the same, because European's there every year no matter what, isn't it?
So the world final was there, so that's when, what year was that?
2012.
Yeah, 2012. Yeah, so was that my first world final? Yeah. But the semi-final that I drew there was one at Skeg,
Bellevue,
and one at Bellevue.
Oh.
And Bellevue, obviously.
And you hadn't touched shale by this point? No.
Only a quick go in a car years ago. I got to go in Craig Finnegan's car at the Coventry World Final in about 99, 2000.
Right,
so I had no experience on
definitely
shale
not.
F1, obviously, because 700 horsepower compared to 150 is a bit of difference, So I thought, shall I? And Dad said, you're not taking that car on shale. There's no way you're taking that car on shale. I thought, I'll just pull out on track and I'll do the Consolation semi-final, which used to be the first race at
the world final, yeah.
But
you have to do the semi to be able to.
You have to just be on track, do the rolling lap, do a lap, and pull off. That's what you could have done. But
so when I won the European, I think I won the World Masters as well. I won the International Cup, which is the race after. I went up on the box and I pleaded to people, please let me borrow a car. If someone's out there, he goes, just let me borrow a car. I was just full on deaf ears, isn't it? Spectators just laughed at me. It's fair enough, is what it is, isn't it? So we didn't do well final. So I was the quickest on the day, but didn't do it. And then obviously went out, won the World Masters, which is even more salt in the wound because, Paul Harrison won that World Final. If I'd have been in it, if I'd have got anywhere at Bellevue, but I might have crashed. If I'd have borrowed a car. Yeah,
you might have been last anyway.
This is when Andrew had his shale car. So I said to Andrew, goes, and my dad said, how much to hire a car? He goes, I'm not hiring it. He goes, you can buy it. Dad goes, I can't afford it. It'll be fortunes. We can't afford that car. Well, you can buy it, and then you can pay me now, and then you can have it at the end of the year. I'm not doing that. So obviously just didn't do that. So missed the world final. They obviously won that won a few other races like Birmingham, Hendersford, just throughout the year.
He was always straight away up there.
Always done real good. Yeah. So the car that Andrew built was exceptional. Him and Cecil, hats off. They were absolutely brilliant. Helped me so much with tyres and prep and whatever.
Yeah, so they would have been telling you, helping you along the way when you bought it. But that's the sort of thing you buy into their infrastructure.
Yeah, you're trying to buy their. You are sort of trying to buy their knowledge. But obviously, they're not going to tell you everything.
No, but it's better than starting with nothing, buying a second-hand car from someone else and
saying, "There you go,"
and being like, "Andy, can you help me?" I'm like, "Well, no. If you bought my car, I would have helped you."
Yeah. And obviously, Andy. Then obviously, that's the year he did pack up.
Yeah.
So he packed up at the end of that year, and obviously, his shale car come up for sale. So he put it up for sale. And then we sort of said to him, what sort of price are you going for the shale car? So he told us, and Dad looked at me and he goes, we can't afford it. I said, I want to race shale. He said, I want to race shale. He goes, we're not racing shale, we can't afford it. So then we looked at, Mark Peters had a car, which was...
sister car, wasn't it?
Sister car to Andrew, Andrew's first car he built.
Right.
But Murray Harrison had it. So he had it, and obviously said to Murray, but he goes, "No, I'm keeping it. This is my car. I'm not selling it. It's not for sale." Because Mark Peter sold it to Murray. I think he sold it, or he borrowed it, or used it, and then obviously it wasn't for sale. So we then went back to Andrew and said, "Look, we've got to do a deal on this car." So he goes, "You can have the car, no spares, at this price that we could afford." Okay. So we bought the car, no spares. I think we had a spare axle. I think the axle is still here. It was a red front axle, and I've still got it spare, and I've never used it. Spare front axle for that car. Never used it. And I think that's about all we had. And then we went out on Shale and went to the King's Inn the following year in March. Murray was blue top, and there was like Newson and Frank, and the very first meeting of the year wasn't loads of cars there.
No, it never is it?
So I bought Andrew's car, obviously all set up, ready to go. He raced at the last Bellevue, the meeting before that last year. Went out, won all three, both heats and final. So I'm like, oh God, I like this show.
I don't mind the show.
So then we had like our sponsors, sort of sponsors come in and helped out, like DS Construction, Dave. He still sponsors Charlie and Harry to today. So massive hats off to them. And
is that because they see you do well straight away?
Yeah, so they sort of come on board, helped us out, and went on from there. So obviously then went to Coventry. I think I won my heat at Coventry, and then took out the final, whatever it was, and then the following week went to Bellevue. It just got better and better and better on Shale and what I did on tarmac.
Was Andrew helping you still?
Or was he was pointing me in the right direction.
Yeah.
But it wasn't mechanical or nothing. Just sort of,
a phone call away or whatever. Yeah.
And then he'd sort of say, what to do here for Bellevue. Just put some stagger in it and take some weight out. Do that on, run this. So I'd done what he sort of said, which worked really well. And then what happened after that? And then obviously we then had the tarmac car what he had, but he was just started to get friends with a new guy on the scene. Well, he wasn't new to me, Tom Harris. So I got a chat with Tom, and I got real friendly with him. Spent Christmas, went to America with him, or went to America, met him there, had spent time with him.
Yeah.
And then Tom goes, "Mark Allen's got a car for sale, one of my cars. Why don't you sell yours and have this car?" Goes, "I guarantee you'll be better." Okay. So
it's a bold statement.
Didn't ask you, just got it sold. So sold it and bought the Mark Allen car, complete. I think I sold my car, kept the engine, bought the Mark Allen car for the same money as I got for my car rolling. So obviously I was well quizzed, so I couldn't really say no.
So this is obviously before Tom was as high as he is now.
So Tom had just had that silver, the first silver car.
So when he built the silver one that was rapid.
Yeah, real fast. So I sold my spiffy car then. Well, he had that one. So he carried on running that. So I then bought this one off Tom that he built for one of the very early ones he built for Mark Allen. Had that and got real friends with him and just started racing with it and started doing real well, especially in the wet. Wet or tricky, very, very good. And then Tom obviously got a bit better and we just sort of lost a bit of contact with him and just sort of faded away really and just kept trying to keep up with it. But my tarmac fell off, but my Shale was like still
always, yeah.
So Shale race was still brilliant, but tarmac was just sort of.
Why is that? Why? Considering you're a tarmac man through and through, really.
I don't know, just times change, cars change, handling change, tracks change, everything's changed. We went from what's the tires we used to use? Murray's
Goodyear.
We went from Goodyear to American Racer. Well, when that hit, it just did change cars a little bit. Yeah. And I couldn't adapt to it on tarmac. I still can't adapt to these days of him driving. So, that's where we struggle a little bit. So, and then we sort of went off the tarmac, and I said, Shale just stay as it was. We've done real well with the Shale.
So you wasn't bothering with tarmac as much?
We was doing a bit, but just not as much. So, the Buxers would be on, and like the Hennisfords, we just wouldn't go to.
If you're not enjoying it, it's hard, isn't it?
No.
If you know you're rapid on Shale and tarmac's falling off a little bit. So the amount of time of prep you got to put into these cars.
And then obviously, he was just starting minis. So Charlie was just starting minis then, about that time. So I couldn't really, I sort of backed up a bit to try and push him up into the minis.
Well, there you go.
Even though I hated minis, absolutely hated them.
The thing is, if you're putting time into Charlie as well, it's automatically going to take time away from yours, whether you think it is or not. You're always going to have Charlie in the back of your mind.
Yeah. So we got rid of the tarmac car. We sold that car, and then obviously we just carried on with the Shale. And then when we sold my car, obviously he was coming up 15, and Jordan Fording had a car for sale, complete ready to go. The same thing. I took the engine out of this car that I had, this Tom car, sold it to who I sold it to.
What, the car?
Dutchman, wasn't it?
Gert Elzinger it was.
Gert Ilzinger from Holland. He bought the car. Come here, picked it up, picked all the time that car, all the wheels, tyres, spares, everything, took the whole lot away. And then the money I got for that, I then bought Jordan Fording's old car, Peter Fording car.
Yeah.
So one Christmas we walked into here, like fucking freezing cold, and obviously Charlie had no idea what was going on. So I said, "I bought you a little present." He goes, "What?" Well, first of all, we said, Granddad's had a Ford. Because my dad always comes down here Christmas Day and cleans the tea room out every Christmas. Why he does it, I don't know. So he comes. We said, "We've got to go to the yard. Granddad's had a fall." So he goes, "Who?" He goes, "We've all got to go." Was Harry? So Harry was like still a baby. So we walked across here, obviously walked into here, and then sat this car in the workshop. I said, "Oh, mate, present for you." Well, he didn't know what to say. He was just like shocked to be. And then obviously, that's when his career sort of started. And then, went to Swaffham, had a practice round. When you get a kid in minis, it's so, dads would understand this, but you see a kid in the mini and they're racing around, you think if they get into F1, they're going to be absolutely shocking because they're going to put their foot to the floor and ain't going to have a clue.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I don't know how the kids do it, but they just jump in a car that's got so much power and drive it respectively.
We went to Skeg, didn't we? It was before.
Swaffham.
No, it wasn't. It was Skeg. We went to Skeg and you was practicing, and you said you can have a go in this if you want.
Oh,
it was Skeg.
Were you able to touch the pedals?
No, just put some cushions behind my seat.
Cushions in. He said, "Have a go in this." Just took to it. Don't get me wrong. I was.
Yeah, you're not going to be bloody.
Yeah, I spun it out. Hit the wall and thought. Oh.
But you could drive
about that. Yeah, could get it round. Yeah.
Nice.
And that was start of it.
Yeah, so that was the shale and whatever, and then we just went from there really.
Nice.
And then obviously as he took over more, the more I sort of backed off, and then.
Well, you're gonna, especially when he starts doing well. That's the thing. You see him doing well, and you think, "Oh, we put a bit more time in." More time.
Then we didn't really have the mechanics. We had like a few mechanics, but there wasn't the mechanics to look after two. And then we had a few occasions where like we had like two. So obviously he had his folding car, and we went to Sheffield. I think it was your semi-final.
Yeah.
Because his semi, so he raced, and obviously I raced, and then we went out and I think I qualified.
No, you weren't racing.
He was in the semi, and then Tom took you out, didn't he?
Yeah.
Tom took him out in the semi,
I don't think it was on purpose.
No, just one of them, just to back mark of
it. It was in the semi-final. I started at the back. That was my first ever shale race in an F1, and I got stuck in the semi, and then got going in the consolation. It was got like an 8th, or kept the wheels on it basically, and then did the final and won the final. First meeting on shale.
Yeah.
Just completely like
father like son, eh?
Yeah, didn't expect it at all, and then did the national and got going to the national. I caught the Superstars up, started passing all the Superstars, and that was when we went from tarmac and then put it on shale. So that was the changeover.
After that toilet break, that nicely brings us on to Charlie, start of your racing. We'll go back further because you would have remembered some of this, but not all of it.
Yeah.
Some of the better bits in the 90s you wouldn't have remembered, unfortunately. No. But yeah, what did you first remember being at the track, shall I say, before you even started racing?
At the tracks, obviously before any sort of racing memories, was just like playing around as a kid, really. I grew up, obviously Dad doing F2s was quite good mates with Thakra. Grew up with Harley Thakra, just playing with stock cars and pretending you're stock cars and all different bits and bobs like that, really.
Good service at the Sworder household.
Yeah, just that was sort of like my first memories as a baby, and obviously grew up with Dan Roots as well, and just sort of knocking around with them boys. That was like as a real sort of kid, like 4 or 5 sort of.
Well, that's with his dad doing F2s as well.
Exactly, yeah. So you sort of grow up with those sort of people, don't you, around you, and then. My first memory of Dad racing was, I can't remember the year or anything like that, but it was at Birmingham, and Dad was about 6th or 7th in a heat, and Richie Bowyer was a blue top or yellow top, like in an RCE thing. Nice low car and quite a nice, and Dad was in his DK, and I remember it was just a heat. It was a busy meeting, but it was just a heat. And Dad completely come from about 10 car lengths back over rumble strips just for like a 6th. And that was my first memory that I can remember back now.
That's just a normal meeting for me, really.
and I remember thinking then, like, oh, right, okay, that's a bit out there. And yeah, I'd say that was my first memory of him racing. And then just general racing was F1 World Final at Ipswich. Always remember it. Smithy won it, and
Was that 2007 or 8?
I can't remember what year it was. And he won it, drifted around the whole track, and the place filled up with tyre smoke. And then I always remember he didn't go on the pace car. He walked round the track with his family with the trophy, and I always remember thinking, "God, that's cool." He did donuts right going into turn 1, and I always remembered it. And, well, yeah, that's why I copied it. But yeah, just a memory that sticks with you. Is just two things that always stick out.
Yeah,
So,
you never forget.
And you'd always say to me, "Well, you don't go show off after a race. Don't burn your tyres up." And you got well final that happens. You think, "You must right for well finals." Well, yeah, I would know, would I?
So yeah.
So that's the earliest you remember?
That's the earliest I remember. My memory back then isn't very good. I've been in a stock car too long.
Yeah,
so
100%.
yeah,
I know what you're saying.
And then obviously his World Final wins and like the Mildenhall British I remember, but I can't remember like his meeting to meeting sort of stuff
Because they always there. The boys always there every single time. Yeah. So your memory just fades a bit.
Yeah,
Doesn't it?
it does.
You always get. I've got the same with my dad. You get a couple of the bits that you remember, but you were there for the rest of it. You just don't. You're just there playing in the background. That's why.
If Zoe wasn't here, there would be. If she was here, we wouldn't be racing.
No way.
She's the one that pushes us to go racing.
Yeah.
Because there'd be some meetings, obviously, if I've been out and I'll come back, I'm like, oh, I'm bothered today. I don't want to bother. And then Charlie's a bit like, okay. He's so laid back. And then Zoe's like, no, we are going.
Yeah.
I can't be bothered. We're going. Get in that workshop.
That's more now though. Not so much back then.
No, now it's
just losing motivation, don't you? But yeah, obviously Dad's F1 career I remember more of, like especially the Shale, a little bit of the tarmac, but the Shale I used to remember watching him at Kings Lynn and Coventry, and his car control always on the limit, and like I can't copy it how he used to do it, but he was just always top 3 in finals at Coventry, always winning heats at Bellevue, and they're the sort of memories that I have of him. Just mainly the Shale. It's just his form was just. I don't ever remember him being rubbish. I don't remember him having rubbish meetings. Maybe that's because I've got shit memory, but he was just
always remember the good ones.
Always winning, always in the top 3.
Yeah.
And that's what I remember of him, to be fair.
Nice. So then, was it always mini stocks? You always did you always know he was going to go into minis, or was it maybe not? I don't know.
We started in ninjas, didn't we?
Yeah,
ninjas.
Did ninja carts, yeah.
Yeah, arena.
And I didn't.
God, that was many moons ago. Yeah.
I didn't really have it.
That?
What's that?
What year is it?
Oh, Saturday Night Thunder arena.
So I'd have been 7. So 2008, 2009.
Right. Yeah.
But we didn't do a lot of racing. It was when I first started ninja carts was sort of the start of when they were born, and it was everyone used to line up at like 6 or 7 in a line. It used to be a clutch start, and then it turned into grades, and I never took off. I only did arena, and I never really. I won a few races, but I wasn't.
But the ninja cars, like there wouldn't be no winner.
Yeah,
everybody would just get a trophy.
Yeah,
because
at the end it was
which was good because when you got kids like 6-year-old or 10-year-old, obviously it couldn't really be a winner, could they? So they should at the end of the meeting, everybody get a trophy.
There was no winners.
No.
Right.
But you could still tell who, like, what kids are going to be. Like Rootsy, Dan Roots, he won every race, didn't he? Every meeting.
It was amazing. Yeah.
He was. They started him a lap down pretty much. He started on the start line, and the white top started behind him, and he'd still win. He was.
Wow.
The man in them, and then I was probably like a blue, red sort of, and then obviously I did him with Ginch as well, Charlie Ginchard.
I didn't know Ginch done him as well.
Yeah, Ginch did him. Yeah, he had a.
He was shit.
Did he have a Steve Lutz cart?
It was rubbish.
Did he have a Steve Lutz cart?
Yeah.
He had a real nice low Steve Lutz cart, and I always remember Sid Burton did him as well, one of Ginch's mates. And was it his car I had a go in? I think it was.
Sid's car, wasn't it? Yeah.
I had a go in it, and it was this real low. We had this home built bit of a dog of a car, it just did a job. And I sat in it, and I think Dad wanted to sort of like give me a better car to boost me. I didn't like it. Shook me about, and I was a dot. I was literally skin and bone.
Yeah.
Just didn't like it. So we stuck with what we had and just did. We weren't very good, was I? Really?
No, you was all right, but there was like 4 or 5 that were good, and then you was the next.
Best of the rest.
Yeah. And I can't remember how many's come about. I remember I remember we went up to Max Herzog's up in Manchester, and he was
the boy in him.
he
wasn't
was real good.
He was the boy in him.
And we went up there and we looked at his car, and I think I remember went up with Dad and my granddad Dave, who's not here anymore. He they both said, do you want to go for it? And I said, yeah, obviously, like, we'll try it. And again, I was literally like that tall, and I had my little Mini and my steering wheel was here, and I sat virtually on the bonnet, and that's where it all started. And yeah, I just, again, took me a very long time to grasp it.
Yeah, so it weren't jump in and be fast.
No.
Did you buy Max's car then?
Brought Max's car.
So you bought one of the best cars.
Yeah. So was that a second car that we brought?
I can't remember. It was one that he won the world finally.
He won the world finally,
car,
but it was a bit of an older one, and it was still good, but just neat. It was a good learner car for minis. Because Dad always said to me and Granddad that the agreement of what they believed in was, when you start out, you start in a bit of a nail, you learn your craft, and then you go in a good car. That's
once you know you're at a certain level, then it's like, right,
yeah,
exactly,
you can do it.
Yeah.
You're happy, you're motivated enough. Let's now commit is the main thing, isn't it?
So did that, raced that for a bit, white, yellow, and then overnight something just clicked. More so with the shale racing, got good on the shale. Ended up getting up to red top in it, and then I think you surprised me, didn't you? Was it a birthday or with the Finnegan car? Yeah. Didn't really achieve anything in the old car, but got to red and tinkered between blue and red and stayed there. And then I can't remember how it came about, but I walked into the yard and it was the same sort of story with the F1. Courtney Finnegan's red car was sat there, top of the range car, and I think I just dropped down to blue. Went to Skeg, won both heats.
What, in her car?
In her car, both heats, second final, and it was just night and day different. So we were like, right, we've got a good shale car now, we've got a very good tarmac car, that's what we'll do. Did it for a season. I just turned around and said, I want to put the tarmac car on shale and just use one on both.
Because you was that happy with it?
Yeah, I was comfortable, I was at home. The old shale car had like a tin shell, it was a bit dated, it was a bit rough around the edges, so we just sold it. We just turned around and said...
Done the one car?
Yeah, did the one car. And then really shot up then, red, Superstar. Obviously battling it out with all the sort of top people, but I was still... How old would I have been? About 13, 14?
13, yeah.
So I was still quite young.
Still got a while to go. You're probably battling out with the 15-year-olds.
Yeah, and the 15-year-olds, like I always remember there was a Buxton. It might have been like third or fourth meeting. Mitchell Peel raced. There was Harry Peel and Mitchell, 324, and he was Dad's size. And I remember looking in my mirror, and I was literally that. Looked in my mirror and thought, I'm not too sure about that. Like, and then, yeah, you just overcome it, don't you? It's like you're still a kid in minis, but you go from being a baby to a kid, if that makes sense, being a mini. And yeah, just picking up pace and started winning finals and all bits and bobs like that. And yeah, I'd say towards the end of my mini career, I was definitely one of the top ones, especially on shale. Not so much on tarmac, because obviously we had the one car. It held me back a little bit on tarmac, but any wet tarmac meeting,
I just went to the front.
There. Yeah.
We had a tyre, didn't we?
We had a tyre, yeah.
Like a wet weather tyre that not many people had, and we used to
Was
put
the
it on.
tyres free then?
I think they were then, yeah. When he raced,
it was Yokohamas, and then you could any 10-inch pretty much to a certain level. I think it was.
So you found that tyre.
So you found the tyre, one on the inside front, and you just hugged the curb.
Transformed it. And Ginch and Courtney Witts, Ted, not so much because he sort of
was up against all four of them, weren't you?
Yeah. And then you had Amy Webster, Harry Peel, Chalkley was there for a bit. Who else did you have? And then you had Fairbert. There was so much. I couldn't name all the names.
There's a lot of top drivers out there.
And on tarmac, I struggled a bit, but as soon as it rained, I was there with Ginch. Like, Ginch was a top boy by the end. Like, I'd give him a run for his money on a good day. And then the shale, Catherine as well on shale. It was at the end when I was 14. Well, yeah, it would have been 14 because I got banned when I was 15. So when I was 14, I was top of the tree on shale. Like me, Catherine, Ginch. Any one of us, it would be one of us. We had. I don't know if you've seen it, that race at Kings Lynn, where three of us just absolutely smashing shit out of each other for about 10 laps. That was a proper race.
And it was you three?
It was us three, yeah. And that's how it was. That's how my career went. And then I had a ding dong with Catherine. I think she thought I flicked her, but it was nothing intentional. And then we went to Hennisford the day after. It was Birmingham Hennisford weekend. I think it was in like April, May sort of time. And the rules for minis was you couldn't hit going into the corner. That was the rule
I
for
heard about
minis.
that. Was it at Hennisford or was that all the time?
Just
Yeah,
Hennisford.
just Hennisford.
Because
Because
it's
it's
so,
so
I remember
fast.
that. I remember hearing about that, and I thought,
Yeah.
what?
So that was the rule. So went in heat 1.
What? So you could just push him coming out?
Yeah.
Was you allowed to spin him?
No.
Just push him mid corner and
Just
coming
push
out.
mid corner. Yeah. So went to Hennisford and heard wind that Harris's wasn't happy about the night before, which never anything intentional.
Yeah.
Like, never. Not a driver who chops people down the straight, nothing. So I went to Hennisford, went in heat 1 and got a big hit from behind. Looked in my mirror, looked to my left, Catherine come by. Thought, right, okay, ignore that, come off. Dad goes, if you want to play them games, do it back. I said, no. I said, what? If I'm going to do something, I'll do it to the rules clean. Ish. Sort of. Yeah, sort of. So went in the second heat, come off the corner, I got Catherine and half spun her, and she hit the wall backwards, but only sort of brushed it, nothing too hard. Come off after, and Dad goes, yep, that'll do. Like, sort of mark your territory sort of thing. Went into the final, got picked up on the side, and she just took me to the wall and just come off me last minute, put me in backwards. Good shot, not like put me in ambulance sort of thing. It was, don't remember much of it. And that's where it started then. So I was like, all right, this, like, I never really had any run-ins of anyone in minis. That was the first proper bring out my dad's side of me. So, all right, then went to, was it a Thursday night skeg?
I think it was.
No, it wasn't. We went to a skeg on a Saturday, and it was UK Challenge. So that's what Harry won. You get a Union Jack on your roof.
Yeah.
Went out there, won the heat. No, I won the first heat, won the second heat, but they docked me for jumping the start. And I wasn't overly happy about it. So got docked, come back, went to go out in the final. Mum goes, if you win this, just go out there and say, oh, fuck you to a lot of them on the mic after.
Me no, didn't say that on the mic.
She just said,
says,
like,
fuck you, a lot of you.
Up yours sort of thing. So I took it literally. So I won the final, buzzing, obviously. First sort of like championship decent championship that I won.
Well, roof championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went out on the mic and said, yeah, and I just want to say to Mr. Abbott, fuck you, on the mic.
Well, is he the one that...
Yeah, he was the one who
docked
docked me.
Yeah.
And every single speaker worked in the stadium and it echoed. So I think, was F1...
Deadly quiet.
Was F1's on?
I can't remember.
So it was a busy meeting anyway.
Decent crowd, yeah. To hear
And
it.
obviously a 14-year-old kid saying that isn't what you want, is it? So the committee, who didn't like Dad as it was and did anything to try and get me in trouble, they turned around and said, you can't say that, you're banned. So we were like, I think was it Good Friday?
Good Friday, yeah.
I think it was Good Friday, and we had Bellevue on the Monday. It was my favourite track in the Mini. So I was gutted, I was like, really wanted to do it. And we said, what? It was just when Speaky took over. She said, what if we go up to Asher and Rob and just say, like, really apologise, rah. Yeah, do that, and then come back to us and we'll let you race. Went up to Rob. Rob absolutely loved it. Found it funny as anything. And
Of course he did.
went with Dad, looked at Dad and thought, oh, got away with this. Went back to him, they said, no, she's still banned, you can't do it.
Oh.
So we were like, all right, so you made us... That was my life in minis with the committee. Like, obviously, they're different now, but they didn't like us, basically. It was very much face fit.
Well, they went against their word then again
Yeah.
as well.
So anyway, that was that, and then still had the Catherine stuff to sort out. So we went to a Thursday night skeg, just a normal, weekend.
Domestic, yeah.
Yeah, just a normal meeting. And I can't remember if it was a heat or final, and I picked her up on the nerf and followed her in, like, hard. Ripped her wheel off. She got out, started limping, or whether it was for effect or not. Because Catherine's quite a hard driver. Like, I talk to Catherine now. Obviously, you put everything behind her, didn't you? But yeah, and that was that. And at the start of that meeting, they gave, on the Saturday where I won, they gave me a 3-month suspended ban for Hennisford because I spun her out.
Yeah.
So they gave that to me and to Catherine. And obviously...
You do anything in 3 months, you get a year or whatever, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
6 month ban it was.
Yeah, 6 months, right.
And obviously I'm a bit hot-headed about it and didn't really Well, I did care, but
You didn't think they were going to follow through.
no. So obviously did her pretty good, and then 6-month ban, and that's what really I missed 2 world finals because of it. No, 1 world final, which was at Buxton, which would have been when I was 15, like because my birthday's in May. So yeah, it just completely wiped me out for minis. Like my last 6 months to a year, it was absolutely ruined. Which I get, I did something wrong, but I mean, me getting a suspended ban, I think was ridiculous. Like I only half spun her off the corner, and I got put in proper by her. But it was what it was, and then I was very lucky because I raced with Jess and Minis Smith, obviously family friends with them, and Rebecca then took over their car, and they was at the top. Andrew home built it, and they were at the top of their game with that car, like real good. And Becca turned around and said that she'd let me, because I got unbanned and I got 2 meetings in before the end of the season.
Before you finished?
Yeah, which was a Stoke and Bellevue. So
had you sold your car though?
we sold it.
Yeah, you sold your car. Yeah.
So they turned around and said you can use that. Like I was at the back of the World of Shower Grid, so like spot on. Went to Stoke, won both heats. Or was it 3 heats? Won both heats. Best minute I'd ever drove. Oh, it was rapid. It was so good. Went in the final. Jack Witt's got me last bend like a long way back. I looked in my mirror and didn't even think he'd come in for it, and he got me good. So I was like, oh, bastard, like, I'll get you back for that. So we went to, so we got told to start the meeting by the committee, and it was by the chairman, who I'm not going to name, but he knows who he is. And they said that the
Could I name him?
Huh?
Could I name him?
No. But the points from the start of the meeting would count for the World Shower Grid. So scored.
So you got a chance to still get points for the grid at the end of the race.
Up there, because I was like literally like last 2 rows.
Yeah.
And it would really have put me like more like row 6, 7. And they turned around after the meeting and said, no, those points don't count.
So you're still at the back.
So I was like, what? Like, that's unfair. They said, no, it says in the rule book. So I was like, whatever. Right, you do you. Went to Bellevue day after. Obviously, World of Shower's first race. Got 4th from the back, which I was pretty proud of. Like, it'll do, but obviously you want to win, don't you?
What could have been?
Bit of a statement. And then we did both heats final and then won all 3. So, yeah, bit of a...
You must have really liked that car.
I loved it. It was
Considering
good.
you never raced it before.
To be fair, Stokes and Bellevue's in my old car, I would won finals there often anyway. I just enjoyed those tracks. Bit rough and ready, sort of like...
Get stuck in.
Yeah, really enjoyed them there.
Got to put your nose in every time you can.
And yeah, that was then the end of it.
Did you have much to do with the minis? I know you said you don't like the minis, but was you always chopping and changing and always
trying different things? Yeah.
You was still in your F1 career in your prime, wasn't you? My granddad Dave, my mum's dad.
Yeah.
Obviously he's not here anymore, but he used to help me a lot.
Right.
He used to sort of.
While you were still racing F1s.
He took a lot of pressure off you, didn't he?
Yeah.
And Dad's mechanics weren't overly that bothered about minis.
They're not really. They're not normally are they?
But there's a lot of them like that. You see a lot of F1 lads that race, and their mechanics won't help their kids race.
I've heard that a few times.
I don't know why.
Which is one of those, but obviously, and then Grandad really helped me through my mini career, and he was like really calm and very like mellow, and didn't really like, he raced as well back in the day, and he didn't do major amount of contact like how Dad was. So I think in a way, looking back, he like, because I'm nothing like Dad, like we're completely well, a bit more now, but we're completely I
wouldn't say that completely in a minute, but yeah,
we're polar opposites really, how our brains work in a stock car, and I'd say that would probably a little bit down to Grandad Dave.
Yeah, he sort of paved your way this way.
Yeah.
Whereas your dad's still in an F1 doing it here.
Exactly.
But going week in, week out with your granddad.
Yeah.
You sort of. Whereas your dad would have been like, fire him in. Yeah. Next race now.
Well, that's what I get now in the F1.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas like your granddad would have been like, it's fine. It's what it is.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was the end of the mini career, and then obviously got surprised with the F1, and then did a bit of tarmac racing. Went to Vemray, won my first race in Vemray. That was good.
I bet that was quality. Was that World Cup weekend or was it just a normal?
Yeah, World Cup weekend, yeah. So
that's quality, that is.
Didn't qualify for the World Cup. We got 8th in the long track memorial final, which was not too bad. I think I was
second, weren't you?
No, that was the day after.
Oh, was it? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
So I got 8th, and I think one English can qualify from the Saturday.
Right.
And obviously we didn't get through, so we weren't in the never done the World Cup because we can't race that car there. So, so we did.
Long story.
It's a long
Okay.
story. We'll explain that later. So, did that, and then we did the Sunday, and we didn't change tyres all weekend. We put a new set. So we had old tyres on, just some old rubbish tyres.
Yeah.
We didn't change them. We went to put a new set on for the Nash. No, it would have been for the final, I think, on the Saturday. I can't remember, whatever it was, and it was awful. Absolutely fallen off a cliff because the car was from yellow top. I was all right, and it was just rubbish.
I put new tyres on.
So we put the old tyres on, and it was absolutely rapid again. Went out, won the heat. Thought, cool, this is good, and then I can't remember. We got in the next heat. Got like a third, I think, in the second heat. Went out for the final, and just a lack of experience. Luke Davidson come past me with 2 to go, and he pulled just not quite half a straight, but just a little bit less. And if I really, really wanted it, if I was experienced now, he definitely would have got him, but just weren't experienced enough. And I just took a little bit of curb and I missed him. It was half-hearted attempt sort of thing.
It's all or nothing in there, isn't it? It's all or nothing.
Got second in the final, and that was the start of when we started doing real well with the tarmac car.
Yeah.
Well, the folding car, and then did the semi-final same year. Obviously, then put it on shale, then won the final, and did all that sort of stuff. That was just a massive shock.
Do you put that tarmac car, that same car?
Same car.
Put it on shale.
Put it on shale.
Because they're different. It's a lot different, isn't it?
Yeah, engine's like 4 inches further forwards. And,
Yeah.
Did you have to do all that?
No, we just left it.
Oh, you left it?
Left the wide axles in it. Just had you have wider axles and brakes. Obviously, you have all outside front brake. Well, you just left it. Be all right. Just grease the outside front brake up, be fine.
Yeah. And then the way that Sheffield used to go, if
That's
it was
a big old track, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It was.
Big
I
D, innit?
love Sheffield. Absolutely loved it. I'm sad it's gone now, to be fair, but just went round and round, and the car was just getting faster and faster. And never once did it feel like it was coming off. Do you know what I mean? Like it was always there, and won the final, and then did the national and caught the Superstars and red tops up, and it just worked. And then we thought,
If you would have started at the back of the
behind
Yeah,
us.
so-
behind,
yeah,
you would have started behind you.
yeah. So it was just a shock to us all, wasn't it? Like, didn't
Whether you just click that and everyone's like, wow. What?
Obviously, what really wanted my first world final to qualify, but obviously the silver lining was that thing,
The final day, wasn't it?
and then that was when everything, the limelight, sort of, like everyone sort of put their eyes on me, because at the start, obviously, like being dad's son and that bit, one of those sort of things.
It's one of them. Is he going to be any good? You know,
Yeah.
is he going to be like Mick?
So my first meeting at Ipswich qualified for the final, which was pretty good achievement. I was pretty happy with it, and just didn't really do anything. And then that Sheffield was what sort of gave us the right. This is who he is, and go from there, sort of thing. So I had ground to work off after that.
Yeah.
And then we did that season, got up to blue top, and
Was it an easy adjustment for you to go into the F1s then? Was there
what you mean from minis?
from minis? Obviously, going into them with obviously having your dad
Yeah.
being Mick Sworder, was it? Did you feel it yourself? I know obviously other people in the pits be talking about it and spectators and whatnot, but
I
did
still
you not?
feel it? Still feel it now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, a little bit. I've managed to.
You have got a gold roof though.
Yeah, I've managed to make my own name now. But before, obviously, everything's competition. Like I didn't really see it as like, wow, Mick Sworder's my dad. It was more of like, I want to be better than him.
Charlie Sworder, yeah.
Yeah, and obviously
Not Mick Sworder's son.
my mini career just never really.
Wasn't enough.
No.
Yeah.
And obviously my F1 career that eventually did come. Just not saying that I'm ever a better driver than him, because I don't think I am. But
It's
I think,
quite funny because I'll go play, say, my truck, and I'll be out, and obviously people used to say to me, "Oh, you're Mick Sworder, and you're blah blah blah." And then Charlie would always be out in his little truck, and he'd say, "Oh, you're Mick Sworder's son, aren't you?" Like, yeah, no problem. Well, now it's like, "You're Charlie's dad, aren't you?" Yes.
You're Charlie Sworder, aren't you?
It's completely
Yes.
Yeah.
changed.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gone from.
it is
does,
nice. It is nice, but obviously Harry's now got both of us. So it's,
Yeah.
but he's carving his own. He's done it.
He's got the titles.
Yeah. So
that was your first season. You had a good first season. Did you then know from Shale was going to be where I'm at, like you did with the Mini? Mini, obviously, you took over in Shale, or was it not really?
I just enjoyed Shale more. In every formula I've done, I've always enjoyed Shale more. Always, which is opposite to Dad.
Do you enjoy Shale more now?
Now,
Now,
yeah.
right.
Just enjoyed it, and then I think we did. Did COVID then happen? We then did. So was it? I think my second season, we had
17 years old. She was straight in at 16.
Would have been 17. Yeah.
Yep.
A Dutch man come up to me. Couldn't talk a word of English.
At Bellevue, wasn't it?
At Bellevue.
Did you win the race at Bellevue?
Nah, never won at Bellevue. Not in F1. So he come up to me and he had a bloke with him, his mate, translate, and said, "Oh, we want you to race our car." Didn't think, just completely fobbed it off, sort of thing. Like didn't
take it
nothing
in.
of it.
Yeah.
Didn't even mention it to Dad. Like completely off my wavelength. Then we went to the first Kings Lynn the year after, and the same bloke come up to us and said, "I'm being serious, sort of thing. Like I've got a car, Stuart Smith, brand new Stuart Smith car, shale car. Got a car for you to use." So called Dad over, said, "Dad, like this bloke's on a wind up sort of thing, like
He's winding
not
me
serious,
up.
like 17, 8, I can't remember how old I was, 17, 18. Just didn't think it was real. Obviously just plodding away in my folding car, not just winning occasional races here and there and doing that, and we ended up going over to Holland and looking at this car. Like just completely, like just thought, let's go and have a look.
He's
like,
finally took it serious then.
took it
He's
serious.
not winding me up.
Yeah, went over there, and there's this purple. Patrick Tierstead raced it before me because a couple owned it, and then they had a driver in it, and he stopped driving it for whatever reason, and yeah, it come to, just like that over Christmas, and
So you went over there.
went over there, sat in it, said yeah, all right, stayed there overnight, had dinner with them, and agreed that yeah, we'll do it. I'll race your car. We supplied everything for it, tyres.
Yeah.
They brought the spares. I think did Yelly bring it over? Yelly Tesla. We didn't go get it. Someone brought it over. All the spares, absolute everything you can imagine. But the man who owned it, it was called Frank. He was very particular how he wanted stuff, to the point. Dad's particular. Dad loves his lorries. Everything's got to be clean. Overtook Dad. He was very, very tunnel visioned.
Had to cover the oil in baby.
Yeah.
Cover the car in baby oil to race
Yeah.
it first. So he didn't
Wanted
so
everything perfect. Didn't want the damage. All of that sort of stuff.
So
But
it would never look like it had damage ever.
But to be
No.
fair, to me, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's not in our sport. It's,
No.
they're a stock car. If you want to go and do that, do it in another
Yeah.
formula. But you know, we can't be any more appreciative than what he was, because without this, you know,
Yeah.
carry on. You know, we wouldn't be where we are now.
So we had that, and it was just like 17, 18 years old. I think I was 17, turned 18 in the May.
I've got given
And it was
this
like,
nearly brand new
what-
Stuart Smith
Yeah.
car.
What on earth is going on here? Like I've gone from like a folding car, which was good, to this Stuart Smith car that's completely top of the range. Like you, at
All
the
the
time,
bells and
At the time,
whistles.
Stuart was at the top. You don't get much better than that. And then COVID happened in the March, so that put a stop to that year. Was there a year off, or did they?
It was like 6 months.
It was 6 months off.
Yeah.
Then, so we did the end of the year.
Yeah. So you hadn't raced it yet.
Hadn't raced
This
it.
is Christmas.
Went-
You got it back.
Yeah.
COVID.
We went testing in it at Lynn. All good. Felt night and day different, like as you can imagine.
Yeah, it's so
Well,
much power, doesn't it?
Oh, it was ridiculous.
It's a purpose-built shell car, though, isn't it?
So we come out first meeting at Lynn, won the national, real fast. Newsom was catching me. He was in that Gypsy Sprinter that he had for Billy Tom O'Connor. Not sure that pink thing.
Right.
He started to catch me and just completely pulled away from me. Pulled about straight on him, and it was electric. And we thought, cool,
Wow,
like,
here we go.
This is good. So did obviously a few meetings in it, and got a little bit damage here and there because you're still learning, aren't you? Like I was in the thick of blue grade, still learning. Got me up to red. Did a Bradford in it, and then things come to with the owners. There was a couple, and unfortunately they split away. And the way it was going, we was hearing stuff off both sides, and in the end, I turned around to Mum and Dad and said, I don't want this car anymore, because just like the hassle it could have been between them, I didn't want to be involved in it, and them use me in a car against each other. So we ended up giving it back.
So there you go.
Yeah, which was like a massive sort of like kick in the teeth for me, because such a good car, and
That was your shell car.
that was my shower car, and we had a good thing going, and then fortunately Dad always said to me, whenever I race F1s, you'll never ever race my car, shower car. I was like, okay, like I respect it. And then one day he turned around and said, you can race it if you want. So ended up racing it, and then used his car, and then got really fast in it. Like every Northampton winter race, like that's my track. Like,
Yeah,
I like
you had the other tracks in the minis. This was your track in the F1s.
Really enjoy Northampton, and we had, I can't quite remember, just some good races in it. And then that come to, what year would that have been? After COVID, would have been so 21. Then 22 season started. So, and then, so from the Dutch deal, we ended up buying tarmac car because we supplied the engine, he brought the car, and then at the end of it, when it all come to, we ended up buying that car off them, tarmac car.
Oh, you bought it?
Yeah. So we bought that, and then we had that as a complete ready to go. So when they gave me the shale car, we was still doing tarmac and shale, but it was with that. We ended up selling the folding car to pay for it all.
Right.
So I missed that bit out, my bad.
Yeah.
So got in that.
Which car's this?
That's Stuart Smith's World Final winning car.
Right. Yeah.
So use that on tarmac, purple on shale, all come to. Brought that. 2022 season started. First full season in Dad's shale car.
And this car.
Yeah. So it was like we'll see what happens sort of thing.
Two blinding cars here.
Yeah. How old would I have been then? 19, 20. So like a real sort of like young kid. Everyone looked at me
still very young in the
sport brat sort of thing. I got branded
F1s.
as, and to be honest, like I get that brand quite often and work pretty hard at my job, and it's like can be quite annoying at times because people think like obviously like we've got very good facilities and it is very easy for that perception to be took of you as like you get given everything, but I like to think I work quite hard for what we have. So jog on. So yeah.
It starts at 8:30.
I wish.
Quarter past.
So yeah, I have 15 minutes for a cup of tea.
Exactly.
So started 2022 season and just chipping away as you do.
red roof.
Started as blue.
Yeah.
Went straight up to red in first grading period, and that's where I stayed for the rest of the year. And then did the meetings. Then we got to Northampton European. Bit of a controversial one.
Very controversial race.
So we did the
Talk us through it. Go on.
We did the Saturday, rolled over in the heat. Just one of those weekends, like really wanted to sort of prove something, get up there, be sort of like a name in this European. We started like row 13 in the end, I think. Just a stinker of a weekend.
What is the qualifying now? Because it used to be
So it's now just points of heat final from the night before.
like the British is now.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
Same as
okay,
Britain. It's over 2 days.
Over 2 days.
And then the Sunday heats count as well for it. So, yeah, started way back, like just qualified sort of thing. And then just was in the race and just trying to chip away, and then got involved in a pile-up. And this is obviously where all the controversy comes from. As far as I was led to believe, from a kid, yellow flag comes out and you always go back a lap. Always go back a lap and then put everyone in line how he was.
Yeah, in the previous lap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they put him back where he went out.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So
if he was in 8th place, they put him back into 8th place.
Yeah.
Fine, fair enough.
Which is what I assumed my starting position, which is on the lead lap. So got going, picking them off. I think Tom went out and his wheel come off, another yellows. I was in about 5th at this point. Ryan, Carl, Frank, someone else in between. Thought, right, see what we can do. Carl was under me, like, feeling good. Just driving right on the tyres, because there was tyres as the curb sort of thing.
Yeah.
Brushing them every lap, like, perfecting it. Like, didn't step out of line once. Got in a second and thought, like, Ryan's a straight ahead. If we can get anywhere near him, he's got to go. Like, no way I can give this up. Looked at the start. I remember doing it twice. Looked at the start and he gave me second twice, and I thought, got to get my toe down. Didn't make one mistake. Just drove the perfect race. Looking at Ryan in front and thinking, obviously, like, me and Ryan were on talking terms at the time. Like, used to buy all my bits off him and stuff like that, and thought, God, is he mirror watching? Because he was out wide and then he was down low and then he was up in all the shit around the fence, and I'm thinking,
he's losing it.
I'm going to get him. 2 laps come and thought, it's not going to happen. And the back marker rejoins and I thought, it's done. And then he moved up my way straight away. And Ryan was there. And I'm thinking, he's got to go. So went down that back straight, and just there was no doubt in my mind ever once that I would never not go for it. Not once. I didn't think I was lapped down, and I still don't think I was lapped down to this day, no matter what everyone says. So went for it. He messed it up for me really, because he clipped a tyre. Whether he was looking in his mirror or what he would do, I don't know.
Well, yeah.
It half spun him, but you have to slow the video down to see it. He clips a tyre and gets like that, and as he got like that, I've hit his back wheel, and it's took me in with him, and I was stuck. Like, went to start it up, wouldn't start, and obviously lost the race. Pretty gutted. Obviously 19. Thought, yeah, it's what it is. Tried me hard. Dad weren't even there. So Dad was at a truck show. Obviously didn't really think that I would.
Yeah, didn't think you was going to get it anyway.
Yeah, so Dad weren't there. Obviously everyone rang him up and said what had happened, and not many people like Ryan for whatever their reasons are, and I had loads of people come up to me, and I didn't see it like that, because I wanted to win the race. Like, I didn't have anything against Ryan. I didn't really mind him.
He wasn't doing it to take Ryan out. You was doing it to win.
So he ran me after the race, and we ended up, whether it was from the hit or him running me, we ended up snapping the cam in the show car. So that was that. Obviously got everyone saying what they wanted to say.
You say he ran you in after the race? Or you ran
so I was parked in the fence, and he
rammed
rammed me a few times and got banned for it. We never complained about that, to be fair. They did that on their own behalf. So it was what it was. And then I saw Ryan in the box, and he said, fair enough, fair play, sort of thing. And then it was after that we had a bit of rubbish off him, because I don't know what happened, but yeah, we had a bit of shit off him, and all's forgotten about my end, but whether it is his, I don't know. But it was what it was, and it doesn't matter if it was Ryan, Tom, my dad. I didn't care who it would have been. I'd have done it to anyone.
You're a stock car driver, and that's what you're going to do. What you want to do to win.
Born to win races. That's what I want to do.
That's all any of us want to do. We're all out there to win.
So the week after was semi-final. Literally, like, was it 1 week? I think it was at Bradford, and I got an engine in bits. I got no engine here. Like, cam snapped. Needed bits from America, and they just weren't going to be here in time. So
when he rings Ryan up, Ryan, you've got a car, have you?
Yeah, not quite.
Since your band.
Yeah. So obviously we was like going to have to miss out on world final, which was Ipswich.
Yeah.
So pretty gutted and all that, and Mum and Dad said, like, listen, if bring Waymans up, see if they'll hire a car. And obviously I'm best mates with Junior, little Ted, and rung him up and said, I think it was on Thursday. Yeah, so semi-final on Saturday.
Pushing the boat.
Said, Ted, I said, I need a favour. I said, like, I need a big favour. And he's like, what is it? I said, I need a car. And he's like, well, I'm in it. My dad's not going to hire his, which obviously you understand, don't you?
Yeah.
And I think Phoebe was in.
Because obviously he's in the other semi.
Yeah.
He's not going to hire his one out
no,
for anyone.
There's semis at different tracks anyway.
Yeah, so I'm saying he's in the other semi.
Yeah.
Frankie, so he did have a car there.
Yeah.
But obviously he's not going to hire his,
So he's like, I've got a hire car with you. I don't know how good it is. Well, it's not the best of cars, but
it will do you.
You're more than welcome. Like, try it. So I always remember Ginch drove me out for parade. Charlie Ginch, one of my good mates, and doing the parade, and car starts boiling its tits off, like bubbling up, like,
oh no.
And I'm like, get Ted and Carl Hawkins over, and they said, don't worry about it. Like, you go until it stops. And the way I've been brought up is, if you ever see a light, a temperature gauge, an ounce too far, pull off. And that's all ingrained, Dad and Grandad.
Yeah.
No, you keep going. And I said, are you sure? They're like, keep going. It's your semi-final, you keep going. Well, this car, I don't think it had any power steering, and I'm a bit bigger now, but my arms were like that. I still don't really know how I did it. Just a fluke. And got third in this semi-final. Yeah, in this car. Started fourth row inside and got third. And just couldn't believe it. Dad weren't there again. Dad was in Holland doing his truck show.
Fucking truck shows.
So yeah, we just did what we had to do, really. I'm a mechanic. I had Mark and Carl with us at the time, who used to come. They don't come with us anymore, but they helped us and just went and just drove it. Like, just didn't have no pressure. because before, obviously...
But the thing is, the pressure's off. It's not your car.
Exactly.
It's a last-minute thing.
Yeah, just wanted to get in the world.
Just do your best, and
Would have
that's
been my
it.
first to get in. Had pretty bad luck in semis before that.
If you had a chance to win and you knew you was on for the win, the pressure's there, isn't it? When the pressure's off...
It's crazy. You look back now, and I think if I was in Dad's car, like, there's no reason why I couldn't have won the race.
Yeah.
But obviously, at the time, you don't think that, do you? I couldn't believe it. Like, people said it was one of the best drives they've seen for a long time because, like, yeah. So did that. Obviously, forever thankful to both Franks because just that's what led up to Ipswich, and yeah, we just had a year of things just going wrong, and it all led up to Ipswich. Went to, I don't think we did the British for whatever reason. Can't remember why. Oh no, because we had no engine. That was, I think that was after European maybe. I can't quite remember. So didn't do the British, which is at Bradford I think. Went to our final, started 4th row inside. No, it weren't. Started 4th row inside and just woke up.
It was a greasy night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
That
Just
was a
woke up
horrible night.
in a good mood, excited. Not no pressure, no nothing. Just wanted to just go out there, soak it up, and just whatever would be. Didn't have any expectations because we had good form. We won a race at Ipswich in the same conditions earlier on in the year at Thunder 500, and we won the heat, and by quite a bit, and it was greasy, not very nice, and sort of pissed it really. Took the mick, and it just clicked. It was just fast, and then went back to
Spedeworth, was it?
No, I'm on about the Ipswich Thunder 500.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
So then it was raining for practice. Went out in it, awful, absolutely awful. Like the New Zealanders were quicker than me. Like I was at the very very bottom.
After having a really good meeting, the meeting before there.
Yeah. So we were like, this ain't good.
We need to turn something around here.
Dad took himself off because my knowledge still isn't overly the best now. He's getting better, but Dad's knowledge for setup, especially on time, on show, I like to think I can get my way around it, but tarmac, just leave it to Dad. Like Dad knows what
you
he's
tell
doing.
him what's happening, and he spits out the result. Yeah.
And so just took himself off, and he didn't tell me one thing he was doing. Just said get in it and drive it. Obviously, no expectation whatsoever. Like I've just gone out in practice, and the New Zealander don't even race on tarmac, for God's sake. Like absolutely smoked me in practice. So.
He races in a back garden.
Yeah, literally. So I wasn't deflated. I was still really looking forward to it, and yeah, went did the parade, and always remember I saw my sponsor and one of my good mates now, Anthony Binns and Jord they're called. Saw him in the crowd. They surprised me rocking up, and just flipped a switch. Saw them, took dead serious then. Like that's it.
I got impressed
Get
then.
strapped in.
Yeah, sort of thing. They're there to watch.
Got in my car, didn't sit round, straight in, helmet on. Dad said, sit at finish line. I said, yeah, all right, whatever. Green flag went down, and just bumper happy, to be honest. Like at the start, I just tried to load them all in because I knew pace-wise, in my head, wasn't going to be there, so I needed to smash some cars up. So did that. Red flags, got going again, and got a real bad start. Got messed around with Bobby G, and I think it was rubber for a while, and broke away from them, and then got going. I think I must have been in like 5th.
Yeah, because you had the front four all together. Yeah.
So it was Shap, Tom, Frank, and Heinze.
Yeah.
All together. Got going and driving the car, and thinking, "Cool, this is chucking up. Like it feels good." So yeah, just kept going, and then I saw Frank picked off Paul, and then Tom picked off Paul. Yeah, so and then I managed to get by him as well, and thought, because he brought the Ryan Harrison tarmac car at the time, and he was like one of the favourites to win it. I thought, if I'm overtaking him, then this could be good.
We're doing all right.
So was obviously watching the the three in front of me, in front, just sort of like taking it steady, like young lad, just first world final, just doing my own thing. And then Frank picked up. Frank picked up both of them in front, followed them in, full chat, like
he didn't let off, did he?
No, he didn't. Destroyed chat, and then it went Frank, Tom, me, and I'm thinking, like top 3. Oh, I'll be buzzing with that. Got going again. A few mistakes here and there, And then
So that was a real crappy night.
it was horrible, cold and wet, and caught Tom up. And at that time, Tom in that white car, no one could get near him, not even Frank. No one could even get anywhere near. And I caught him up, and I just didn't hesitate. I knew if there was any sort of chance that the racing gods would look down, like, I've got to go by him. And obviously with the history and stuff with Dad and him, I expected him to destroy me next bend, and he didn't. And I clipped the wall going down the straight, and he had every chance to do me, and he left me alone. And I thought, is he using his head here to use me to get Frank, or what's he doing? Because he's not stupid. He would have known that I was fast.
He's not stupid, no.
So, yeah, then set my eyes on Frank, and Frank was a long way ahead. He was just under a straight in front. Got going, just hitting my spots and just trying to pick away through back markers, and Frank got awful in back markers, like just got held up, so unlucky. And I was pretty much there then. I was close. I weren't far away at all. And Simon Traves then blew up, just absolutely destroyed the engine, oil everywhere, and I saw it from so far away, and I backed off like halfway down the straight, and I just don't think Frank saw it, and he just sailed straight in, full chat. I've gone up the inside, and I saw fire, and I'm thinking, best be out by the time I get back. Gone round again, looked in my mirror, and Tom's 3 or 4 car lengths off from Bobby G.
He's there.
And I thought, if this goes, like, I've got to go. And yellow's come out, because obviously fire, and I thought, no, it's done. So obviously you sat there waiting for the clear up, and just waiting there, and I cried. I cried.
No.
I cried. Yeah, I did, because I thought, that's my shot gone. Like, if I'm ever gonna have a shot, that's probably me done. So
'cause Tom ain't going to be silly on the start,
No,
and you know Bobby
definitely
G
not.
as well.
So I thought, right, just do what we can. Went off the start, got a really good start, changing second straight away, no wheel spin.
How many laps to go? Did you know?
10.
About 10 to go,
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
I didn't see halfway flag or lap boards until 1 lap to go. I didn't see nothing. So yeah, so went into the first corner. I remember I put my head forward, nothing. All right, okay. Second corner, didn't touch brake, just rolled it in, head forward, nothing again, and thought, I've got to drive. I've got to go, because there's no way I can hold him off. Went, looked in my mirror, and I had half straight. And then just went. I didn't look in my mirror again, because I thought, if I see him, I'll start making mistakes.
You're going to anchor up, yeah.
Just went, just going through back markers like it was nothing. And yeah, kept going round and round, and I didn't see a lap board. And I'm thinking, fuck it, how long is this race? We're not doing Thunder 500. It's in our rods. Like, come on, 25 laps. And saw 1 lap to go.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, out of nowhere, and just completely backed right. I had half a lap on them, because they all started smashing each other up.
Yeah.
And yeah, just went over the line, and obviously done racing all my life, and it just felt like everything finally, because obviously I had my mini stuff and had my F1 stuff with obviously everything just come to, just whether I deserved it or not, because if you look back now, I probably didn't, because I weren't at the top of the tree.
Yeah, but everyone in stock cars deserves it if you're out there.
Yeah.
Everyone deserves it.
So,
and stocks, one day you're going to be leading, and there's going to be a load of oil, and you're going to go in.
Exactly, yeah.
The year it should have been yours.
So yeah,
just everyone out there deserves it.
That just my day, and just like, I can't really remember a lot of it now, because obviously you drink and you do all that sort of stuff, but it was just like it's a massive blur. But I remember coming round and seeing Dad on the rostrum pointing down at me, and just like, I'm quite an emotional person anyway, and yeah, it was
That set you off.
Oh man, yeah. And I remember I was driving down there slow, and I always remember Smithy, like I said, my first racing memory of him doing donuts going in turn 1. That's where I did it, and got on my roof there, and then obviously did my run, and just crying my eyes out, because like, just obviously my other granddad wasn't there, didn't, obviously passed away a little bit before, so for him not to be able to watch me do that was a little bit of a...
After he sort of looked after you growing up in the minis and that, yeah.
So, and then my other granddad Dick was there, and it was just unbelievable day. Like, I can't describe it.
Unreal, isn't it?
And obviously everyone has special moments, but for me, nothing will ever beat it. Well, to be fair, other than his European in Vemray, nothing would ever come close.
It's unreal. So the youngest F1 world champion as well.
Yeah, youngest one. Obviously, we didn't realise that until a couple of weeks later. I think Peter told Dad about it, and it's just stars aligned.
Yeah.
Like there was something.
Stamped your name on it as well. That's the thing.
Yeah, and just went from there. Really, like just didn't do mega amount of meetings and got loads of stuff off social media. And to be fair, the pressure of world champion hit me harder than obviously you said about the pressure with Dad being
going into ones.
Dad.
Yeah, with your dad.
The pressure world champion hit me hard, real hard. Like it was savage.
It is massive. You know, F1's to us, to a normal Tom, Dick and Harry, you talk about Formula 1 Grand Prix, like the thing, but to us, F1's is the pinnacle. And if you got the gold roof in the F1, you're there.
Exactly.
So I can imagine there is a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
And if you don't perform,
you
feel like you're not worthy, I suppose. It's not.
Well, I won a final in the October after World Championship, and then I think I had like a couple other wins after that the year after, but I never did a lot because I wasn't a superstar.
No,
I'd openly admit it. I wasn't a superstar. I was a red roof, and obviously you're starting back there. You've got Lee, Frank, Tom, all these like big boys, and I'm just a kid still, and I'm just
20 years old.
Yeah, 20 years old, and just I was out my depth, proper out my depth. And yeah, then your people on social media start and say what they say, and I try not to read it now because to be honest, it don't bother me anymore because I had that much rubbish when I was world champion, and just all stuff leading like all around that time. It was unbelievable times. I'm very, very fortunate to have won it, but it was definitely clouded with all the shit I got.
Please, I don't know.
It's always the people that say the things they say and hide behind a username.
Yeah, of course.
You see them at race track. Oh mate, how you doing? Good day today. And you think, then they go home, and you know it's them because you say things that they then repeat on the internet. You think, didn't tell no one else that.
Yeah.
So when you see it again, and they don't come near you.
I think the F1 fans are the worst.
They are, yeah.
They are the worst.
All bitches.
Yeah.
A whole lot of bitches.
The F1 fan, every time something happens, you look on Facebook and you're like, oh, please. And then one starts, and then the other one will jump on them, and then they jump on them. You're like,
it is a
get
massive...
over it. The drivers don't care.
Yeah.
Why are you caring that much about it?
And that's definitely had an impact to me and how I looked at everything, because I just beat myself up about stuff, and like you didn't perform, and then it was the end of the world sort of thing. Like, do you know what I mean? And it was just like, and then I didn't do enough meetings, and then at the start in the March they wouldn't line me up at the back. They lined me up like front or outside, and then people would say, well, world champion has to start last car. So then the next meeting I went out and I started at the start line. I put myself on the start line, and they're like, what are you doing? I said, well, world champion has to start at the back, don't they? It was just little bits like that, and it, unfortunately, looking back now, it shouldn't have got, but it did, and it really, really, it had an effect on my racing, my mental health a little bit, and it just, it should have been a real nice time, and it was just a bit of a cloud over it. So we got out of that, well, not got out of that, didn't defend it.
So we got out of that. But that Northampton World Final, that was one of the best meetings.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Because there's a lot of focus, obviously, on him.
Yeah.
And obviously, got friends in New Zealand guys when he went to New Zealand, and they come over and see him. It was just that was a lovely hot weekend.
Yeah, it was.
That was an absolute amazing weekend.
Yeah.
You know, Woody put on like them pre-meetings.
He went all out, didn't he?
He did absolutely brilliant. So, you know, there ain't many promoters that could probably do 3 meetings, 3 shows on the trot, and a blistering hot day.
Yeah.
And how bad the track used to be at Northampton, and he done that.
Yeah.
It was hats off.
It was. And he made a real effort for me, and just. Yeah, he sponsored me when I was world champion as well. When I won it, he said, "Yeah, I'll sponsor you." And
good lad.
Yeah, so
you don't often get that from Dean.
No, that's when my relationship with Dean sort of started, really, because obviously
you don't often get that with Dean.
Yeah, no. So yeah, I get on with Dean. Like everyone says what they say, and people have different opinions. But
I like him.
I think he's very what he does for the sport. And yeah, he does it to try and profit himself, but it's his business, isn't it? Like. I just think, like, even the stuff he does with the bangers, and hats off to him. Like, fair play. Come up from nothing, and you've made it your own. And
well, he's kept Spedeworth going. That's the main thing.
He has, yeah.
And now he's turning into something even bigger.
Exactly.
But so, before we get on to that next year,
yep.
You went New Zealand, didn't you?
Did, yeah.
So did you get invited?
Yeah.
Because obviously, normally the world champion does go and do the 240s?
Yes.
Is that a deal that is with the Kiwis, or
you don't have to do it. It's just an invite.
No, I know that,
So,
but I'm saying they always do offer a car to the world champion.
Yeah.
Someone does.
Yeah. So obviously Frank always goes. So Frank's always in it because he's always done it, which is fair enough. And then world champion always gets invited. Does the British champion get invited or not?
We're talking 240s at the minute, yeah.
No, this is our championships.
The New Zealand one, sorry.
Yeah, so whoever, I think it's just the world champions getting invited to do the New Zealand racing.
To do the 240s. That's what your invite's for, 240s, which is their equivalent, essentially, of a world final. So went over there and didn't really know what to expect. I'd seen a lot of their racing.
So they obviously messaged you, said, look, we've got a car for you, this is your invite, this is your car.
Yeah, so a man called Guy Parker sorted it all out for me.
Yeah.
And he got me a drive or a car with Mitch Vickery, which he's come over and used our car, and he's like one of my real close mates now.
Well, you sort of build relationships that way, don't you? That's it.
So, yeah, we went over, and it was just by chance, he got knocked out real bad, and he said that I could use his car, and his car at the time, or still is now, top car. Like, you don't get no better than that. Like,
it was like having Tom's car.
It was like having Tom's car. Yeah. So I went over, didn't know what to expect. Like, come straight off a plane, and then drove 2 hours to Huntley, went testing. Straight away, obviously, 30 whatever hours on a plane and all that sort of malark. Come back
completely
and
different time zones.
You don't even think about how tired you are. You just do it. So went out.
Buzzing.
Buzzing. Like, opportunity I never thought I'd have. And yeah, so before that we agreed that I'll do teams, which is I'll get onto that. Different kettle of fish.
Okay, yeah, we'll get to that.
So yeah, went to Huntley. I just couldn't grasp it. Like, very different to our stock cars, and just struggled a little bit to start with. Mitch run on track. Frank said to him, "Go on track and tell him how to drive, because he is shit." Like, just I was in control, but I was just like F1 sideways, wah, wah, wah. And that car wasn't like that. You had to really be nice with it and
caress it
sort of thing. Yeah. So he said, "Calm down." So I went out again. Frank was out there. Caught Frank up. Thought, this is fast. Like, Frank's been out there loads. Like, caught Frank up. Then Mitch got in Frank's car. Caught Mitch up. Thought, wow, like, this is
a good car.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Went to 240. Went to Rotorua to do 240s, and you have your Friday or Saturday night for the English testing, and then you have your day after, and then all the other New Zealand, like 150, 200 of them, qualifying to get in. And there's only, I think, 30 get in or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So they're all battling out in their different groups throughout the
and
night.
obviously 20, maybe 29, and you're the 30th.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Well, no, four or five English get seeded in.
Okay.
And then it's 5 out of each group
to
get in for them. So we rock up and did the testing. I think we set the fastest lap out of every car on the testing night. Obviously, they was all racing, but out of the G English lot, and then all the ones that were racing as well, we set the fastest lap, and I thought, I ain't gonna be able to do that when I'm with cars. So went out on the Sunday. Obviously, everyone qualified, and just I didn't have mum and dad with me, and mum and dad never really missed a meeting. Dad missed a few, obviously, in that year.
But you always had your mum there.
Always had mum. Mum's never really missed anything. Didn't have mum and dad out there, and luckily Frank and Ted had took me under their wing, sort of showed me the ropes, sort of thing, and introduced me to the Derails, which is their family, and they let me stay there each year and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, so got to know Mitch. He's just the English version of me. Like, he's just he's so funny. So yeah, got in his car, and yeah, just we had this big, massive gold wing, and they didn't do wings like that. They always do little wings. So we stood out like a sore thumb, like this young kid. Like, everyone's thinking, this little prick sort of thing. Like, we're gonna get him. So went out in Heat 1, and I didn't really know anyone. Like, you have your big names, like I know now, like Jaden Ward, and like I knew of Myers and all people like that. You just, to me, they're different other cars.
Yeah.
So I went out there, and sort of holding my own. I think he's in about a 10th or 11th. And it's done so that the way that you win their 240s is it's over 3 heats. Whoever scores the most points, I think if you watch a Frank one, you'll understand. Whoever scores the most points wins it. So got like a 10th. And last bend, I just went for a last bender on Jaden Ward. And he's like a massive sort of blocker, a bit like Dad, bit of a nut job,
Hot
like
head,
Looney Tune. Obviously, I didn't know him from whoever. Did him last bend, didn't think nothing of it. Mitch didn't say nothing. Sound, said, good. I said, car's rapid, fastest lap. Thought,
Fastest lap?
Yep, fastest lap. Thought, wow, this is good. Went out for the second one. And just going around like normal, just trying to keep myself. I wasn't trying to win, like just trying to just keep the wheels on it and just experience it, sort of thing. And a lad let me buy. I know who, Brodie James he's called. Remember it. He let me buy. Obviously didn't know who he is. Had a nice car, and he gave me a massive hit next bend. And on the outside was Jaden Ward again, and it put him right up the fence, like right up there. Like he was on his side, sort of thing. Come back down, and then went round next bend, and then that Brodie James again. He took me out. So I still didn't know who he was, and didn't know nothing. So again, he was part of Gisborne, which was part of like the Rees and that sort of people. So obviously you have like different teams out there.
Yeah.
And they all sort of stay in one sort of pact. So he did that. Obviously, he just didn't know who it was at the time. Didn't know who
Well,
even
you
hit
don't know
me.
who you're racing.
No.
You're just out there racing.
So I went out in the next one, and everyone always said to me like, heat 3, like you got to have some balls for heat 3, like you got to watch out. And I thought, all right. So I started like 5th outside, and Yelly didn't go on the start, and I didn't know. Frank had a meeting with everyone, and I weren't there for it. So I didn't know what was going on. Next thing you know, I've come out in 2nd. So I'm in this heat 3, this big race where everyone smashes everyone up. In 2nd, I think, I could if I'd have got 2nd, I think I would have got like 3rd or 4th on points. Like I was still a little bit up there. I think I was 9th going into it.
Yeah.
So I thought, God, like we could be on here. So go round, and then Yelly was waiting for Peter Rees, which is Asher and Ethan's dad. They're like massive family out there, sort of like equivalent to Wayman's, but they're just real good.
Kiwi side, yeah.
And Yelly went for Pete, the dad, and completely missed and wiped my front out doing it. So I then had to go around him, and I was still in 2nd, so got going. Saw a car waiting. They call the curb a pole line, which is like all painted in white,
the white
so you can
line,
see
yeah.
it. So I've gone round him, and he's hit me, and I thought, oh, like, what? Thought it was an accident to start with. Come round again, then I saw 971C, which is Jaden Ward, my mate, and 5G. I've gone round the outside of them, just as you do, just trying to win the race. Well, they've off the corner, they've turned me into the wall, and I've gone bang. I thought, flicked my visor up, and I thought, what on earth are they doing this for? Well, Jaden got on the back of me. Josh Prentice, 5G, got on the side of me. He's steering me up the wall. Jaden's pushing me so I can't brake and stop. Well, I'm airborne in the air, about 10 foot off the floor, just hanging on thinking, like Ricky Bobby moment, I'm flying through the air, this ain't good sort of thing. Like, come back down and I've got to go again. Like, I can't stop. I think the reds come out for someone, everyone, instant stop, and then you go from where you stopped.
Yeah, there's no way.
Went again, I saw Jaden again, 971, and thought, not again.
I'm going past you now.
Saw him, went to do me, I braked, got alongside him, lent him up the wall, and thought, oh, this ain't good, like, this really ain't going to be good for me here. Got out his car, and always remember, he has a balaclava, but it covers his nose, and you can only see these 2 eyes, right, so I can't see no facial expressions, nothing. Gets out his car, leans in my cab, and I'm thinking, he's going to beat the shit out of me here, like, I'm nicked. Because no one explained to me that they're, like, everyone in New Zealand loves it. Like, I'm thinking, like, I've put this, like, tried to sort of, like, set the tone, thinking, oh, I'm going to get a high in here. Shook me hand, oh, I love that, we'll get a beer. We were on track at this time, still, like, about to start the race again. Loved it, that was a bollocks. Walks off. And I'm like, what's going on here? Got going again. And, Asher then got me. Asher got me on my roof, well, on my side, and that's what finished me off. And, yeah, just unbelievable experience, like, normally back home, someone puts you on your side and tries to do you, you're fuming.
Yeah.
Go after, All the drivers love it. All have a beer. Me and Jaden Wall, we're now good mates. We talk every other week on Snapchat. And I've stayed at his house. He's invited me over, and it's just weird. Like
quality, isn't it? It's just different.
Whereas now here, you don't have that.
Yeah, no, it's quality.
Yeah.
And they say that's what they grow up doing. That's what they absolutely
Yeah.
love.
So yeah, then obviously did teams.
What was that like?
Different kettle of fish. Different. Dad said earlier when he went from F2 to an F1, the hit, the difference.
Yeah.
Going from a F1 to a New Zealand car, the hit difference.
Really,
mate. Yeah. I did teams. I did it in a different car, a bit of a shitter car sort of thing.
Yeah.
Mitch didn't want me to have me in that teams.
As you can imagine.
Totally get it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they had me in the duck, they call it. You literally sit like this. Your feet are here for the pedals and you're steering like that. I think it's like that actually. It's just how it's set up. It's just how it is. So I was in that, had no teams practice because the week before, so you meant to do a practice teams race the week before, got rained out. They don't race in the rain.
Right.
No practice. First ever teams race, line up.
Well,
Teams.
so it's an actual race, but it's just the meeting before sort of thing. Just to
so
give
it's like
everyone a practice run.
Basically, there's a gentleman's agreement. No follow-ins, no park shots.
Just blocking.
Just blocking.
Right, okay.
You can lean them up the wall and all stuff like that.
Just so everyone's car don't get wrecked before the main event.
Well, I didn't get to do that, and neither did the Dutch lads. Both
Because you were
Teslas.
Teslas, weren't you?
Yeah. So they were like, right, we'll have JJ blocking, Yelly blocking, and then me and Frank running. So I thought, not in a very fast car here. So obviously, the only sort of experience I had was running from 240s. So got going. Off the start, they said, turn right a little bit, try to get my ball. Well, it's flicked me in the fence. So I'm there parked, I couldn't get the thing started. So I've been lapped. So I ended up going to a blocker. Well, let me tell you, blocking is not as easy as it sounds. 2 cars picked me up, full chat, and run me in, right? And when I said that is the hardest hit to date I've ever had. And the yellow flags come out for whatever reason. Got followed in, went to the infield. I just couldn't breathe. You get winded normally, and you just deal. I could not get my breath back. Green flag come on, I had to carry on. So I carried on. And then from
the car still going.
From then I thought, right.
Don't bend, do they?
I got out after and I thought, it's going to be a write-off. Like, chassis leg, didn't even bend the bumper stay. And it made me feel a bit embarrassing because I was like like all the wheezing, all that sort of stuff. I thought, right, this is going to be a bit of an eye-opener. So
how many more races we got?
Yeah, so we did that one. Then we did the Auckland race, which we lost, which I got a run for. And then just a lack of experience, mainly from my end and the Tesla lads. We just weren't with it. Like, we'd never really done it all together before.
You can imagine these teams have got the same teams. And then maybe want to go, but they know that driver is going to be fitting that spot.
Yep.
They've got drivers lined up for the teams.
So they're
for
obviously
the GBs to do it.
And then all year they're scouting for the top boys and who wants to. So they're all prepared. Like, they know what they're doing. So we were just like, right, like, we'll just see what we can do. So long story short, got 4th out of 13, 14 teams. For us, like,
that's
good achievement.
proper,
We lost the 3rd versus 4th race to Gisborne. Yelly or Neil's, I can't remember who. I think it was Neil, I can't remember. Frank didn't do it, and we had one eliminated straight away, and it just put us on a down foot. And then me and Ted, Ted was being held up, and I went to go around the outside of one of them, sort of flanked it, and then he went to go for me, and then Ted picked him up, rolled him over, got it down to 3-all, so it was like 3v3, but we were just so far behind we couldn't bring it back. So got 4th that year. Year after, our 2nd year, went out there, won the first, just dominated first one, 1, 2, 3 we got, and it's all done on points. So you want to be top 4 going into the second night, and so the top 4 are the only ones who can win. And then the next 4, the best they can get is 3rd. Do you follow that sort of thing?
So you have to get in the top 4.
You have to get in the top 4 for a chance of winning. We got like 5th. So we were gutted. Like, no chance of winning. Next best thing was 3rd. So we went against Wanganui and I really hurt my ribs. It hurt me in a banger, racing a 1600 banger. Oh. Stupid.
Oh, just before the teams?
I know. So did practice teams and I was all right leading up to it. did practice teams, and it weren't even a hard hit, and he tweaked it, and I was in absolute
The ribs
agony.
are the worst.
Yeah,
They're the
awful.
worst.
Like, obviously, you try and have fun on jet skis and all that out there, and I'm just there like a cripple sort of thing.
How am I going to race?
So I brought all this painkillers and numbing cream and rib tape and all sorts just to try and just strap me up, just get me going. They sat me out for the Wanganui race, and it's a good job they did because it turned into a fucking DD. Like, it was a full, like, none of their cars finished. Yeah. So
none of the GB's cars?
No,
one of the
Wanganui's
other
cars,
yeah,
Warrior
yeah.
cars. So we went from being 3 laps down, destroyed all of them, and then ended up getting a 1, 2, 3. That put us into the race for 3rd v 4th.
That's proper.
So I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to be in this, and I am sore. Like, I am hurting here. Like, this ain't going to be good. So went into the back of the trailer, had our team meeting. Charlie, you're up, number 1 runner. You just got to run. I'm thinking, all right. So goes to the back of your mind, doesn't it? Yeah, more tape. Goes to the back of your mind, you think, just going to do it. Just bite the bullet and just going to do it. Went out there, did the lap, went to start my car, pulled on the infield, went to start my car, battery flat. Full on flat. Obviously you can't change it, but you get a 2-minute bell. Got pushed to the tractor, to the thing, they're like, there's nothing we can do. Guy Parker comes over, what's wrong? Guy Parker's our team manager, man who organised everything. Without him, we wouldn't be able to do none of it. So he comes over, what's up? I'm like, battery's flat. Like, I can't do it. He's like, no, you're doing it. And I'm thinking, if I get took out, stall it, anything, nicked. You set up for a park shot then, because as long as you can't go forwards. So if you're there and the fence is there, they can't hit you. If you're in the middle of the track, don't matter what part of the track you're on, they can drive through your full chat. So for me,
But you can't be nose in the wall.
You can't be nose in the wall.
Right.
So I'm thinking, I've got to do a serious job of running here, or Ted's got to do a good job of blocking, because if I get stopped, I'm going to be in more agony than I am in now. So yeah, went out for it, and obviously Guy told all the team, he just said, Charlie's got a flat battery. If you see him, give him a bump start, just in case.
Just give him a whack for us.
Just went and just drove, race of my life. Just got past everything, and I got stopped once on the straight, and then after that I got put in a few times and got put in the wall, and then sort of like brakes and spun them out. I just got away with everything.
Just gelled, yeah.
And with 2 to go, someone hit me hard, and it sort of flicked me like that, and I went to save it and then turned back, and steering jammed. And I'm thinking, what on earth is going on there? And I hit the fence fairly hard, and it freed up. Got going again, didn't see a block car again. So I've come round last bend, obviously like, giving it big licks, hand out the fucking window because we just got 3rd. Steering box shit itself. Full lock right as I'm full lock sideways. Hit the wall as hard as you can imagine. Absolute shaking down the wall, going like that. Took the flag, and I'm there turning. The wheel won't turn. I'm thinking, well, it was turning, but the wheels wouldn't move.
Happening.
I'm like, what's going on here? So I went in the wall, and where I was just left my foot, I was buzzing, obviously, won the race. It flicked me round, and I thought, I should have dumped the clutch and just do donuts. I just did donuts, got on a roof, and honestly, we celebrated like we won it. But it was just, I don't know, it was just real good, because obviously GB hadn't done well for a while, and we all come together. It was just me and Ted obviously being real good mates. It was just like a proper...
It was nice. It felt good.
It was good.
It was good. Just to get top 3.
Just for top 3. You imagine what it'd be like if we won.
You ain't coming home.
So it was just a real good experience. And then did it last year, and we had a real bad year last year. Just didn't click. We didn't. Me, Ted, and both Tezers, we didn't do 240s. Normally we would. Right. We just didn't do it how we normally would.
So you got a bit of practice beforehand. They're not the same cars, but you're still out racing in their track.
I was in my team's car, and which was sponsored by Marty Jones. Massive shout out to him. And it just was in that, so it just aligned. But this year just didn't do that good. So hopefully, following.
Thing is, it's a bit like football, isn't it? When you got some of the best players all coming together for the World Cup, and you think we got a chance here.
Yeah.
And it just don't gel.
Yep.
Just for some reason, one reason or another, they don't gel.
Yep, but
you can't blame one person. No one's to blame, but just where the two things just don't meet.
Yep.
You didn't block well enough there for me. If you'd have blocked him there and got it right, I would have sprinted past. Or if you'd have hit him, I would have done this. And it's like, whereas sometimes you done that, and it won us the race.
It's people like we was watching over Christmas. My dad come over Christmas Day, and he goes, "Oh, bloody bangers, they're crap." Dad, they're not bangers, they're not crap. Oh, that's easy. It's not. It's so. What's the word? You've so got to think. Like obviously, I've never done it just from watching it.
I was going to ask you, would you like to?
I would do it. I would like, but obviously, guys. Well, I've said to Guy about it. I had an opportunity years ago to do it when I was like in my heyday in ones, and I said I wouldn't do it because at the time I couldn't afford to take Charlie and Zoe to New Zealand because it's a lot of money. Obviously, they paid for me, but I couldn't afford to do it, so I didn't do it. But now I look at it, obviously, see things like Harry gives me a game. You play the game on your phone, and I love it. You know, I know it's nothing like real life, but I would like to have a go at it. But I did have an opportunity to have a race in Mitch's car last year when he raced, but I said no, I can't race that because I wouldn't fit in it.
That's a different kettle of fish.
You got to be comfortable in them, ain't you? Really?
Yeah, you got to be. It's
not like racing a normal car.
No. Trouble with me being like 6'5", like there's no one my size in New Zealand that races. Not that I know, anyway. And obviously, Mitch is like he's Charlie's size.
Yeah, you got.
So I'm not going to fit in that, am I?
No.
And he goes, "Oh, you'll be all right. You'll be all right." No.
It's a shame that you never done it because
I think he'd have been good if he could have kept his head. He'd have been really good.
Yeah, you have to keep your head though.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
So we're going out again. Start of 2026, and we got obviously Dutch lads in doing it with us.
No, you got a couple of F2 boys, didn't you?
Yeah, so we've got Tom.
Just stop you. I'll go for a wee.
Go on. You crack on. Right, moving on to this year. So you invited again.
Yep.
You're doing it again for the third year in a row.
No, fourth.
Fourth year in a row.
For teams, this is fourth. Yeah. So World final year, then the year after, and then last year I just did teams.
Yeah.
And then this year teams again. So we've got Tom Bennett, my mate, coming up with us. He come with me last year just to help out, and obviously we didn't qualify. We didn't even qualify for second night last year. We got 9th overall, so didn't even get top 8. So.
But that's a bit disheartening, isn't it?
When you go all that way, it was, yeah. Like especially.
So is that only one night's of racing, teams racing you got then?
No, so I did practice teams.
Yeah.
And then that turns into a meeting as well.
Yeah.
So I got a little bit of run out. Then did teams, and then obviously didn't get any further. Day after, you can do a domestic meeting for all the people who didn't qualify.
Yeah.
And like whoever else wants to do it. I turned around and said, I don't need to do it. I'd rather just watch. I said to Tom, he's like a lot smaller than me, like
really?
and I'm not overly big. Perfect race driver build, he is like spot on. And said
opposite to you.
Yeah. So I said, do you want to race my car? He said, oh yeah, I could do, I suppose, like I wouldn't mind to go. So I spoke to my car owner and I said, right, I said, you might say no and I won't take offence, but I've got this lad with me. I said he's one of the top boys in F2s. Can he have a go? Like, would that be all right? And he said, do you trust him? I said, well, yeah, I'd trust him. He goes, well, if you trust him, then that's good enough for my judgment.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, oh God, like don't mess up here, Bomb. Like,
I'll just vouch for you, mate.
Yeah,
don't mess it up.
So
this is in a team, so domestic teams.
No, so all the teams that didn't qualify goes into individual. So like 240s sort of thing, just 3 heats.
Yeah.
So. Man, went out in heat 1 and he was like, he didn't look. He went off the back and he did not look out of place a little bit. And I thought, oh, this like fair enough. Like got through to like 10th, 26 cars in it, I think, and I was like quite impressed. Like didn't spin out, didn't do nothing, got stuck in. Went out in the second one, and I look at him as a little brother sort of thing. Obviously, like I've got Haz, but I look at him as like little brother, so a bit protective, and.
He's smaller than Harry.
Yeah, so
is
went
he?
out.
Yeah,
he's tiny. Yeah, so went out for the next one, and some lads were picking on him, and he held his own, like dealt with them, and come back out of it, and then took one of them out, and I thought, built for it, like he knows what he's doing, sort of thing. Fair enough. And it did quite a lot of damage to the car. Nothing too bad, but just a little bit. So I said, Bomb, get out of the overalls. He's like, what? I said, I'm going out now. I said, I'm sorting these right out because I bang out of order. I was fuming. He gets out of the overs, I put them on. They loaded up.
Oh.
Yeah, loaded up.
How many times have we heard that story?
And I was
over and over
so
again.
angry. So I thought, no, I remember who it is. I can see him now, and I thought, core. Even if Bomb gets hold of him this year at 240, it's like they can get it. So, so I think everyone obviously watched Bomb, and they sort of impressed him. And I'll be honest, I pushed Guy and Frank, and so obviously Frank's the captain of the team and Guy's a manager, and I said, listen, I said, if Teslas can't do it, I said, let's just push for him. Like he's not going to be like unbelievable top of the range straight away, but you could build him up, and he could be another driver who's there. If he has a good year this year and gets given the time, there's no reason why he couldn't come out in the next couple of years and be a teams racer for GB. Do you know what I mean? Like, could be the start of it for him, but he might not like it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
once
that teams is
like Frank said, it's right doing it, but it's right looking at it and seeing it and thinking, I could do that. But once you're in it, different kettle of fish.
It is completely different kettle of fish. You got to be
completely agree with that.
It's mental. I love it. I keep saying every year I'm not going to go back next year. I can't help myself. I can't help it.
It just looks so good.
It is good. If you ever get a chance,
everyone that's gone out there just says it's
I love
unreal.
it. Yeah, and I'll probably carry on doing it because if they keep picking me, then I can't say no. It's like
it's a bit of pride as well. The fact that you are being able to race for Team GB.
Exactly.
You've been able to race for your country.
Yeah.
Whereas like stock cars, we don't normally get to do that.
No.
You know, we just race with ourselves sort of thing. But actually to be picked, and it's like, it does almost feel like the World Cup.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? You're going and you are supported. If you guys go and win one year, imagine all of us lot back home. Like, that is the nuts.
It's a real honour because like when I got picked, I was only 20 and I was like not overly hard and how I am. Not saying I'm hard now, but I wasn't how I was back then. So to be picked, obviously now it's come to, because I'd say that I can hold my own in it out there sort of thing. And it's just the biggest thing for that is the experience. Like, more and more times you do it, the more experience you're going to get. And with
making the right moves and whatnot.
Yeah, but obviously JJ, obviously one of the best blockers out there, and he don't even live in the country. And then you got Frank, who could literally turn a race on its head. And Carl's been out there a few times, so he'll do good. And then me, and then obviously you now got Tom Bennett and Rob Plant. And listen, if Rob Plant commits to it as well, like people don't think he's going to be very good, but I can't see why he won't be. Like, there's no reason that he can't go out there and be an unreal runner or blocker.
But until you do it, you don't know, do you?
Just because he's a yellow top over here, like people have said stuff on social media, I'm like, you get in and do it then. At least he's got the balls to do it.
Well, you heard what Frank said about it. He said it doesn't matter if you're yellow top.
Exactly.
Some of their best drivers in the teams are some of the worst in singles.
Exactly.
But they put them in a team and they just come alive.
Yeah. So with them two, obviously new additions, like just need to get them up to speed in practice teams, and hopefully they'll be there. But you never know. Like both of them could turn around and go, I really don't like it.
Yeah. And then it's like, all right, we'll find someone else.
You'd rather them say that than pretending and being like making loads of mistakes. And the biggest thing with us is we don't ever want to leave ourselves vulnerable for like a big shot or something like that, because always want to keep yourself safe at all times, but do your job at the same time. So yeah, they might do really well. They might do shit. I don't know. I think they'll do well. I can't see why they won't. And if they need any pointers, we're like one big family sort of thing. Like Frank leads the way and tells us what the crack is, and he's got the experience. So I don't listen to what he says, and that's it. And obviously Ted's so into it. Like we talk pretty much every other day anyway. But at the minute, from leading from out of season to teams, every other day we talk about teams.
When I spoke to him a couple of months ago, and he was right into it. You could tell straight away. He's like, "Yeah, I love it."
He loves it. Yeah, and he's just he's the one. Frank's the captain, but Ted comes up with what we're going to do and how we're going to play it. And 9 times out of 10, I agree with it.
Nice.
So, I mean, he's obviously young. I'm young, and we hopefully get a few more young lads with us. And I can't see teams racing stopping anytime soon, so I don't plan on it. Good. I just love it.
It's good to hear. I love to hear about that side. That sort of side of it. It's brilliant. We will get out to watch the teams at some point, won't we? At some point. Yeah. So that's the teams racing them.
Yep.
So obviously we've skipped forward a bit, but the year after you didn't do so well. You didn't defend it.
No, didn't defend it.
But then I've always seen you with a red roof.
Yeah, kept red roof.
I don't think you've ever lost.
No, I haven't. No. Always been there. Always been trying. Always been up on points and stuff. Made every shootout since. Not really.
Shootouts are hard, aren't they?
Yeah, you got to buy a pallet of tyres before the thing, and that's, to be honest, we did that last year, and I was a bit annoyed last year because we had a mediocre year, average, and we was like we'll give a shootout a go. It was the new format with all the groups and that, and for me it was a lot better because I can just focus on 3 other people, which admittedly was Matt, Yelly and Jack France, but 3 people, I think, between us on Shale, we was all Matt may be a little bit above us, but we could all go for it toe to toe against each other. And I thought everyone was saying it was a group of death, but I was really looking forward to it. And we did the skeg, which obviously tarmac I thought not going to have a chance. And Yelly was in an older car, didn't do very well. And I think I scored like 20 odd points. I was top of the group after the first round, and I thought that for me is like a massive builder. Like, went to Bradford, I did rubbish, they all did well, and we was all within 2 points of each other going into a double Northampton. It was two meetings in one day. It was,
yeah.
Double.
We done that.
Oh, one cancelled.
It was F2. Was it F2 World Final?
No.
Was their meeting cancelled and they put two
Yeah,
meetings
they
on?
did. Yeah, I've got a feeling it was F2 World Final when it was at Taunton, because I really wanted to go to that to go watch Ginch.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And obviously didn't get to go, and obviously all his stuff happened, so yeah, didn't get to go to that. But I thought, right, 2 Northamptons, my best track. If I've got to take any of them out to win it, come the second meeting latter end, I'll do it. Like, I'm going to get through. Went out in Heat 1, got took out. Right, so I can't remember who. None of the shootout, like nothing, just one of those.
Yeah.
Went out in the next one. Consi was winning it, blew my engine up.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Which was done. We had at Bradford, we had a massive crash in the National. Car landed on my bonnet, and we took a risk. We had the engine builder, Simon Rogers, my engine builder, real good, and he come and have a look, and he said, I think it'll be alright, but I can't guarantee unless I take everything apart. I can't guarantee. And Mum said no.
Ain't got time for that.
Mum had a dent in the rock cover, so like a bomb had hit the rock cover.
Yeah.
So he took the rock cover off and looked to the valve. And thought, it looks okay. There's not a mark. You can see where the valve had been hitting the rock cover. I thought it'd be all right. And obviously went to Northampton.
He spun it and had a camera down it, and everything looked fine. And went to Northampton and Consi, and it
snapped my head off the valve.
Yeah. Destroyed it. Yeah.
Dropped the valve.
Save a block. Block didn't die.
So it didn't destroy the block?
No. Destroyed piston. Destroyed the head, and that completely. Obviously wiped me out for the shootout then, didn't have enough points. And that hit me quite hard, because I thought, format that I like the look of, and I felt real up for it.
And you had a good start.
Brought pallet tyres, I did everything right. We was in the garage every night with me.
Yeah.
We were like right, we're gonna really hit this hard. And
we want to win this.
We want to make it to the last round, sort of thing, because go toe to toe with Tom, not there, nowhere near there yet. He's too good. So we thought we'll try and get there. And just hit me hard. And then this year I had an engine go wrong again, start of the year, just one of those things. And we just had a bad year financially this year, didn't we? Just so much going wrong. And when it comes to the shootout, I said I'm not doing it. I qualified for it and I just didn't do it.
Can you say that then? You say I'm not doing it, and they'll put the next person in.
No, just leave blank.
They put me in it.
Like Bobby G, he'd done one round, same.
Which was it was annoying, to be fair, because Paul Lyons puts like massive. Well, all BCDA put massive effort in, and like I don't like letting them down, because I really like what they do and everything, all the social media stuff.
They've done a lot, yeah.
Exactly, and I just annoyed me a lot, because just
the thing is, if the finances ain't there, they're not there. That's it.
No,
if you buy an engine,
it was hard to say no to do it.
We had engine go two. We dropped 2 valves, one on each side, like at separate times.
Yeah.
So like to rebuild that twice, it was like $8,000.
Yeah.
So it's $8,000 out of your budget for your whole year.
That's your tyres for the shootout then, and
so
there's no point doing the shootout without that pallet of tyres, because you're wasting your time.
Yeah, exactly. If you're doing it, you're doing it. There's no point half-heartedly, because you don't get nothing for half-heartedly, do you?
So we didn't do it, and then halfway through that year, obviously, I settled a debt with someone on track. Well, that stemmed from a long time ago. That all started with, for me, that started at Skegness, where I got followed in last bend. I thought it was a bit over the top, but I let it go. And there was a bit of heated exchange. I was only a blue top at the time, sort of learning my craft before I became world champion. Let it go, and then Matt did me at a King's Lynn again for a last bend for like 5th, way over the top, and that one hurt. And I went up to him after, and I said, Matt, what are we doing here? Like, this is way over the top, like for nothing. And he had a Hutchins device on. He slammed it down on the ground, and then got up and close and personal to each other, like mouthing off. Always remember, Dad got hold of me, both like collars of my overalls, and took me away. He goes, we don't do that. We don't go talk to people like after, like leave it on track. And I was like, fair enough. Like, heat of the moment, I went with it. Like, proper knocked me, and then we rammed each other after. Well, he jacked me up after the flag. I just went with it, just seeing stars. Just after that, I thought, I'll get him back. One day I said, Matt, because we walked up to race control with each other. How's work? All that sort of stuff. And so I said, Matt, if you keep doing it, it was the leaning up the wall thing. That's what did me head in the most. It always used to do it.
Well, coming out the corner and just leaning straight in.
Yeah. Frank did it to me once, and I followed Frank in. And
Is that video?
That's that video, yeah. Way too hard, over the top. So I said, Matt, if you lean me up the wall again, I said, I'm going to have to do you back. And to be honest, after that, Kings Lynn, raced fine with me. Absolutely fine, clean, hard, just normal stock car racing. And at Ipswich, I wasn't even having a bad meeting. I was quite far. I think I got 4th in the heat. Got going. And I don't even think he hit me. I just lost it a little bit. I was a little bit sideways. You don't really see it on the onboard footage because of the sun. And he just let me up the wall. Just completely lost it.
Because it almost looks like he goes past you clean and that, doesn't it?
It does look it, but he didn't. He let me up the wall. Whether he did it on purpose or not, he still did it.
Yeah. And he's just full chat.
and the way the dad's brought me up is if someone's taking the mick a lot, you do something about it. And for me, that was my time to do something about it. So I did. Obviously, I was out of line and all that sort of stuff. And it was a good shot. It was a proper racing shot. I didn't follow him in. Didn't want to follow him in. Didn't want to hurt him. Just wanted to let him know that I was annoyed.
Stop leaning me up the wall.
Just leave me alone. So, the problem is I probably shouldn't have left it as long because it was like a couple of years after. Probably should have done it there and then when Dad said, like, after Kings Lynn, like, destroy him now. Obviously I didn't, just let it go.
Because then they know what it's for then, don't they? That's the thing.
So, let that go, and then I got out for the final, he didn't. And then he got out for the national, and I was just on the phone as you are. And obviously he was parked all over the pits and there was a massive crowd, couldn't see nothing. And he welded a 5 on his bumper. And I thought, oh, I love this shit, mate. I love it. So I went out for the national. Obviously, you know what's going to happen, didn't you? So got going, looked in a mirror and saw Matt, but I saw like a gaggle of cars in front of me. And he hit me real hard. And it jumped out of gear for him. Probably, well, not lucky for me, I still fucking destroyed me. But got Kyle Gray in hard and run me in. And I always try and ride a hit. Like, I don't like if someone gets me, I want to come out of it. In hindsight, I should have just stayed in the fucking fence and just sucked it up, but I didn't. I carried on going, and I looked in my mirror and I thought, he's going to destroy me again.
Here we go.
And my car was all over the shop as it was, so I see him in my mirror and I thought, I've got to try slow him down. Tried to say the damage was already done, like destroyed the car. And he picked me up again. I was trying to get it on the brakes, but because obviously you mainly front brakes on this, it was just locking them up. So I just had to just let off and just sort of ride it, and then he followed me in again. Fair game, I think. You know what, fair enough. Probably deserved it a little bit. Like, I did you've done me back twice. Come out the fence, parked up behind Kyle moved, and I thought, Dad had an accident a few years ago where he got hit in the side when he parked up. I just don't like sitting there. So I thought, okay, I'm going to move, going to try pull off. Looked in the mirror, his car's coming. I could barely turn. The front axle was literally like that. So I got going, and then I was going slow down the straight, and he's jacked me up. And that was a switch then. That was the bit for me where, all right, you want to disrespect me like that, bring it on. Like that is it now. So, yeah, pulled off, didn't think nothing of it, destroyed the car. It was our own fault. We made the car bumper stay too strong.
And it pushed it back.
Yeah, just destroyed the chassis.
Yeah, we've all made that mistake.
Yeah, so
I've definitely made that mistake.
So we sent it away, got it fixed by Sid Madwick. Massive shout out to him. He's done a cracking job on it. And
Go on, the boy, Sydney.
Yeah.
Good old boy,
yeah. So we then went. We do a Kings Lynn before our final. Yeah, we did a Kings Lynn before our final. Didn't come across each other. Obviously, I would have just took them out there.
Yeah.
Then went to our final, and we went testing in the week. Blew a gearbox up. Just had no luck. Got the car going all right though by the end of it, didn't we? And went to our final, and it was never in my mind to do him unless I caught him up. Never really didn't go in the race wanting to do that. So obviously got going, got in a massive pile up, and they didn't restart the race, which they should have. And then the yellows come out. Tom passed me, the yellows come out, and I'm thinking, oh man, like, I don't want to be. So I looked behind this mat and I'm thinking,
There's me gone again.
don't want to be sat here and all this. So I went to try to go back round Tom, and Tom was like, kept going in front, and I'm thinking, Tom's not stupid. He's going to want a back marker in front, isn't he? So they said on the race,
Maybe not you two.
Yeah,
I don't know about you two.
they said 5 behind number 1, and I thought, oh well, is what it is. Got going, I let him by, and I thought I weren't going to do nothing. God's honest truth. I said this to everyone. Weren't going to do anything. I got to start, man. I thought, no, I don't like him. I really don't like him. So I just left it all on, and that was it. Like,
I remember watching it.
Admittedly, looking back now, would I still do it? Yeah, well, back then, yeah, I probably would. But I don't agree with it. I'm not going to sit here and say that I agree with it, because I don't. But when a man disrespects you, takes a mick, and all his pals are laughing about it, what do you expect? Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna give it, you've got to take it. I gave it, I took it. He gave it, and he's got to take it. It's as simple as that.
It's just say you got him a world final.
Yeah, cool. I looked at it as he was never going to win it. He was never going to beat Tom. Don't matter who you were. The only person who would have beat Tom was Ryan Harrison. He weren't even on track, because Tom's mindset and his car and everything, unless you destroy him or knock him out, you will not beat him in a world final.
Even them people try it and they can't.
Yeah. As much as I don't really like him, that is him. As simple as that. And everyone knows it, and everyone tries, but he makes his car too strong. So,
and still so fast.
Yeah, and he's still rapid. So I thought, if he can't win it, well, I'm not going to let him get 3-4 grand for second.
Is that what you get?
It's about that, isn't it?
3.5.
2.5.
Is it
3,
really?
yeah.
I didn't know.
So I'm not going to let you get that. Like, so you want to hurt me, like, physically, jacking me up.
Yeah,
I'm going to
yeah.
hurt you financially. Like, that's what I'm going to do. Like,
Yeah, I suppose.
and
It's a lot of money, isn't it?
It's a bad way to look at it, and it is, and it's not the way that I've been brought up. I've been brought up proper stock cars, proper family, but been taught you deal with stuff, you don't get picked on by bullies, and he's bullied me, so that's how I've dealt with it. And then obviously, yeah, so I got a load of shit after that for not turning up to whatever meetings. Listen, I race when I want to race, always have done, always will.
That just goes back to these F1 fans. that
Exactly, it does.
Have got unlimited money but never race, apparently.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
I'll never do every meeting, and I never have, and that's how I am. I enjoy going and watch Spurs, and when I want to go watch Spurs, I'll go whether there's a meeting on or not. It's simple, like, that's how it is. Rocked up at the Skeg, went out for Heat 1, and it was raining. Car's always good in the rain, so I thought this would be good. Real good. Went by a yellow top, one of Newson's cars, one of his owner cars or whatever. Went by him, gave him a normal hit, just as you do, and he come back by me over the curb for a hit. What? Why? What? When there's all this stuff going on with us, me and Newson, why get involved? So I picked him up and run him in. Thought, I'm going to be like him now. If this is how it's going to be, if you're going to make it a war, I'll turn into him. So that's the mindset I went with. I said, I've got to be an arsehole. So I followed him in. God, oh man, you can imagine what Facebook was like after that one, because it was only a yellow top and he was an old bloke. I didn't even know who he was. You used to race with him, didn't you?
John Thompson, he's racing with him.
John Thompson, I didn't even know who he was.
He was
but for me at the time, I saw a Newson.
He's loving it anyway.
I saw a Newson car, and Dad obviously said, "Listen, you got to take what you got to take, but also don't take shit." And for me, I felt like I was taking shit, so I did what I did. Admittedly, yeah, he's an old boy and he probably didn't deserve it, but he's not silly. He don't get involved in it. Yeah, like if your surname was Newson, then I'd probably understand it a little bit, but you're just one of his drivers, like, it's nothing to do with you, so tried to stamp authority there. So then did the final. Can't remember what happened. Yeah, didn't do very well. Then did a Sunday meeting, and then I was in Newson's heat, and I thought, probably going to get me, like, deserve it maybe a little bit, probably did the worst thing you can do at racing. Like, I can't really complain about it, but I was going down the straight and looked in my mirror once, and you can see when someone's going to line themselves up to do you. So
you just see that extra car, half a car lip to the inside, ready to hit you in the corner.
So I looked once, nothing. looked again, and he was sideways, and I could tell he just put his foot down, like he was coming. So I turned left as hard as I could to get 2 wheels on the curb, because I spoke to Ginch about it. Ginch said, you got to be on that curb. He said, if you're not on that curb, you're in trouble. Tried to get on the curb, got on the curb, and he's hit me, and he's glanced off me. Obviously, I've tried to slow the car down, like, without locking the brakes. It's locked a little bit, so it's not really squared me up. Hit the wall, gone up, pinned back round. As he's carried his momentum, he's hit the fence with his arse end, and his front swung round and just clipped my wheel and absolutely ripped everything off it. Like, he was lucky. He was so lucky he got me how he did, because he didn't do nothing on the front, and he didn't really do anything, like, bumper-wise, didn't do nothing.
Just all the link bars on the axle.
But
Just
tried to hit that one perfectly.
It pulled all the ends out and all that sort of stuff, and it was just ball ache. So we had to fix all of that for Consi. So I'm thinking, oh, man, so he's in his shootout here, and I obviously wasn't doing the shoot. I've been knocked out, so all right, it is what it is. Speaking of the amount of people around the car, we had Scotch Brite, he was helping. Speaky, Waymans, everyone you can imagine, just trying to get us to go out.
Well, the car's in
I think
bits,
they delayed the Conti about 20 minutes. Car's on track.
That's Speaky for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think he actually said, this car, we're not racing this race until this car's done.
Yeah, he did, yeah. So, got going.
That's a stock car promoter, that is.
Got going, obviously, I looked at him, the car was like thrown together, like completely.
Just to get you out of there, yeah.
Looked in the mirror and he was catching me as he should. And I thought, oh, how do I play this one? Because I'm not being run in again, because he ain't going to make the same mistake twice. Like, he's going to get me. So I thought, how do I play this one? I thought, got to jump on the brakes. Like, got to protect myself. Like, I can't be run in. Just coming off the corner, saw him and I slowed up, see if he'd come by, and he didn't. He come behind me and started pushing me. And I was like weaving like up and down the home straight, and I just didn't really know what to do, because you don't want to pull off. I don't want to pull off. Like, I'm not. You got to take it, and you stock car driver, like, take it. So, yeah, thought, right, come on then. And he got hooked up on a white top, and by the time it took me a couple more seconds than it should have took me to realise. So he got hooked up. I went off, and then carried on racing. He was behind me, but he didn't catch. So that stopped him in the final. So that stopped him in the Conti, qualifying for the final. Oh, I'm laughing here because you're trying to get in the shootout. I don't care. Like, you keep doing it. So yeah, so we didn't go in the final, rubbing my hands together. National, go out for the national. What'll be will be, wasn't it? Like, got to take it. Got in a kerfuffle of cars, and I was on the outside, and I looked up in the mirror and I saw him behind me, and he was about to pick me up, and I'm thinking, he's not running me in. So I pulled to the outside to try and slot back and fuck him off, sort of nerf him and try and get going again. But whether it's a coincidence or not, I don't know. One of his cars, not an actual Newson car, but someone he looks after, was going dead slow on the outside, and it blocked me. So I then seen him then back out of the corner. So obviously I've then stopped, that car's gone. I've then stopped in the fence, parked up. He's then turned right and done me straight from the front wheel. Caught my thumb. But that in the rule book is a legal shot. You can't hit cars in the stationary or turn right to get a car. So I'm thinking, admittedly, yeah, I tried to just protect myself. That's all it is, because when you're on the outside, just pick you up in your left rear, and just that's when you're hurting someone. Because how I see it, he's trying to hurt me. So I'm not going to try and not let him. So he did that, and I'm just like, another shit shot again. Like, jacked me up, done that. So then we went to, was it Mildenhall after that?
Yeah.
Then did Mildenhall. I was going to do Scunthorpe, but we didn't end up doing it. So then we went to Mildenhall, and what did we do at Mildenhall? We were really, really fast in the heat. We weren't in a race with him until the final. Really fast in the heat, got hooked up. I think we got like a fourth in the Conti. Car was on rails, like real fast. And then lap 2 of the final, picked me up, followed me in. Thought, all right. Destroyed himself. Right the front end out of his car. And I'm just like, he's trying to get... That was his shootout round, the last one to get in. And he's just focusing on me. So I'm sitting back thinking, he must really not like me here, because
think he
he's throwing his
does.
own shootout away, which, not being funny, he's got every chance of winning. Like, if something goes wrong with Tom, he could soon pounce on. Even if he gets second or third, it's still a good payout sort of thing. Just kept going for me, so I'm okay, it's what it is. So then went out for the national, got going, just heard a bad vibration. So I pulled onto the infield. Frank ended up following him in, rejoined, just to be at the back, so I'm thinking he's going to run me in again. Like, my car's could be fucked as it is. So I went behind him. He then got followed in by Frank, got going again, and it was just vibrating like fuck. And I thought, oh fuck this. Pulled onto the infield at Mildenhall, obviously on the side, sort of like where the bank starts going into turn one, and he hit me, and I'm on the infield. And I'm like, what is this bloke doing? I lost my head. Proper sore red, big time. Like, real bad. So, yellow flags come out. I've obviously absolutely raging. He's backed up. I've got on my roof. Fucking give it a chicken dance. Like, if you want to do me on the infield, I'll fucking mug you back off. Well, I'll fucking numpty over here, completely stacked it. Right. So fell obviously backwards, straight on my back. Obviously, nothing hurts when you got adrenaline pumping through. So yeah. So obviously had a few mixed words with him when he was in his car, and he was obviously laughing. Which, to be fair, I would have definitely laughed, like mugged me off. And yeah, that was that really. Just I was so angry at myself because like, you slip and you make yourself like a right muppet, didn't you? Like, I look like a proper muppet. Like, admittedly, I did. Like, I'm not blind to it. So, got off and then saw Ginch, and Ginch was absolutely tearing me a new one about it.
I bet he was.
Just giving me a load of verbal. I didn't see the funny side to it until like a week later. I'll be honest. I was just so angry at myself. So
It's a week later, you come round, you're like, yeah, to be fair.
yeah. So I thought it was all over. I thought it's done now. He's had his laugh. He's mugged me off. He's done me a few times. I'm done. So I went to Hennisford to spectate, watch two of my mates in Rebels. It was their world final. So I thought, go and have a little watch. Had a few beers. I was with Haz. Just he was with his mates. I was with mine, just chilling out. And I was sat on a tyre, just talking to someone, and I saw Matt. Made eye contact. Obviously, no facial expression, nothing like that. And didn't think nothing of it. And I, on my way home, Harry's like, you need to look at your phone. I'm like, why? He's like, Facebook. Well, he's put another video on there of me running his mouth. His team had run their mouth on Facebook all week. Tried to ignore it. And he tried to mug me off bad on Facebook. So I put a comment. It was like me falling off my car and just saying, fair enough, yeah, having the laugh. It was like 2 weeks after, like, I thought it was done. All right, I take it on the chin. So I should never comment, should you? I should never comment on Facebook.
Never. I don't touch it.
No.
Never.
I did. I put a comment on there. It was me and him parked in the Fencer World Final. I shouldn't have done it, and I regret it now. And it was something like, I can't remember what it was. Yeah, you're obsessed. Or something like that. Because he'd just been on Facebook all week, like commenting on stuff. Right, okay. And then he put, you're that obsessed, you had to come watch me at Hennisford. Something like that. And I'm thinking, and you couldn't even bring your car. And I'm thinking, what is this bloke like? Yeah, all right, I've done you pretty good, like, but you've mugged your seat. He's made it worse for himself with the way he's gone with things, with the shootout and stuff like that. He wouldn't have been in half the bother he was in if you had just gone about it a different way.
If he'd have carried on the shooter, he'd have probably been a good second.
Yeah.
Easily.
Which would have been
all the money
totally fair
away.
enough, but he obviously went to get me, which, listen, I can't blame him. I can't. I'm not going to sit here and go, well, what are you doing that for? Like, I get it. But it was just the social media stuff. He didn't need to go to that. No. And then after Hennisford, I just thought, prick. That's what I thought. I just thought, what a knob. And yeah, like, listen, we ain't ever going to be best mates or nothing like that, but...
Well, you might be.
Yeah, well, maybe, but it is what it is.
thing is, it's part of stock cars. You can't
You just-
get along with everyone.
No, you can't.
And you are going to have these feuds.
Yeah, you are.
You can get drivers that are out there for years that will never get into these feuds. Do you know why? Because they just let everything pass.
Yeah.
And then there's others where you're like, no, I ain't letting that pass.
No,
and sometimes it spirals out of control. Sometimes it,
does,
don't.
yeah.
We've all been there.
But I do think half of this would have been stopped if the authorities would have got involved, because if it carries on next year, listen, I don't know if it's gonna. However it gets played, like it's not really down to me. It's not in my ball court. He starts behind me in every race.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So it's whatever's up to him. Like it'll be played how it's played, and I'm up for anything. I ain't gonna give up. Like it's not from the bread that I've been cut from.
No, definitely not here.
Yeah, I'll race when I want to race. That's how it is. And if I want to do 40 meetings next year, I'll do it. If I want to do 2 or 3, that's what I'll do. It's as simple as that. Like I ain't overly bothered about the people saying, "Oh, why aren't you here? Oh, you're a fanny."
No,
I ain't.
Don't worry about that stuff.
Oh, I don't.
Ever.
But this is the good thing that leads on from the stuff that I had from World Final, the social media stuff, which did get to me. Now
you've matured from it. Yeah, definitely.
I'm not overly bothered. Like like I said, the only bit that bothered me was the bit that he put on, which, yeah, fair enough. Like can't blame him. Like I probably would have done the same. And it is what it is. Like we ain't ever going to see eye to eye because he ain't going to agree with what I've done. Do you know what I mean? It's always going to work like that, and it'll just unfold how it unfolds. But
in years to come, they'll both laugh about it.
Yeah,
you'll probably
say in 2 or 3 years' time.
100%.
Yeah,
it happens time and time again.
They'll be sitting somewhere. They'll say, "God, do you remember that 9 mil?" No,
it's like it goes back to you and Batten. Because obviously I've always been brought up around the bit of like Batten being not a villain, but like a bit of like he's our rival, he's our family rival from back in the day.
Yeah.
And I remember we went to America and I can't remember exactly where he was, and we got chatting to him. And I actually thought it was one of the nicest blokes I'd ever spoke to ever.
I don't know why I've hated you all this time, mate.
And I couldn't figure out why Dad didn't like him. But obviously they was out at that F2 stage and just chatting like normal. And that's where I don't know if it picked up earlier, but Bill, when I first had my Mini, sponsored me. And he was on my bonnet, Bill Batten, whatever it is he does, he was on the front of my first Mini. And he's just mad, like a full 360.
You get over it, didn't you? You get over it.
Without someone like him that I race with, then my career probably wouldn't have been as controversial as what it is.
No.
You know, because it takes people like that,
you
like
needed him.
a goodie or a baddie, whichever one you decide he is, to make your sport better.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, God rest his soul, he's probably looking at us now laughing.
Yeah, 100%. Saying you're a twat, Mick.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
But yeah, like listen, I'm not saying Matt's going to sponsor my kids or anything like that. But you never know, do you? But yeah, listen,
it could do a full circle. We replay this video in 20 years' time or whenever it is.
It is what it is. Like I don't. The way I see it is, I wanted to get him and I wanted to hurt him where I knew it would hurt him most. And I don't want it to get to the point where we're physically trying to hurt each other.
No, it should never be like that. I've
never ever been that way inclined. And I really do hope he's the same, but the shots he's doing at the minute, don't say that. Do you know what I mean?
The way I see it, I know it's not a very nice thing to say, but how would he like it if I was burying his daughter racing? Yeah. Wouldn't like it, would he? So can you imagine what I'm going through?
Yes, it's one of them.
If I took his daughter out and racing, then what would he want to do?
Yeah.
Want to absolutely destroy me, wouldn't he?
Mm.
It is what it is, and it's my battle at the end of the day. Like, if it all stops, then it all stops. If it carries on, it carries on. But like, I won't back down.
No,
I've not been raised to back down.
100% not in this family.
And even if I can't afford to do every meeting, or if I can afford to do one meeting a year, and he carries it on, it'll be to smash him up. That's what it'll be. Whether it's 1, 2, 3, like that's if it carries on, that's how it'll be. It's as simple as that.
So that moves us on to work in the garage, because obviously the damage obviously is more work in the garage. What do you boys do at the minute? Not even at the minute with Matt going on, but even before that. Because you say in your heyday, I can imagine with how much he's racing.
Heyday, it'd be like Mondays off and every other day in the workshop.
Yeah.
So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday be in the workshop.
Yeah, and then on a Wednesday, normally like a date like me and Zoe, so we normally go out somewhere if there was nothing to do with racing wise. But normally, like we'd have like all the lads over, and so 2 or 3 of us come over, and then try and crack on 3 days to get the cars done. but we don't have that help anymore. So we have to sort of struggle and do it ourselves.
Yeah.
Which it's fine. We get
Is
it
it
done.
just the three of you now?
Yeah, so it's just us three. Obviously, Harry's learning. He'll get there eventually. But
Yeah.
And then, to be fair, when I did minis, and when he raced, I weren't interested. I was never interested.
I was the same though.
And-
I wasn't. I was more of a nuisance out there,
Yeah,
and
same.
Dad would have to sort of force me out there, get me off the
It's
Xbox.
exactly the same as me. And if I could go back and change it, I would, because I think
100%.
that's held me back a lot in my career.
100%.
Like, I look at people now like Little Ted and Finn Sargent, and I look at them and they're like, Ted's a bit older, but Finn's my age, and I think, man, I'm miles behind them. Like car knowledge wise, don't get me wrong, I know enough. I know enough to get through and obviously to be read and all that sort of stuff. But if I knew as much as they did, I'd be a lot further forwards than I am now. But it is what it is, isn't it?
You don't realise at the time, do you?
No, you
And that's
don't,
not
no.
what you want to do at the time. There are some kids out there now that wouldn't touch an Xbox controller, and
No.
all they want to do is be out there.
Yep.
And then there's people like us that didn't. We was rather sit in
Yep.
the warmth and play an Xbox
Yep.
until you get to an age where you're like, oh, actually, I do want to.
Yep.
I do want to
See,
be out
it's
here.
like now, like Harry's, like we'll play games. I mean, I've got a sim. They both have,
Sims, yeah.
and we'll play fucking iRacing or what's the name.
Yeah.
It's just something you do. But Harry, like, he's getting to the stage now where, like, he's got to be in the workshop.
Yeah.
And he is, but, like, it's... I don't want to sound nasty to him, but it's like, oh,
Yeah. It's an effort at the minute.
yeah.
But
But he'll grow out of it.
How old are you?
yeah.
13. Yeah. That is that tough age.
Yeah,
isn't it?
so he's at that age now. But I think when this season starts, next season, I think he'll be on it.
Hopefully.
He'll be doing things. Obviously, he's got a very good friend who we bought the car off, Archie Grindy, and he like
All the Grindies.
Yeah.
I see how much they won last year.
absolute spot on. And obviously, he looks up to him.
Yeah.
And Archie, he's very good with Haz. Like he'll teach him like little tricks with the car, and obviously I'll say to Grindy, but what we've got to do. I'll tell Harry know, and Harry then tells me. So then hopefully he then knows
Yeah.
and memorises that what to do.
Yeah.
Archie is very much like he
Brilliant.
is fucking clever.
He's on it, isn't he?
Serious,
You can
yeah.
tell straight away
Yeah.
when he's talking.
He's just- he's one of
all
those
them,
kids.
All them guys up that way, like it's around Stoke way.
Leak, yeah.
Well, I've got a very good friend of mine, Rent Boy. Right. And
Rent boy.
Yeah.
do you know Mick Mellor? He races
No.
first photo saloons.
No, the other ones, not your ones.
Right.
Oh, yeah, he races skeg, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, if I said to him, like, I've got a job to do, can you just take this little 7.5 ton duff up to Aberdeen to drop this off? Yeah, all right, but when do you want me to go? Can you go now? Give me half hour, I'll be down. And they do it. And like Finns, all them lot up that way, they are the best people in the
Yeah, they are,
country.
yeah.
They're on it,
serious
aren't they?
work.
And they are.
They're on it.
And they'll do
Yeah.
anything for you,
Yeah.
but don't cross them. Don't cross them. Once you cross them, that's it, you're done. But them people up that way are the best people ever.
Yeah.
They're
But,
always rapid and all, aren't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, like
Bowden,
Bowden
yeah.
Murphy. They're all them people up that way. They're all
Yeah.
just.
They're all drivers. There
yeah.
aren't many shit drivers from up there. Like they've all
No, they're
won
all good.
something. Bowden, Craig, all the Finnecans, Courtney. Like they're all.
They're on it, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
They've just got that thing in the water up
Yeah.
there. I don't know
Yeah.
what
You
it
must be
is.
seeing bucks of water in it.
Yeah, but back to it. Like in the workshop, like it's just, especially now because it's just me and him pretty much. We have another lad come every now and then, or another two lads come every now and then, but not often. And it's just, I don't know. We do a lot, don't we? But to be,
We've had some fantastic helpers in the past.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
hats off to all the people that helped us. But you know, you just drift away and move on, and the businesses kick off and whatever.
Businesses, new misses, kids,
Yep.
anything like
Yep.
that, innit?
And it's what
And you
moves
think,
on.
why are you not here now? And it's like, well, I've got my own life. And you're like, oh, fair
yeah.
enough.
So now, obviously, we're a lot more busier than usual. But the end from July this year, for me, I fell out of love with racing proper, like completely lost the interest in it, and we ain't done nowhere near as much as we should. Like our first yard day was yesterday. Obviously starting winter prep since probably October, since that Mildenhall.
Oh, right.
We ain't done a
Haven't touched
thing.
it.
And that's listen. Like I appreciate everything I've got, but I've lost the
Thing
love.
is, just motivation ain't there. And the thing is, as well, having the other boys here, you know they're turning up on this day.
Yeah, you've
That's
got to
the
be
day.
there.
So you got to
Yeah.
be there. Otherwise,
Yeah.
they're not going to turn up again,
Yeah.
are they? Whereas
Well-
when it's just you two, it's a bit like,
Yeah.
can you be arsed? No. Can you be
No,
arsed? No.
that's exactly what it is.
Let's get on the sim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the warmth.
It is.
Because it's quite cold.
Yeah. So I'm hoping.
And they're in shorts.
Yeah. Obviously, going to New Zealand, I'm hoping that's going to give me a bit of a
A little bit of spark.
little spark back. That's what I'm hoping. and
Nice.
then we'll see what we do next year.
But
Definitely.
like his shale car, like we're halfway through that now. So we've done side rail, front bumper, just got the back bumper to do. Side rail on the other side was already done from the damage we had. I mean, in the last year. So and then we just got to repanel it. We'll get Sid to put the panels on it.
Yeah.
Because obviously I can do panel work, but I'm not as good as him.
He did all that.
He's very good. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's done all that.
he
He's
did all
done
that,
my
yeah.
car as well. I've done that one. Yeah. So I just Sid. Anybody wants a car done, I would 100%.
Yeah, he's good.
Send it
SMR,
there.
He's
SMR
seriously
race
good.
fabrications.
Brilliant.
Well,
Yeah,
he
big
redid
show,
all
yeah.
my chassis legs and all my nerfs, and I've been put in a good few times since then, and nothing. Bumper stays bent, but other than that, it's pretty strong. So
These things are mental though. Every
Yeah.
time I look at them, I'm like, wow. They're just.
You've ready to go in one?
Yeah, I've done the Frankie Experience Day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I've absolutely loved it.
good. Was it? Did it have a silver chassis?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, there you go.
That's the
That's
car
one
I
you
got
raced.
third in the
It was
semi-final. in.
bollocks. Yeah, it was the nuts, man.
Yeah.
It was so good. I
Yeah.
absolutely loved it, and it's nearly made me remortgage the house.
Oh,
Yeah, and I said to you after, didn't I? I said I've never been like that afterwards and gone, you know what, I really want to do that.
yeah,
If anything I've raced, I've never done that.
yeah.
And I come off of that, smiling from there to there, and I was
Yeah.
like, I would happily sell anything I can.
When you first get in an F1, like you put your foot down, and it takes your breath away. You think,
Does,
the
yeah.
power they've got. And then when
Definitely.
you get like a not so much a higher one, when you get like your own car, like obviously you get all comfy, and then you go, you think, shit, man, it's so hard to understand how fast they are.
It is ridiculous.
mental,
the power
isn't it?
they have. I remember the first Ipswich. You just put your
God,
foot
yeah,
down
I can imagine.
and you're with everyone. That was my first meeting in one, and it's just
it just
God.
goes and keeps going and keeps going and
Yeah.
keeps going.
You- but
Yeah,
you
but then you
think
try
like-
and stop, you think, well, stop then.
It's like
doesn't stop.
you do that, but then you think like the lads, like the English lads who've gone to America.
Yeah.
Imagine what like these must feel slow.
Oh, proper.
Do you- like
Them
that's-
sprint cars are just
They are
ridiculous.
and it's it must unlock something in their brain where it just, everything works quicker.
It's the next stage. Yeah.
It has to.
They're like a Formula 2 with like 900 horsepower.
Yeah.
And because they weigh, that's what they weigh. And they come to a corner, obviously, when we go to Volusia and Florida quite a lot, and obviously you stand there, they come in the corner, and they turn in the corner, lift the outside front wheel off the ground.
Yeah.
You're thinking, what?
They're
You know, if that was ours, you'd be falling on the outside front. But the wings work so much,
Yeah.
and obviously so much stagger, they
Oh,
just
it's
sit
mad.
the arse inside back down and pick
Yeah.
the front up. They
It's
go around the
crazy.
corner.
It's
You
crazy
think,
to watch
how?
them. I've never seen them up close, but
Oh.
to see them fly around, you're like, even on YouTube, like,
tyres-
how is somebody controlling that?
The tyres feel like that, Mike. So how the soft they is, that's how the tyres feel. They are
Yeah, it
so
feels like bubblegum. Yeah, it's
unbelievable.
that is a different ball game out there. But
But as you say,
honestly,
that-
it is ridiculous.
What that's doing to Tom and Ryan
100%.
in their
Oh.
brain
Yeah,
Everything.
is massive.
yeah, it is. Yeah,
And
But
them two boys on Shale at the minute are unbeatable.
yeah, they are.
Let's
yeah.
be serious. You know,
They're clever lads anyway. Like they know.
yeah, they're not.
They know
silly.
their car inside and out. Like they build them, they do everything. Like they know it, but they're getting the experience of racing elsewhere, like the speed and all that.
Tiny, not only the speed, it's the little tips and tricks
will
on,
feel-
the
on
knowledge they're
everything.
getting from the
Yeah.
guys out there.
They will
because-
feel
yeah.
everything as well, and it's just like I'll just yeah.
It's hard to compete, isn't it?
It is hard to compete. Yeah.
But fair play to them.
Oh yeah.
Fair play
yeah.
to them to go have the balls and go and do that as well. It's massive.
If I had the money, I'd go do it, but I ain't.
We need to do a bit more haulage, I mean.
Yeah,
Sell some
yeah.
lorries, Mick.
Yeah.
Talking about that, you've got some really nice lorries in here, and obviously Sworder, is it Sworder Haulage?
Sort of transport and
storage.
So talk a bit about that. This business was it your dad's? Or it's still your dad's?
Yeah, well, yeah. My dad's granddad started it.
Your dad's granddad.
Yeah,
Oh
so
wow.
1937 he started. Started with coaches. Used
Yeah.
to have coaches down at Walken near Stevenage. We had coaches for years. And then obviously I come along the scene, and then obviously I used to drive a school bus. First of all, went in the workshop, worked with
Is it here or is it a different
no,
location?
Stevenage,
Yeah.
down at a
Yeah.
little village in Walken, just outside Stevenage, was where we used to come from. We used to have all school buses and then some luxury coaches. Used to take all the London football teams,
Nice.
Arsenal,
Yeah.
Tottenham, QPR, Charlton Athletic, and obviously, no, I'm a massive Tottenham fan. We all are. Well, I'm not so much massive anymore, but these two are like mad Tottenham
Love it.
fans. But like back in the day, like in the 90s, like Tottenham used to qualify for the FA Cups and Arsenal, and I used to go on the team bus. So you sit in the front seat with all the players behind you, and they're going to the FA Cup final. I've been in the bus with the driver.
Didn't you once
Like-
were an Arsenal Spurs top, didn't you, in the Arsenal bus?
Yeah, so we used to.
No,
we
you
used-
did.
Yeah, we used to have a little bus we used to look after for Arsenal. So it used to be like the team bus that used to carry from from the home ground at Highbury to the training ground, which was London Coney. It's only about 12, 13 miles, but obviously through London was a bit of a nightmare. So they used to put a bus on, and we used to maintain the coach or the little bus. And it was all painted up in Arsenal colours. It was white and red, and the number plate was AFC 3. So it's Arsenal through and through. So every other now and then, we used to go and pick a bus up from Highbury, bring it to the yard, do maintenance on it, and take it back. So one day, just not on purpose, Peter was obviously in the van, so I jumped to the bus, took it down to Highbury, got down. With me, I had a Tottenham top on. Not thinking enough to just have a Tottenham top on with like my little body warmer on over the top. Got to Arsenal, backed in, and then I got out. You have to walk out Highbury, where you back into beyond the gates, walk down like the high road, whatever that road's called, and then get in the car. Well, I walked down, and the bloke come up to me, he goes, "What do you think you're doing?" What do you mean? He goes, what are you wearing that for, mate? You're going to get fucking stabbed. I said, what do you mean? He goes, you've got a Tottenham top on and you're in the middle of fucking Arsenal. Best thing you can do is get in that car and fuck off now. I said, all right, mate, keep going. He goes, oh, no, I mean now. So I obviously run, because I was like timid as anything. Went in the car and went. I think what I done, I took my top off and turned it inside out and then run off. Yeah, but I like shit myself. But that's some of the things you do when you're younger and stupid, isn't it?
Definitely.
And and then we had the coaches like that, and then we moved up here in 2000, and then we used to pick up like damaged vehicles for insurance companies, like Blue Cycle and like Copart, things like that.
Like that,
The whole yard was all rented out for storage for all the lorries and that. And we used to pick them up with like a low loader, a recovery truck, and bits like that, and just pick up anything, whatever was like broken, damaged, like vehicles, from tractors to forklifts to combines, anything. We used to pick up like Charlie Wellborn from Wisbeach. He used to do the work through Blue Cycle, because it's next to his yard. Mm-hmm. And we worked with him, like picking all the damaged vehicles up, and then we used to store them here. That was like quite a big job. And then we lost that job to someone else, someone coming in cheaper, as what everybody does, gets a cheaper quote, so it all went away. And then we started renting a bit of the yard out, rented out some container guys that were parked out here, and they went tits up and just left one night and just left us a massive bill, didn't pay the rent and gone. Oh. And we've now got some more companies in, and obviously we do really well. So we've got like 30 lorries that park one side of the yard. There's like 5 over the other side. There's 2 there. Then there's loads of vans, or vans and trailers that move like new Mercedes cars. Yeah. And like sort of good friends of ours, we store for them. We store for Carberry's, BJ&C Carberry. We store for Omex tanks, which are parked down on the grass. So
there's more storage nowadays.
Yeah, it's more storage to come in. And then obviously just got my lorry there that I just pick up whatever I can get on with. And then obviously the new one that no one can see, sitting just there, like that no one can see. It's great, isn't it? Nice. So we're just getting ready to get that sort of up and running. Obviously, I'm big in my shows. Obviously, Harry's got his little lorry, sits there under the cover.
Well, as you said, you missed a lot of races for these shows.
So we do the shows. So obviously, me and Harry used to go to the shows quite a lot. Harry's one under there, and then obviously mine, we used to go to the shows and do loads of it. Yeah, we've been really successful.
Successful? What is it? What, like prizes in the shows?
Yeah, so like it's, as my missus calls it,
I've never been to that sort of.
It's a cleaning competition. So
do you clean it?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So then you
cleaning competition.
It's a good crack. You have quite a good crack, but you get to learn so many things about about all sorts with him, like with lorries and people around the country. It's great. Yeah, a lot of people racing go.
Race. Well, I say a lot of F1.
Said that earlier,
said it off camera. A lot of F1 drivers, all haulage owners, so they're all into their lorries.
Yeah, so obviously I took it up. Like obviously we ordered that new truck. Nearly 3 years ago, when I was right in my heyday of like all the show stuff.
Yeah.
So we've had that sort of show spec, so it's all like pristine, but just have a few more bits done to it. But now it's mental. I still want to do the shows, but I want to do my racing as well. Mm. So I still not packed up yet. I still want to have another go, but just as and when. If he's not racing and we've got help, I'll race.
Yeah.
But if he wants to race, then obviously he races and Harry races. So it would be when I can. But I'm not really bothered. I am bothered, but I'm not bothered. If opportunity's there, I'll have a go.
I'd happily let him do a year, me. I'd happily
come out and win a couple more championships.
Yeah, it'd be lovely.
It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So then moving on then. We've got one more, obviously, the Mini sat there.
Yeah.
How's he got on? Because the only time I've seen him race was the European in Venray, and what a race that was. And it just fell into place for you, didn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely fell into place. And then I see you guys by the coach after. And
that was it. Yeah,
it was a bit.
I can't remember that bit.
No, I bet you can't.
I've got photos on my phone, but I can't remember that bit. No, he won the Scottish. So last year was his first full year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, last year's first full year. So started as Yeller, and then just picking up the pace really. And then we sent the car to Webster's before Scotland, and then picked it on our way up to Scotland, sort of thing. Mm-hmm. And he ended up winning the Scottish. So that was the first one.
Where was that? Cowdy or
Cowdy,
yeah. So that was pretty good. He did really well at Knockhill. Did you get third in the final? Yeah. He got docked for jumping the start, but he got third in the final at Knockhill. So that was quite good, and then won the Scottish day after. So we were like, didn't expect that, did we?
No.
So that was like a good sort of like teary moment, and we sort of thought, oh wow, like that.
He's got it.
And
He's got it.
And then I don't even know how that car came about. We ended up buying that car for him. Basically.
There's another one over there. That's the Webster one.
So that's the Webster one.
So
And then
just off camera.
This car come up end of last year, and Grinny said, I'll give you first crack if you want it. Because obviously he sees like Charlie, as Harry, as like an up-and-coming star. He goes, if you want a car, he goes, this honestly is the best car you can buy.
Well, he won everything, didn't he?
Yeah,
so a friend of mine sort of said, he goes, if you want to buy that car, he goes, I'll buy it, and then, we'll sponsor you and go from there. Well, that never come through.
Oh,
the thing is basically we believe that if you give someone your word, is like a handshake, like that's what you stick by. And Dad said to Dave that we'd buy the car off him, like gentleman's agreement. And unfortunately, the dad's mate was going to, something happened and it didn't come through, unfortunately. And we just aren't the sort of people to go against something. Like if you say something, you say it.
Got it before anybody else did, and then we kept it for like 6 months without racing it. So you're not racing it, you're not ready.
Yeah.
When that car won't go no faster, you can have a go in it.
Yeah. And then he found the limit. He got to the limit.
Yep.
And then it was at Skeg. Went to a Skeg and he was moaning, I'm rubbish, I can't turn it. Rah, rah. So I said, I'll get in it. I said, there's nothing wrong with the car. And to be fair to him, it was a car. The Webster car, it was lacking something, and I struggled in it myself. And obviously I don't think I was overly bad in minis.
yeah.
So
But you could tell a good car from a bad car.
Yeah. Well, I haven't had a go in that one yet, but I will. I will have a go in it.
You're not having a go, he just said.
Yeah, so I said to Dad, I said, listen, it's not him. I said, like, I can tell you now for a fact, like, not that there's anything wrong with it, because it is a very good car, but it's just missing that extra bit. And that's got the extra bit, plus a bit more. It's good. So then, obviously, his debut was Vemray.
Oh, that was his debut?
That was debut.
With that car, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, won his first race, which was obviously really good. And then he turned around and said, I'm winning the European. And me and him sort of like, I didn't like it because like, the way he said it, it was very big-headed. And I thought, that ain't us.
It's not the way to be,
We're not like that. And he's like, no, I'm winning it. And I thought, you're going to get humbled here, you little prick. So obviously, I'm with all my mates, and I was on the beer all weekend, like, bit of a sesh. And Mum and Dad were annoyed with me all weekend because I didn't help with the car once.
You didn't come back to the transport, nothing.
I did, for a refill of beer.
They got again.
So, obviously, and then he started wherever in the European. I think he's in grades, just a normal grid. And Alfie Smith, one of the faster lads, he come by and I sort of thought, second's good. Like, second to him is an achievement. And he called him back up from nowhere. And I was just watching, I'm thinking, he's going to, like, Alfie Smith's going to outsmart him. He's been in the game a lot longer. He's racing brains there. Like, his ain't developed yet. Harry mugged him off. Just completely. Alfie Smith moved out his way once and tried to dispatch a Harry. Harry caught him up again. Yeah. And he went to move out the way again, and Harry just dealt with him. And I thought, he's going to be good.
Fair play.
He's going to be good. And that was it.
Tell him when the car's beneath you, you're going to do it.
Yeah. and then, so that was, so he won both finals. Then he won the final on the Sunday. No, he didn't win.
No, Alfie won, didn't
he? Yeah. That was it. He got second in the Vimmer Open. Then we went to Skeg, which was the UK Challenge, which I won. He won that on the Saturday night, and then won the final on Sunday. So he did four finals, and he's won 3 of them.
Tell him it was the car all along.
Yeah.
You should have done it 6 months ago. It was the car all along.
So
he's there. You've got the right car now.
Went up with Superstar, and it just something tweaked. He was sitting in his car, he goes, I'm really nervous. I said, why? Because I'm Superstar. Nervous of what? You're starting literally 2 cars by when you normally start. And we was at Aldershot, and he's done nothing.
Yeah, no.
Absolutely, like a
sevenths and eighths.
blue grader. I was like, what's wrong? He goes, I just feel really nervous. And then obviously we haven't raced since.
No, he did Mildenhall. He did
Mildenhall in the shale car,
He
Brand new.
really struggled on shale. So we went testing before my world final with my car, and we took Harry, and he picked it up really well, didn't you?
Yeah, Bug Baynard jumped in. He says nothing wrong with the car, and he gives him some top. Because you know, like when you tell like your son, do this, do that, and they're like,
you don't
Dad.
listen. Yeah.
But then when someone else, so if you told
It's
him,
always that,
Harry,
innit?
just can't.
Yeah.
So Bug was really good in the cab with him. Said, right, Haz, try this, try that, do it, see how you get on. And I was fitting the gearbox for his car because his gearbox went bang. And then I went out and watched him, and I'm like, bloody hell, is that Bug? Is that you in that car, Harry? Because he looked amazing.
Different driver.
And then we're
Really
Mildenhall, and I think we had
Where did-
fourth in the final.
Yeah. We
Fifth, seventh, and a ninth.
Considering he got nothing at all. Normally on shale, he would be last.
Yeah, no.
And it was so to me, it's a start of getting there. But the engine in that car, it was absolutely knackered. Mark Ginshaw does the engine for us, and the engine was really tired. Like
Yeah,
it sits there, they're ready to go back for rebuild now.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely worn out. And the block's worn out. It's got a step at the top of the block, and it smokes like hell. And I just said we've got to get the engine done, so we're going to have the engine freshened up. So that'll be hopefully as quick as what this is. Yeah. So when that's back and the engine's back for this one, we'll take them both testing. Then we'll put Charlie in that, and then Harry in that, and just to have a just to get them to go.
Yeah,
So we'll just
just to get them both on the same
Yeah.
pace.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Because I think that car is as quick as what that one is.
Yeah, I do. I can't fit in that one though.
Yeah.
You
Too wide.
just need a bit of time with it.
Yeah, just need.
And obviously you've got everything off of this car now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not being funny. He's won 3 big championships. Well, 2 really big championships in the UK, and not like it's his first full year. Like, and now you've had Bowden come out, Mason, like he's world champ. Like you've had like 3-4 of the top boys come out with it, and it's like Bonner, Alfie Smith, and Harry now, and Finney Q.
Thing is, it's always the second generation. Obviously, your third generation, but the second generation in the mini stocks, they always seem to have it because you've done so many years.
Yeah.
Obviously, learning with Charlie.
Yeah.
You can now teach him as the driver.
Yeah.
You drove him a long time ago before Charlie jumped in.
Yeah.
Him. So he's got some good guidance.
Just all it is now is a racecraft. If he can just get his hitting and like his timings,
because it's such a momentum formula, isn't it, as well?
If you can get his timings better, but it won't be much stopping.
Nice.
I can't see it anyway, but I'm biased tonight. So I get more enjoyment out of watching him win than I'll get winning myself. I just don't know. It's
That's like the same with me. Obviously, people said to me, people said, "Why are you going to race? You got to come out racing." I was like, "Why?" So I enjoy watching Charlie and Harry. Not so much not being horrible to Charlie, especially like watching Harry, because when they're younger, you get more satisfaction from someone younger doing well than what you do like a grown up. You watch a grown up, it's like, oh, well done.
Yeah. He's just another
But
grown
when
up.
it's someone that you're teaching,
Yeah.
because I can't teach him nothing now because he doesn't listen anyway to me, so he does his own thing.
I do, and it gets me in trouble.
But when I teach Harry to do things and he listens, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes.
Sometimes. Can't be perfect, mate.
Yeah, he'll
No,
definitely.
but just track. If he gets his track craft and gets the knowledge of like knowing what the car does and telling me the car's tail or pushing or whatever, he's fine. But
That's all experience as well. Isn't
But
it?
but you can't buy experience, and you never. It's just what you got to gain, haven't you?
Definitely.
I can't wait for the day that we all manage to get on track at once. Hopefully it happens. Obviously, Dad's got to hold out a few more years.
I was going to say, you've got a few
Well, my
years
car
yet.
sits there. All we got to do, we've got a bit a strength in the steering and put my seat back in it, and I'm ready to go.
Right, there you go.
So hopefully that happens. I'd love for it to happen. That'd be
We've got a few years yet, but
Yeah.
there's still definitely a chance.
Yeah.
in 2 years.
He's 14 in January, so next
Oh,
month.
it's not that far. It's not
2
that
years,
far.
yeah.
Got 2 years, yeah.
So
Just need to get another car.
Well, for him, no. Well, yeah, that's the only thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just take your Mini out. You take your Mini out, we're going F1s, yeah?
no, you're not ready yet. Definitely not.
Right, wicked. We'll end it there. Thank you very much, boys,
Perfect.
for
Thank you very much for
chatting to
coming.
us.
Thanks.
That was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it's good.
Got a really
Enjoyed
good
it.
insight to you.
Yep.
All right. Thank
Good,
you.
mate.
And guys, hope you enjoyed it. Sorry, I was shouting there. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're listening on Spotify, make sure you go check it out on YouTube. If you're on YouTube and you need something to listen to in the car, make sure you check it out on Spotify. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.